Halo semuanya. Anjir, aneh banget ya. Rip guys, anjir. Sumpah hari-hari megang tisu terus anjing. Halo halo, apa kabar kalian? Sehat kan? Sehat? Sehat-sehat kah? Nita kena juga kah? Kagak kagak. Dia lagi di Manado. Anjir, gua tidak menyangka anjir bisa positif, kocak. Sumpah, gua yang pas hari apa ya? Hari apa sih yang match terakhir itu? Fnatic Leviathan TRX FPX hari apa itu? Tanggal 18 tanggal 19 Senin ya? Anjir, kesiksa banget gua anjir kalau kena covid sumpah. Yos Bang Race, thank you Ci Catherine. Sekarang udah lumayan sih, demam udah enggak. Kemarin 3 hari demam, sekarang udah mendingan. Terus paling apa ya, sisa pilek sama batuk. Kalau kalau kemarin sih semuanya ada. Demam iya, sakit tenggorokan iya, batuk iya, pilek iya, lemas iya, buset. Thank you semuanya. Buset, itu udah gua sampai bilang gua paling paling gak bisa kalau sakit tenggorokan, karena kalau radang tenggorokan gitu kan lu mau apa-apain gak enak kan. Lu pasti setiap hari bakal pernah setiap kali kan lu pasti menelan ludah gitu kan. Itu rasanya kayak apa ya, mau mukul orang anjir. Banget cok, perih, perih banget. Vaksin udah, gue belum booster doang, vaksin udah 2 kali. Gak tahu sih antara yang pergi ke stadion apa enggak. Kayaknya kalau ngelihat Agil Ior kena sih berarti yang ke stadion. Gua sampai bilang mendingan gua sariawan anjir daripada sakit tenggorokan sumpah. Sampai ada sariawan nih di bibir depan. Bodoh amat kalau sariawan. Tapi kalau sakit tenggorokan nih, bangun tidur, wah bangun tidur guys. Kayak rasanya gue males tidur tau nggak? Karena lu setiap bangun tidur pasti kan mulut lu kering ya, tenggorokan lu kering ya. Jadi ya pasti sakit karena kering keadaannya. Rasanya anjir, apa gue nggak usah tidur ya? Biar nggak kering, biar gue bisa minum terus. Sakit banget. Bang udah sembuh belum? Udah mendingan, tapi gue nggak tahu sih, gue belum PCR lagi. Kesiksa guys. Soalnya mungkin gue dulu pernah kena tapi nggak ada gejala. Kalau ini baru pertama kalinya gue kena covid bergejala gitu. Kesiksa sumpah. Gue tadinya nyiapin tempat tidur ya, untuk apa namanya, persiapan subaton kan, malah dipakai untuk tidur gara-gara covid anjir. Kayaknya gue PCR hari Senin deh. Halo Invi, farewell vape kah? Tadi barusan gue pengen nanya ke kalian sebenarnya. Gue udah lama nih nggak nge-vape, tapi harusnya nggak boleh sih. Tenggorokan lu makin sakit yang berasap-asap. Gue pengen nanya, apakah boleh nge-vape kayak? Tapi janganlah. Gue lebih tunggu apa? Benar-benar sembuh total baru. Hai cuy, gue mendingan sembuh total dulu baru ngegas dah yang lain entah apa gitu pada setengah-setengah. Sampai ke vape kutujuk walau iya ya aman aman. Vape-nya udah disimpan. Paling tapi kayaknya kita nobar cuma satu game ya, satu game doang ya guys ya. Cuma Paper Race gue karena pengen nonton Paper Race doang sih. Kalian badan gue udah lumayan enak, cuma balik lagi gue pengen sembuh total baru. Kalau keadaan sekarang kalau begadang rip nanti gak sembuh gue. Pengen negatif dulu. Hidung meler terus kocak. Kita tebak-tebakan siapa nih? Siapa yang rindu tebak-tebakan? Siapa yang rindu tebak-tebakan? Ini karena kita nontonnya cuma Paperex Optik. Langsung 5 ya hadiahnya. Langsung 5 hadiahnya guys. Banyakin minum. Lu nggak tahu Bang Med. Tanya tuh Nita. Air aqua tuh. Air putih gede nih. Habis mulu. Sehari bisa 2 apa 3 malah. Habis gua udah hampir menyatu gua sama air mineral tuh. Gak tahu gua rasanya. Apa guys? Kita tebak-tebakan apa? Udah menyatu gua dengan air. Sumpah. Kan biasanya gue minta tolong Nita beli kan. Dia beli 3 botol. Besoknya gue udah minta beli lagi habis. Idi Fikri. Mana kemarin yang mau donate gue 500.000 kocak. Gue udah bilang Fikri Famos itu di Persija anjir. Siapa yang bilang dia pindah ke Boom, ha? Kocak lo beliau lo. Famos itu masih di Persija sampai tahun depan juga di Persija. Ada kocak. Siapa itu yang bilang, ha? Apa ya kemarinnya lupa gue. Good luck Fik di LCK anjay bantai-bantai. Kita doain guys. Famos dan timnya di LCK. Tebak-tebak siapa? Kata Anita Jadon sesekali boleh sih. Jadon gak sih? Jason yuk. Aron mulu. Aron udah terlalu gila Aron. Aron jago banget anjing. Aron kena buff mulu nih. Kalau Jadon Kenapa ya? Jason guys, kita tebak Jason guys. Kenapa ya? Ratus kali like dulu Bang Kaco. Iya, like dulu lah. Jason tuh dia kan duelist. Cuma Jason nih yang paling pas headshot sih sumpah. Iya gak sih guys? Headshotnya si Jason aja apa? Jason tembakan dia pala mulu soalnya. Seru kalau ditebak-tebakin. Iya gak sih? Headshotnya Jadon. Headshotnya Jadon udah pasti tinggi soalnya. Tembak pala mulu. Kalau asis ke dia bukan ini, bukan tipe player yang banyak asis. Headshot aja ya, headshot ya. Di snap mana ya? Loh. Terus guys. Ini gue kirim dulu ya guys ya. Seret. Kuis. Ini karena welcome back to membership Bang Safa. Welcome. Ini karena kita nontonnya cuma matchnya Paper Rex jadi menangnya jadi 5 ya guys ya. Langsung 5 ya. Yang biasa di split tuh 32. Sekarang langsung 5 karena gua nanti kalian di matchnya FPX Fanatic nonton masing-masing aja ya, atau enggak nonton ada yang ada watch party ya, nonton lah. Ada Kaniki, alhamdulillah badan lumayan, udah mendingan, pilek sih sama batuk. Gue pengen lihat stage-nya sih. Mana sih Nap? Ngap.
Yang apa ngap?
Kecil amat sih Ngap. Babi.
Masih lama cok. Jam 10 kan mulainya.
Suara lu kecil amat.
Lu yang kecilin goblok. Gedein lah.
Orang udah normal kocak tuh ya.
Gedein.
Nggak sih guys, suara dia.
Kadang-kadang pakai peredam suara gitu gak sih? Enggak. Emang gue kalau main emang teriak-teriak ya? Kayaknya enggak deh.
Kocak beliau loh.
Kata Kayla dia orang Bojonggede gila. Namanya Kayla Kowalski ya.
Udah negatif apa masih positif?
bocor.
Nggak tahu, belum coba. belum coba, belum tes. Kayaknya
Tapi badan lu rasanya apa, Cok? Sakit banget gak?
apa? Yang pas
Yang lu rasain tuh apa? Pas sakit.
pas awal-awal sih anjing kesiksa gua, sumpah.
Kenapa? Gimana coba?
Tai.
Gua kan belum pernah COVID.
Demam, demam panas dingin gitu kan.
Nah, terus?
Badan lu lemas. Lu batuk-batuk. Tenggorokan lu kalau nelan ludah tuh perihnya minta ampun.
Perih ya? Ah, I see.
Itu sih yang paling gak kuat gua anjir.
Tapi panasnya gimana? Panas lu panas banget gak badan lu?
Beh, udah bisa rebus telur gua anjing.
Terus lu
Pak,
gimana? Nggak live dong?
memang hari lagi libur kan waktu itu.
Oh, makan favorit gua pasta. Pasta
Mas
is my
Gil, ya
favorite
Mas
food.
Gil kena.
Oh ya udah berarti lu kena dari pas Persija itu sih, Cok.
Kayaknya ya.
Halo.
Ior juga pasti kena gak sih? Buset, ada yang ngeri.
Iya juga kena kocak. Kan Ior duluan yang awalnya tumbang.
Udah kena Del. Udah kelar Del.
Gue udah kenal COVID, Cok.
Ya amat sih suara-suara mereka ini kocak.
Ya lu gedein lah goblok.
Udah anjing gua gak pernah otak-atik loh.
Gue juga belum pernah amit-amit dan sampai sama aku juga belum pernah amit-amit dan sampai.
Kocak
Kalau
loh beliau
Hadi
ini
Kena
loh.
COVID.
Iya. Belum pernah aku kena COVID.
Alhamdulillah gue juga gak pernah.
Iya, jangan sampai, Cuk.
Gue gak pernah kena karena no life, Cok. Gue pernah keluar.
Gue apalagi Del anjing. Gak
Astagfirullah.
pernah keluar apaan lu masih apa nggak mau sih gua.
Slow ngomongnya.
Lu masih lebih keluar daripada gua.
Oke, nice. Karena ngomongnya pelan-pelan.
Hai Kak Odil,
Kenapa?
katakan Niki tuh.
Halo, Kak Niki.
Mirip-mirip lah stage-nya.
Anak ini BO3 apa best of 5? Best of 3 gak sih?
Mirip apa kocak.
Yo,
Masih lebih keluar. Iya. Mohon maaf ya. Bahasa Indonesia gue lagi tidak benar.
aduh, karena gue mesti udah main Pearl. Lu bisa ban aja gak map itu?
Kenapa? Karena
Sama
kita
Cok.
belum mengerti cara main mapnya gak sih? Jadi kayak wajar lah anjing.
Ya, ini
Ayo.
live ini inter ngobrol-ngobrolnya.
Tapi di Pearl ya, Del, menurut gua Asagi enak. Kyo enak.
Yo enggak.
Wiu.
Gue Sage Fate.
Halo Bang
Maksud
sponsor.
gua,
Ini live guys.
Maksud kayak itu.
Atau
kalau sih menurut
rekaman.
gua Kyo enak sih. Flashnya
Menurut-
banyak banget soalnya selipan-selipan.
Menurut gue Sage. Kan Sage Omen.
Kalau Asagi ya.
Sage Omen. Terus Sage Omen Fate. Terus Chamber. Terus lastnya bisa Neon atau
Rekaman 2021. Pala lu
Iya,
anjir.
neon
Iya.
enak ya buat ngewall ya.
2021.
Iya,
Kocak lu ya.
Karena juga
Mamat manja anjing 2021.
Capek dah gue main ranked lemes, Cok.
Suaramu masih bindang. Iya, Bang.
Coba main ranked anjing.
Apa lu susah-susah dari tadi menang mulu anjing, gua gampar lo ya.
Gue pengen lihat entry
Tapi
band
susah
Kai.
anjing.
Lo harus ngelihat last match gua pas kemarin main nama ini anjing.
Lu main sama ini ya? Gue udah tidur lagi, sedih dah.
Gua bottom frag berduaan, Cuk.
19 ya?
Enggak 19 juga anjing. Kayak
Oh.
49 sama ini. Tiap round
Nice
sama
try.
anjing. Enggak, kalau itu emang gara-gara temennya
5 menit,
fucking
guys.
bitter semua anjing, sumpah. Si
Lama.
ini pakai Omen.
Main map apa?
Kok si Vicky
Apa
nggak
ini?
kena COVID? Enggak lah, dia nggak
Aduh.
ikutan. Waktu itu yang
Terus gua
nonton
aduh,
cuma
kesel
bertiga
banget
doang.
ya, gue samain gitu kan.
Jadi yang kena
Padahal cakep banget tuh
bertiga
katanya,
doang.
Del. Si
Makasih.
informasi. Assalamualaikum, hei ini bangsat ini, masuk cepetan, nobar. Jancu lu.
Kalau live ada
Si
tulisan
katanya pengen masuk
sekarang.
juga ke sini.
Kocak.
Siapa?
Bella.
Bella Hardfire.
Gara-gara di stadion
pengen nobar
kayaknya.
juga
Oh my
katanya.
god, yes. Please ini.
Kayaknya
Pasti
ya.
bacot
Oke,
banget
nah.
deh dari anjing.
Gue number one fan-nya.
Anjir lo, sumpah lo, geli lo gue lo.
Aduh,
Kalau
gua
sama
hampir ngomong
ingus ini
Kabela
meler-meler
gitu.
geli gua.
Kalau Bella.
Gatel-gatel gitu.
Kalau Bella anjing.
Oh.
Jijik banget sumpah.
Lah, kenapa?
Kabela,
Kan
Kabela.
dia kakak gue. Terus Mister Bella masuk kayak apaan sih nih orang?
Nggak tahu soalnya
Gua
dia
ngefans-
kayak bocil
gua
banget
ngefans
ya, tau gak sih dia? Nggak ada
Gue ngefans
kakaknya.
banget sama dia.
Melvin, welcome to
Tadi
membership.
manggilnya udah anjing ya. Bukan kanap lagi, iya. Biasa dia udah berarti udah nyaman.
Oke, inhaler aja,
Lu mau
Cok.
kanap iya?
Ada gua.
Itu si Besti bilang
Tapi udah
assalamualaikum nggak
habis.
dibalas katanya.
Udah habis.
Dia lu nggak bilang assalamualaikum. Kok jadi
Oh.
lu bilang assalamualaikum? Nggak jawab
Terus si Besti
assalamualaikum.
bilang, oh siapa assalamualaikum Pak? Ini siapa sih?
Si Besti si Aluka ya? Iya gak sih maksudnya Aluka sih?
Gak tahu, gue gak ngerti.
Gue jawab ini tadi gue bilang waalaikumsalam, gue gambar loh. Kak Zainab, jangan nge-spam nanti kamu di ban.
Maka cuy dari per IRL belum
Mana
menarik
ada?
Jangan
covid.
Mojol, memang ya Mintu dibantu guys. nonton
Tumbang
silakan.
semua, tumbang kocak.
Belum datang dia, nanti dia datangnya 9.40. Udah lewat ya?
Dia lagi ngapain?
Apa gue tanya?
Teori sumbat hidung
Ini mulai
pakai
jam 10 tank kan iya?
Gue hampir
Kamu-
jam 9 mati 20 pakai chamber karena gue kayak lemes banget
serius?
di
itu,
anjing.
itu tandanya gua
Parah.
Tai, Cok.
Lu bukannya pakai sage ya tadi ya?
mual.
Enggak. Gue pakai sage lebih bego lagi
Gua
kayak.
kalau mual rasanya pengen muntah tapi nggak mau muntah.
Iya bro, gue ada answer ya tadi. Waalaikumsalam, oh my god, Aluka. Hey Aluka. Hai my
Oh
bestie.
shit man.
Hai Luka, Luka, hai. Luka lu.
Iya nggak boleh
dosa
track
aja
guys.
apa ya?
Nyantai dulu ya, nyantai aja ya. Kita santai aja ya temponya.
Minum nih tuh bestie cu.
Ines. Pakai permen cuy,
jarum,
pakai
ada
permen cuy.
Gila Aron sekarang udah pakai kayak nggak apa sih gua. Harus ngomongnya pelan-pelan. Aron udah pakai anting lagi, gila udah jadi fuckboy nih. Catherine, cowok lu udah mau jadi fuckboy lagi ya?
Goblok. Dari dulu juga palpale.
Hai bestie Cok, hai Cok. Come here, come Discord.
Bro Napski, logo
Apa, bro?
di
Iya bro. Tapi cuma hari ini doang.
Halo Monica.
Biasa. Rame sekali
Udah
malam
sembuh.
ini ya, gua bawa-
Karena gua
Mendingan lah.
Gue kayak selalu gitu, enggak bercanda.
Mana fotonya dong?
Enggak mau.
Muka lu di blur aja.
Motor gue ya. Buronan anjing.
Depan gue mau lihat.
Gak mau, ntar aja. Karena gue kayak selalu gitu tau gak sih BTW? Keren
Ah
banget.
beneran segi gua.
Karakter development gak sih? Gue sebahu. Ya selalu sebahu kan?
Iya.
Apa?
Ih,
Selalu kali.
ada Owen. Thank you Owen. Owen apa kabar? Sehat-sehat ya Owen di sana ya Owen.
Enggak. Kayak lebih pendek.
Case-nya bestnya seperti nama
Nih
gua di Tokped.
anjir. Tapi
Keren ya?
Lo juga gue
case covid makin banyak apa enggak sih guys?
Bacot.
Kocak loh. Gua ngeliat banyak yang kena. Apa
Jason belum
sebenarnya
sembuh
itu
ya,
udah
Bang?
jadi
Katanya udah sembuh belum sih? Udah positif kan? Positif dan negatif.
udah jadi penyakit umum kah?
Hebat bro.
Semuanya
Emang di
bukan,
SG
kecuali
parah?
Manajernya sama si Jing.
Iya gaya-gayain fuckboy kata ya Catherine.
Oh lagi naik
Terus si
lagi.
Aaron sekarang lebih gemukan dah.
Case covid
Happy tuh tandanya dia tuh.
Indonesia.
Nggak mau stres per palo. Si Aaron fotonya dari kemarin Nasrulazim kayak mukanya kayak ada
Anjir.
sepupu gue anjing. Anjas keluar dari fan. Tapi jersey-nya lama-lama dilihat keren dah.
Ini udah negatif semua nih. Geli loh gue loh sama rambut Aaron loh. Di perm tai.
Hai Queen, hai Cingpoy. Kami bebas sponsornya kayak website jadi bola. Goblok. Enggak lah bro.
Itulah kenapa guys thumbnail gue Jing. Karena
Gila keren banget tatonya sumpah.
menghargai
Gue pengen punya tato juga.
karena Jing nggak main di ini stage. Jadi
Nggak boleh, gue mau digorok anjing bapak gue.
Jing gue masukin di thumbnail.
Ini.
Kata Bang Lamka, mana Bang Lamka
Santai
tadi tuh
aja.
yang ngasih thumbnailnya mana tuh? Nggak aja guys.
Gue ntar tiba-tiba pas gue lagi ngerokin gue, ayo.
Bilang aja tato fake, tato SD yang ditempel pakai air.
Terus pas dikerok-kerok nggak hilang kan, mati gue anjing.
Iya dibuatin thumbnailnya.
Kita semua di Jakarta mau tato bareng. Kok lu gak ikutan?
Tapi kayaknya si Jing mau
Enggak solid.
berarti
Apa
Ja-
ini lu mau
ja-
tatoan
ja-
ini? Gua
Jason
lu anjing.
Jason si Davai Jing COVID-nya nggak ini ya guys ya?
Udah nggak usah ada yang tahu.
Nggak apa namanya?
Nggak boleh.
Nggak ada gejala mereka ya?
Apa dah kayak gini. Tapi keren anjing.
Kalau ada gejala
Dia
nggak
kayak
mungkin.
tahu gitu loh kapan mau lompat
Pasti
anjing.
lemes anjir.
Gue pengen deh hasil gue kayak dia.
Ah, fake.
Tapi,
COVID kan dia.
ya udahlah never mind.
Sumpah belajar sama Rai Force anjing.
Bener-bener. Dia mau ajarin gak ya?
Tuh Satchel Guard cu. Kayak bisa sih, cuman dia kalau ngomong kayak orang bego gitu dia kayak ya
Gue tahu
ngomong
ngerti
ini.
Steph.
Nah, ngerti.
Kayak ada
Batuk darah.
kan.
Iya, dia tiap ngomong sama gue ngomongnya kayak
What
gini.
the fuck, man?
Nah, lagi. Kamu main gak sama gue?
Batuk
Ya
darah
lo
gimana?
sama gue tuh kayak gitu bagus sih. Jadi kayak ngomongnya
kok-
kayak apa ya?
Kok
Kayak mabok cu.
kalau batuk darah perih dong. Anjir.
Kacamata gue ya.
Tolol anjing doge.
Kenapa?
Malah nanya
Salmon
gimana?
sama
Ya maksudnya
nggak tahu kayak mie
batuk
tapi hitam gitu.
keluar
mie.
darah.
Tapi makanan sehat gitu ya.
Doge tolol anjing.
Karena udah fish street gak?
Perih dong. Ih,
Yang straight.
Ada.
Fish street. Karena
gua
biasa
aja nelen
sumpah yang
ludah sakit ayo gua
Kalau nggak enak ya.
Udah
udah mau
menurut gua
nonjok
kurang dah.
orang gua
nggak
rasanya.
ada menu baru sih. Enak banget anjing, kemarin gue makan kayak orang kelaparan cok. Fish street.
Aduh, hidung meler-meler lagi ah kok.
Del, kapan nih kita main LAN ya Del?
Kapan?
Pengen
November,
banget dah
bro.
gue main LAN dah. Amin ya Allah.
November, bro. Santai.
Enak.
Side one,
Apa,
face up,
bro?
face up, don't pick. Side, I'm
Ada
on flash,
nomor
my flash.
tinggi.
On the
Aduh,
diffuse. That side.
hilang lagi
City,
gua.
Attack City.
Gua.
Alpha City.
Gua
Play with him. Bombs up,
kagak
bombs up.
anjir.
Let's go,
Gua
guys.
kalau sebelah kanan tinggi
Udah,
Kalau
banget.
sneakers anjing, sneakers tuh tebel bawahnya anjing.
Ini
Kamu
parah.
Let's go,
Gue dibilang,
Yep.
ini gue dibilang
Okay, well,
ini kayak
awang.
boosting apa?
Mau di mie?
Tinggi boosting.
That's it. I can go.
Iya anjing. Lu inget gak pas di puncak cok, pas lu lepas sepatu pendek anjing.
What the fuck? Fucked up cok, parah.
Can you
Ini
tap
parah.
ini?
Nggak, lu berapa? Kanan berapa?
Nyering gas, amin. Doakan kan Niki
158.
semoga.
Edit.
Lima.
You don't know.
Kanan berapa?
Let's go,
160.
Let's go.
Itu bohong anjir.
Mana bohong anjing, goblok. Emang rumah sakit bohong.
Let's go boy, let's go boy.
160 anjing.
Well, I guess
Badar.
Ini.
that kind of was for nice there to say nice. That's good.
Enggak.
All right,
Udah
let's
lu
go ahead and move on.
apa
Iya suara
namanya?
Jasonnya beda ya.
Iya,
Iya anjir,
lima.
suara Jason beda cuy.
Tinggi kalau tingginya
They
sepatu gue ya.
had a
Setinggi sepatu gue ya. Sepatu gue
but
tuh cuma
that
kayak nambah.
only seems to
Ya,
have
dikit doang.
awakened the beast within. Since that loss,
Ya Allah.
they have won 4 straight matches, taking down
Anjing lu,
Loud,
kemarin gue aja pas
Crew,
nimbang
Ya,
sama
ini
tinggi
ntar lu
berat
pas
badannya
jaga
sampai
lihat ya.
made
tinggi
Just
gue ya.
Goat a believer of the
Iya.
group.
Ya.
I did. I converted. You saw me on, a few days in. I was
Kalau
like,
kecil
after that
banget.
trip and stumble, they got
Lu yang
things
gedean
faster
anjing,
than I've seen
goblok.
anyone ever recollect
Kecil itu
themselves.
imut,
This is a
anjing.
team that is primed and ready for that two-time spot, that champion to stand on the stage. And this man on your screen is
Prediksi
going
atau
to
correct?
get them there.
Absolutely. This guy has just gone from strength to
Bener
strength. Early on, we mentioned it. Look at the statistics.
Gak ada yang
Tinggi si JJ.
And look at the uptick in his performance when he's
Tahu
headed
gue
into the
gelapin
playoffs.
rambut.
This
Nggak,
guy
tinggi
is
gua.
a menace to society.
That's
I mean,
right.
how would you
Just-
do this against
ini
better
orang tinggi,
teams, arguably? When you get into the playoffs,
Gua
you're playing against
main
higher
tinggi
opponents.
deh.
And yet his numbers are only
Berapa lu emang?
increasing. And I feel like, again, there's so much pressure on this guy that he places on
Ya lu
himself.
168 nya lu bangga anjing, gue pikir kayak
Welcome to
180
membership
poin.
Bang Valerian.
Iya, 166.
But I just really want to highlight
Lima.
how good this guy has been.
Guys, lihat guys, baca chatnya Izan lagi guys.
They are looking
Siapa yang
like
kejedot?
once
Parah
again
banget.
world beaters.
Yeah, if he keeps
Siapa yang
playing
kejedot?
like this, and it's also unfair too, because if he keeps playing like this, he's gonna, as Brent said, light the world on fire. But on top of that too, though, right, he's got a great supporting staff in him as well. Dare I say, Marv is probably just in the contention for one of the best players in the
Tapi
game
ntar
right
gue
now.
ada
because
bakal
of
ada
his
iklan-iklan
consistency.
ya.
I'm glad you're saying that because I'm right on that particular train as well. I said I think he is the most consistent player in the world. I'll always stand by that. And look how close he
Palanya
stacks
pemain
up. This
OPTIC.
man is a controller player. We're not talking about him being a duo with
Emang
Ye
siapa
as
palanya
two
kejedot?
sort of duelist players. He is
logonya
one of the biggest and brightest support players we have in Valorant right now. He'll step on the stage and he'll show you what that's all about.
It is madness, honestly. He's able to put up those numbers. I love that you
Kita
mentioned
ke Berlin gak bro?
playing the controller role,
Iyalah, santai,
yet still
bro.
just absolutely dominate. And there's so many iconic
Berlin,
moments with
yes,
him and
yes,
Ye
yes.
as a
Yeah.
dynamic duo, even though you don't think
Come
of
high.
it as a duo.
Apa di
But
bawah?
often they're left in that
Di
scenario
Berlin
where
mau
they're
ngapain ya kan, mau makan apa? Gue yang penting, ini kan kita mau dibantai ya, kalau gue ya. Mau di Berlin, mau dibantai kayak gimana, mau pergi yang penting ke Berlin dulu.
Gue udah planning cok, sarapan makan apa?
You genuinely
Makan
couldn't
siang makan apa?
for a better
Wah,
Udah
men-
bikin ini
men-
itinerary-nya.
mental apa itu ke Berlin? Yang penting ke Berlin dulu. Juara lah.
Iya dong.
Following OPTIC's win over
Juara lah
Iya.
targetnya.
Kita
Bertahan,
ini
bro.
Iya.
Yang penting aja bro.
Ya
Fun,
justru
fun
jangan
aja,
sampai
bro.
ada pemikiran begitu dong.
Enggak, yang penting kita main fun aja, no pressure
Anjas.
bro.
Juara lah ke PSG, bacot
Lu di
susah.
Berlin
Jiwa
udah
tai.
With the defending champs, the winners of Reykjavik fresh
Gua
off
ke Berlin
another
cuma mau
win
foto-foto, Cok.
against DRX
Iya,
here as
sama,
well.
main.
Gua
And
peduli.
you've now
Gua foto
solidified
pro
your
player
place,
terus cabut.
Marv Victor, to the point where
Lagian
you're
kan
going to
baru
be
first
playing
time juga kan,
for the
jadi kalau
first
ke Berlin
time
udah
with the
sangat
Pride.
Enggak.
Now,
Kita harus.
unfamiliar actually as to whether or not you've had that opportunity in the past with prior careers. Have you ever played in front of a crowd like this before?
I played in front of like a lot smaller.
Berapa jam berapa
crowd.
ini?
It was
Bentar
for
lagi mau
Team
main.
Rio and CS.
Right.
Yeah, so it was a lot smaller crowd than this.
Did you find it changed anything? Did you feel like
Ya lo dia pakai
Yeah, you definitely
sendal
feel
tuh,
the
tapi
energy.
sendalnya
It
sendal
depends on the
Gucci ya kayaknya
headsets
ya.
and like if you can hear the crowd or not and like how loud they are.
Anjir.
But
Dia pakai kaos
if
Dia
they
mau
get
flex
loud and
gitu kan.
you have a lot of the white noise, that's how you know like
Kenapa tau gak? Tadi gue lagi
the
main
energy
ranked
is
kan.
high in the
Terus
venue
pas gue
right
mati
now.
cok,
Yeah.
kan
Are
gak
you
bisa di
looking forward
post
to it,
ya.
Marv?
Jadi gue harus kayak
Yeah, I
sabar
mean,
ya.
the only crowd I've had is in my high school basketball
Lu
games. So
kagak mau apa ngepost dulu
Megang
ya, sorry.
perek atau
Did you
optik.
pop off?
Lu kagak mau kayak
Perek
ngecas
lah,
dulu
bro.
tiap hari
some
anjing.
games, no, not so much.
Terus kalau kacau.
You were built for
Lu belum pernah ke
Valorant, not
Berlin,
basketball.
belum lo
yeah,
tolong.
exactly.
I understand that.
Well, I want to dive in on
Cingpoy,
one of the games
anjing
you
ya.
had as well,
Ada
because
Cingpoy,
Marv, you
gua
were talking
makan
about
up
this
di
kind of
Berlin
rivalry
November,
that
gua
you guys
foto.
have had with
Terus habis itu
DRX
kirim.
as well.
Terus kita
You're showing
dibeliin.
some real passion there,
Anjas.
just in that match in general as well. I could
Padahal
tell how
foto
much
tapi nggak
that game
diupload,
meant to
ngapain
you
dia
guys,
suka-suka dong anjing, kok lu
overall. Is there any
ngatur.
other team at the tournament still in it right now that you
Bel
have
mana
that
nggak tahu
rivalry
Bella,
with?
mana
Gue
ya?
foto buat kirim ke kanap so.
I wouldn't say so because we haven't really played these teams as much, but obviously
Bella tukang
Fnatic,
bohong
everyone is
anjing,
saying it's
coba.
going to be a good matchup against us or any EMEA team in my opinion. So
Mana si
yeah, if we get to play those
Bella,
teams,
gua
I
mau
hope it's going to be a great game.
Dikasihin
But
langsung
yeah,
sama dia.
I want to play an EMEA team to break the curse.
Of
course.
Like,
Yeah.
Like I hate this narrative that we can't beat any EMEA team. It's annoying.
Yeah,
Kenapa chat Bella,
the
cepet?
mentality that you
Udah,
guys
nggak
had in
dibalas
that
ya.
DRX game was so fired up. I mean, the emotions were hot. And you played some of the best Valorant that I've seen from you guys too. But on the other side of that, you had the loud finals at
Udah
Reykjavik,
ada
where
penonton.
it was super chill, barely popping
Menurut
off.
gua kan,
Not like you just
Menurut
knew
gua
that you
lu
were going to
shut the
win.
fuck up.
Is there like a conscious decision to have a
Flipping a
certain
switch.
mentality? Do you
Dia
try to
ada
flip
viewersnya
the
gak sih?
switch at some point?
like I'd say we didn't
Ada
come
gua.
into the game knowing we were going to do like have so much emotion. So it's
Bella
kinda, like,
arah-arah,
on
iya
the-
ada
in
si
the
Bella
moment.
nanti kan itu.
When we would play,
Tahu dah.
when we would play DRX, every round we
Mana
kind of got to
Bella
grind
kenapa,
out,
Jobs?
and
Dia
especially
udah
because
ajak main
they're
nggak
yelling at us
beneran.
too.
Terus
We kind of got to do it back to
sekarang
them,
dia kesini nggak?
or else we're just
Ih,
we're the
dia
beta.
antingnya
So
berlian juga. Gue juga pengen
yeah,
pakai anting.
we gotta do.
I want to follow up too
Anjas.
because
Anjing,
there's a moment that we
anjing.
caught on comms where Victor, you were saying, "John, don't punch me, don't punch me." What was going on there? What was
Yeah.
happening?
I don't remember exactly what the round that happened
Itu kalungnya
before, but I
pasti
just remember he was so
custom
locked
dia
in
di
and
pasar Rebo.
we had to like grind out this round.
Enggak,
I think
lu
we're
tau
up
gak sih yang Instagram
a lot
yang
or something, and then
custom
they're coming
ini,
back on
yang
us.
she wears gold,
And then
he wears
we
gold.
finally got around our way, and then John was just so locked in. I'm looking at him like, and he's like, and then when he comes to fist bump me, he just punched me so hard. I was like, John, please don't punch me, man.
That's how you know.
And he's like, oh, I'm so sorry, Fakes. I'm so sorry.
Mereka kasih HP ya.
Do you ever find yourself getting carried away sometimes by those big emotions in the games? Like you go for a peak where you.
Kayak
Tapi
ada
gua
ada
nggak hilang rasa gitu loh.
FNS and
Jangan
Crash is
dia.
sitting next
Owen?
to me,
Temen
and they
gue.
tell me like whenever I fist
Iya.
like sometimes in big matches when I fist bump them, I'm just shaking because like the caffeine's running through me. I was like, and then like
Gua dari
Vic is
awal
really calm. Like that's
COVID
freeze time.
tetep
Like Vic is shaking right now.
bisa ngerasain, bisa
Biasanya
cium
bareng
bau
ya.
gitu-gitu.
Buat hari ini
I
doang
want to
bang.
dive in a little bit on you guys staying on top because you guys are the defending
Sampai
champions.
sekarang?
Back of Reykjavik.
Iya dong.
You've said it
Pesen
in numerous
fish
interviews. I
street
mean, I
yang
feel like
cheese
we've
apa itu
interviewed
enak
the team
banget
the most
sumpah.
at this event so far.
Apa?
You guys just
Itu
playing
baru.
the most matches, you're winning a lot of them as well.
Kayak
Kalau nggak enak awas ya, bohong
What is
ya.
it like
Pas
for
hari
you guys
kelima
in
baru
celebration?
mulai hilang. Wah, jangan dong.
One game at a time. But what does that kind of workload like?
Mukanya kayak
Because as
Fikri siapa?
one of the things that you guys have spoke about as well is this, you know,
Masa kayak
it's
temen
Tapi kalau
aku
gua-
namanya Muhammad Iksan.
Kalau
staying
gua
relevant and staying in front of the meta all the
cium
time.
ini nih,
Ilham gak sih?
I think I'd
Anjing
give
pengen
a lot of
bersin
credit to
gua.
the coach, for sure.
Katanya
He
penonton
made
tapi
sure players,
sepi
we,
belum kali,
we stay
Bang.
on top of things and we don't kind of fall behind. He kind of knows when people are gonna anti-strat us, so we kind of like work around it and like how we can kind of one up their move, you know, beat them in chess, I guess. And
Mukanya mah kayak
yeah,
Crosshair.
I mean, a lot of props
Jauh
to him,
anjing,
and
what
a lot
the
of props
fuck.
to all of us for changing up our playstyles
Emang
all
kayak
the time. I
Crosshair
feel
ya
like
dah.
we're really good at adapting as well. So in game, it's always important.
Vitamin
Jauh
diminum,
anjing.
udah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Udah
I mean,
malam
well,
ini
credit to Chad,
satu hari ini udah
not
semua.
just that, but like
Aman, Bang sponsor.
right before games, he always tells
Bam,
specific
baju
players.
merek
Oke,
apa?
fix.
Ini
For
pemela.
example,
Abis
myself,
fix
like,
gua.
Vic, you need to do this game, or play here this game, or
Inhaler
JPA,
gua
you need to play here this game, you need to
atau
up
abis.
here this game. They don't drone here, or they
Kan
don't use
rambut
their
gue
pro
panjang
here.
aja
specific
anjing.
stuff.
Yeah, so
Gua mau beli lagi nggak bisa keluar kan? Kalau keluar GG
All
dong
of your
gua.
matches have been hyper entertaining so far.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's going to continue. Good luck to you in your
Semua
rest of the
streamer
games.
yang
Thank you
gue
for joining us
tonton
in
hari
the
ini
interview.
bintang
Wah,
semua.
aku
Oh
suka
iya.
Back over.
Nih ya.
Oh.
Yeah, always interesting
Pas
to
panjang
hear.
gue pengen
you know,
pendek,
from
pas pendek
OPTIC
pengen
Gaming,
panjang
just
emang
a team
anjing.
that has had a lot of pressure on them, up
Kalau
until this
Gojek,
point, but it
tuh,
seems
gue
like
tetap harus ambil di bawah.
Kayak mirip
the going gets
astagfirullahaladzim.
tough get going, but not
Thank
these
you,
guys
Nathan.
are
Mukanya kali, bentuk
always
mukanya
there.
kali,
They're
anjing.
dealing
Gue
with
juga
moments
tetap
that they
harus
have.
ambil di bawah, jadi nggak bisa. Nggak bisa,
Maaf ya,
guys.
potong rambut.
Harus
Mendingan lu
ambil di
potong.
bawah.
because that's what it is. Some of the best teams will play, some of the smartest
Gila
players.
kalungnya
I love that.
dari
It's
itu
caught me
dia.
off guard as well. They
Rantai-rantai.
chills. I didn't realize they were chill like that. They
Semuanya
were-
pakai
It's
kalung.
ice in the veins,
They
remember?
were
It's
just,
ice in the
I
veins.
mean, I
Gue juga
didn't
punya
say much
kalung,
to
gak
you. I was
pakai
just
juga.
like, alright guys. I mean, Josh was taking it away. It was, I had an easy job that day. I'm
Yeah.
telling
Pakai
you.
semuanya.
It's a good time. It's a good vibe. I mean, that's all I have to do.
Kalau ada
I
cek ke
just
Bandung
sit
nggak?
here.
Sum-
Ada sih.
You know,
kayak
like,
gua
they look
cium-cium
great, and make sure you vote for me
ini.
in the poll. And also, do
Suaranya
things
mirip
Kagak
Arab,
ada
bukan
itunya.
Arab, bukan bang, sih bukan
Emang
Arab.
gua kesumbat.
Sure, why not? We're gonna have more from Copenhagen right after this. Don't go anywhere and let everyone know
Aku
on
mau
Twitter
potong
how good I
lagi,
look.
nggak
Thank
mau.
you so much, guys.
Gue makan dimasakin terus sama Nita.
Karena cat rambut mau gelapin apa?
Gelapin sih. Tapi gelapnya gue tuh bukan yang kayak
Bang sponsor lu gila juga ya bang ya. Kan emang nggak boleh ini, nggak boleh ngerokok, nge-vape gitu-gitu kan.
Dulu goblok gimana gue tahu tolol.
Lu tetep bang.
Kayak sama yang dilihat ngap.
Cuek ya orangnya, cuek ya.
Kamu mulai BC tuh kapan sih?
Nggak tahu.
Mulai apa? BC?
Tadi tas sekarang di Warado.
Oke,
Masak
macam.
gua.
Ya. You know?
Oh, early August.
Bentar lagi dong. Sebulan lagi ya? What the fuck?
Bentar lagi. Soalnya Kak Ciota lagi ngedeal rumah.
Gue belum ready sih. Fanatik juga gak?
Mereka
Nggak
lagi
tahu
nunggu
kayaknya
gua
enggak.
juga. Hehe. Maaf ya.
Parah lu. Lo nggak booster ya?
Iya, soalnya gue nunggu ulang tahun.
Bilang aja
Maksud-
COVID
kenapa
ke
harus ulang tahun?
resepsionis.
Kayak ulang tahun lu tuh kayak berkuya buat
Bukan, soalnya biar lebih gampang renew pasport juga sekali keluar. Gue nggak suka keluar setiap hari.
Apa lagi ngap nggak? Assalamualaikum, waalaikumsalam.
Boleh juga tuh. Caranya Bang Andri.
Peprek sih menang sih, sumpah. Betul tidak guys?
Betul.
Tuh kan, Peprek 50% anjing.
Tuh, peprek
Ada
guys.
suara crowdnya, seru banget.
Suara bohongan, Coks. Kau beneran kan?
Beneran anjing, what the fuck?
Gue bercanda.
Understandable. They're
Apa mereka punya stream deck ya
guys are on
anjing?
fire right now.
Tau gak sih yang suara orang teriak-teriak
you know
kalau
what's
tahu
funny? I
tepuk
didn't
tangan?
even look at the rest of the poll. I'm so
Lewat
fixated on
ambil
paperbacks.
pakai tali lewat jendela
That's it. That's
kocak,
what it is,
kocak.
baby.
All right, well, let's go ahead and do it. That does it for our pre-show. I'm going to hand things
Lo
over to you,
megang
Ginsu,
FX,
to get
apa
the day
fanatik Del?
started. But it's our final four,
Apa
and
yang match
today,
kedua?
one team
Iya.
moves
Doa
to the
guys, doa
final.
guys,
One
semua.
has to give up
Kayak
the
peperex
dream. Valorant
menang, guys.
Masters Copenhagen starts right now.
Anjing, goblok jatuh gua anjing. Jadi itu Riot maksudnya apa ya logo kayak gitu-gitu ya? Oh, ada LoL juga ya maksudnya ya?
Iya, ada lolongnya, ada TFT.
Jadi siapa yang jatuh, Cok?
Karena maksudnya sempek bu. Bentar. Oke, boleh.
Kayak
Boleh gak?
Boleh lah. Tapi
Kayak-
ambil makannya
kayak
beneran,
suara anak
anjing,
jatuh
bukan
naik
yang kayak
kursi aja,
tiba-tiba
ngerakit
nongol
kursi.
pas 2 jam goblok.
Kapan mau gitu, Coks?
Sering anjing. Lu bilang bentar gua berabe toilet dulu ngambil makan dulu terus tiba-tiba lu datangnya sejam kemudian. Bangsat.
Of that series.
Iya,
A battle between the two best teams of EMEA would be a huge fight.
This team just has a date
Kan tebak-tebakannya Jason, bukan Aaron.
Sumpah keren banget.
Per second.
Oke, udah berulang-ulang gitu kan, tapi tetap keren. Anda sudah ada poster Benkai juga.
New Gods.
FPX would feel like deja vu, to be honest, but we're ready for round 5. We played against them already 4 times because it's slant. Slant and line is gonna be out of the game, especially again on front of the crowd. Teams shouldn't be afraid. That's a dream for me, to play in front of that crowd. So I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to enjoy it as much as I can.
What a bracket this is going to be.
Every time we met each other again with FPX, they brought something new, they brought some new ideas, and we were able to adapt on the fly. So if we can keep doing that,
Hai, tanya.
I feel that Fnatic is gonna be like top 1 team, it's surely. Masters 2 is the time for Fnatic to win a trophy.
Paper Rex is very confident in their own game plan, but I think every team has tells. Every single team has something that you can prepare it. So yeah, I'm gonna try to find holes in that. OPTIC and Jing are easily the strongest duo in this tournament.
Wow.
We won the last championship, so yes, I think.
Oh, Bella nipu ya kan? Bella nipu kan? Anjing dia nggak kesini cok. Banyak poinnya emang konsep tengah gitu ya. Iya, kenapa emang?
The game isn't over till the series is over.
Ini sebenarnya poni tengah, poni depan, cuman karena gue sering kayak gini-gini dia tuh jadi kayak nyamping gitu.
Aja.
That's the only other option. There is no other option. It's just you have to keep winning, and that's really it.
If my walkouts doesn't make you laugh, I'm gonna show you how to have fun in game. We are the chaos.
We are the chaos. Anjas, keren banget. Keren banget, sumpah.
I heard someone was looking for a paper girl.
Yeah.
Yeah? That's why I'm here. I think I'm I think I'm a little minority on the side of the desk here. That's okay.
Mau ya dari gue SMP sampai lulus kuliah begitu.
Yeah, we're paper pals. We're paper pals on the desk. And I gotta say though, Ben there, if his walkout doesn't impress people, what are they gonna do on the server?
Kenapa nggak ada
I feel like
spesial
that sums up
subscriber?
Ben.
Karena belum.
It's one
Karena gue kan masih
super
terikat
serious
sama
team
Buya,
against a
jadi gue
really
fokus
fun,
Buya dulu.
playful
Ntar
team. It's
kalau
just
gue
two
ada pas dari
styles,
Buya,
both
mungkin gue
personality and
fokusin
just
YouTube.
gameplay as well. I'm so incredibly
Tebak yang
excited.
Raspin kayak ngap.
Dibotak jadi Yinsu emang iya.
I am so stoked to get this
Nggak tahu
match
dia
started.
orangnya
Honestly,
nggak
these
tebak
games
sih.
are
Kita lihat aja.
going to be absolutely fire.
Mainnya
You
jam berapa
guys
habis
just
ini?
saw an absolute banger of an opening team.
Bangga.
We always deliver with the hype, but we have something pretty special for you
Mana anjir
as
orangnya?
well. That is going to
Oh,
send
ada
our
nih tuh.
hype off the charts. It's time to reveal the championship stage here at Masters
Tapi
Copenhagen.
orangnya nggak banyak kali.
Iya nggak banyak sih. Yang banyak nanti Istanbul.
Ih keren banget sumpah. Sumpah gue kalau ngeliat kayak gini selalu merinding Cuk.
Karena takut. Ini boy, ini dia.
Keren banget Cuk. Sumpah setupnya keren banget Cuk. Sumpah nggak bohong gue. Anjas. Itu nama siapa? Oh, itu nama-nama ini ya player.
Nama-nama player yang lolos.
Ada tarat jauh Cuk.
Bumbot ya kan. Iya mirip yang kayak kemarin ini mah. Entry-nya.
Sempit gak sih tempatnya ya? Enggak terlalu lebar.
Disamain kayak kemarin. Yang OPTIC kemarin juara di mana? Oke, Rejampik ya?
Iya. Yo, kenapa ada suara gitu ya? Kok jelek banget. OPTIC. Sonat, kapan member nanti? Member
ini baru banyak pendukungnya pas disebutin Paper Reds.
Ih, gila merinding Cuk, gue Cuk. Keren banget.
We have some paper pals in the venue you today.
Dia lu telat anjing goblok tadi
How
keren
nice is
banget
that
anjing.
stage though?
It is unreal,
Wow.
honestly. They do such a good job every single
Mana
time.
gua
I was getting
tahu.
chills,
Lu
man, when it
bilang
was
mau 2 menit
leading.
ternyata
I mean,
udah
I was
2
watching
menit
them set it up
jancuk.
partially as well, so I'm going to kind of spoil it for
Gila,
a little
crowdnya
bit.
isinya
But still,
peprek
like,
semua,
seeing it all
cuy.
come together now as well, it just makes it all the more real to
Pas
watch
giliran
the
peprek
finale
banyak tuh.
of this tournament, really, the final 4 teams.
I can't even believe it. I mean, the way the
Monobar
shockwaves
aja
with the
nih.
bass and everything here, I had
Betul
huge
besaran
goosebumps
facecam.
everywhere. So I'm going to need to just chill out a little bit as we settle into this match, because I tell you what, there was a lot of screaming when a certain team came up on the screen there. So yeah, I think we have a lot to talk about.
I might have swung the bias a little bit.
Bang Kebot terburuk di
When the
stage kah?
Paper X logo came up.
Beda dia
also
nanti di
said that
Istanbul
these
katanya.
4 teams will be the ones
Kenapa
to make
nontonnya
it the
cok tadi
spot as
ada
well.
anjing doge lu
Yeah,
buta
it's
ya.
quite unexpected, isn't it? To a degree. I mean, there's been so. But the thing is, every time we get to a global stage as well, every time it feels like each iteration off of the next, it gets more and more competitive every single time. We've kind of like tossed away the term minor regions, because I feel like at this point, yes, you have one team regions, but honestly, those one teams, they can bring it to the top of any other region at any given time.
Of course, OPTIC, they are the defending champions here. And let's honing a little bit on the map select for
Kenapa
this
nggak ada
matchup
major
and see
CSGO
which
ya?
3 maps
Pasti
we're going to be going to.
pasti bannya
Both
di
of
ban.
these teams, there's going to be a lot
Ada
of fun
kok,
for us to
Gracia,
watch here
ada.
today. But of course,
Ada
you guys have
Pramban.
mentioned already the chaos.
Oke,
di
Paper X,
ban.
they thrive in
Bannya
it.
si
My
Peprek.
question to you is, do OPTIC dare to
I
leave
know.
bind open? Do they
We
dare?
discussed this a little bit. Brent and I sat here and I said, you know what? If they have stuck by Icebox after that little trip and stumble, I think they'll continue to. I think there's something they really didn't like. And there you go.
OPTIC bin
OPTIC will
Icebox.
commit to getting rid of Icebox. I don't know why.
That is
Because
so
back in the
brave.
day, I
Ban-
loved their Icebox. But they
bannya di
think
pick dong.
they can rival Paper X on bind. And that is almost certainly going to be a pick.
It is so brave
Ah,
for them
emang
to do this.
oh,
I mean,
Spread
and
masih
very
boleh
optic,
dimainin
I
ya?
think, as well.
Betul.
It really does play into them as a team that they will
Udah
just leave it
berhebat.
open now. But they're going to select Haven as the first
Oh.
map. I think this is quite understandable.
Main lagi
Paper
kah?
in terms of what they play on this map, most of the time they end up running like a jet raid
Mana best of 5 ya, Cok?
But they do have
Nggak,
a comp that they
BO3.
pull out against neon comps like what Optic like to play.
Yeah.
So when we get into the agent select, I'm going to be incredibly curious.
Menyerang,
to look at
anjay,
what
ada
I see
bahasa
Paper X
Indonesia ya,
running
bro.
that more specialized
Menyerang.
composition that they're running. But I'm assuming it's going to be the bind.
It's going to be bind. It's going to be bind.
Menyerang aja
I
sih,
will put
penonton yang beda
all
lah,
of
kan
my
masih
life
COVID,
savings
bro.
on that Paper X.
Mungkin kalau
That
COVID
you
udah
can't leave
kelar
bind
kayaknya
open
bisa
for
rame
them and then
sih.
not to pick it. Remember, Benkai even said Fnatic are the only team brave enough in this tournament to leave bind open. Optic, they've just done it, Jess. It wouldn't make. Yeah, here we go. It would make sense. for them to
Iyalah,
go there.
bind
You
lah
know
udah
what?
pasti.
If you want to be the best team in the world, you have to beat some of the best
Kayaknya
teams on
Optic
their best
sengaja
maps.
deh.
I truly
Dia
believe that. No matter the maps, no matter the pool,
Udah
you
ada
have to be the one
counter
that comes
strat
out
gitu
the
kayak.
better team on the day. And that is a
Tapi-
statement from Optic coming into this map, Vito.
Ternyata
Truly is.
Optic
I mean,
kuat
I think
juga,
right now
guys.
as well, from what I've seen of Paper X,
Melawan
they're currently the best fighting team in the
bandnya
world.
Yes.
But I had a
Paper X
contention with them and Fnatic.
malam hari.
And from what I've seen recently of Fnatic, I think I have to hand it to Paper X. They just play such a variety of styles, even with that one composition.
Ya
they
mungkin
play.
karena emang
It's not a
Optic punya
one-trick
band
pony
bagus
like
juga
it is
kali.
when, for example,
Diadu kayaknya.
FPX played a Euro comp on Breeze. It's not one-dimensional in that capacity. They have so much that they throw at it. And now the second round of bans come through. Ascent
Okay,
being taken out by Optic is quite interesting.
We're going to fracture, surely.
We have
we're going
to be.
to fracture.
You got to think about a map that's a
Iya,
nice
kayaknya
middle ground
Breeze
for both of
di-ban
these teams.
sama
I had to put money on it. Fracture would be it. I like what I
Paper
see
X.
from both of them. And in fact, some of the impressiveness I've seen from Optic on the map as well, especially when we're talking about Neon and the likes. That's something
Lah
I
ya,
want
saya
to
lawan
see.
kawan
back.
satu
Should we
Fracture.
get to the
stadion
third round?
Ketiga.
Fracture happens to be it,
There
and
we go.
Breeze coming out of the pool, that solidifies it.
Yeah, it's going to be our third final map that's floated through. I think this is an interesting one for Optic as well, because they've been given a bit of an option of what they wanted to play and what they lean towards. And Fracture has been a shaky map as of recently over the course of this tournament. Now, historically, it's been one of their best maps, but recently, I mean, I'm going off the recency bias all the way, because it's the only thing I can really go off of. And it has been a bit shaky, so how they're going to be adjusting
Ya,
and how they're
Fracture
going to be
sama-sama
keeping up, I
kuat.
think, with Paper X is going to be interesting if it gets that point in this match.
I mean, we talk about pick your poison. In the past, when the team go up against Paper X, we're like, we're going to see either bind or fracture.
No,
You
nanti nggak
cannot
mau
let
tahu.
them have both.
Hello,
But
is this
Optic,
Nafti?
Jess,
Hi,
they are
Redcom,
going to let them have both.
motherfucker.
I have said
I'm
this
gonna
only
give you
once in this
mid
tournament
raptor,
thus
ya.
far, but if you take
Apa
a risk
nih,
on
nih,
this
nih,
level
buat kalian.
and you win that matchup, you have deserved to win through and
Iya,
through. So if
goblok
Sampai
Optic
lemes
come out
banget.
the victors
Masih
of this
belum-
particular matchup, they have done
masih belum
everything and
sembuh
more that
gua.
is necessity to get to the finals, and I think
Redcom
that
biasa
that is a
bacotin
statement in and of
orang,
itself.
sekarang dibacotin dong.
Yeah, I mean, I think honestly that they
Biar
honestly
kita terdrama.
the thing is Optic is so good when it comes to rematches against opponents
Yeah.
that it might just want to go for the low bracket anyway. They have a
Di drama
ridiculous
Twitter
record when it
apa,
comes to
Bang?
rematching teams.
Kelar nggak, Bang?
And that feels like the balance
Lumayan lah,
is
sejam.
level up. But this match right here is going to be two
Ini seru nih,
teams that
cuy.
have done tremendous amounts of prep work for each other. They're going to be ready for each other, I hope, as well, because with the maps that we're seeing. If it's going to be OPTIC thinking that they can counteract that second map of Bind and Eurocomps that might get played, we're going to have a really intriguing series on our hands.
They're a defending champion for a reason, Brad. We're going to take a quick break here, but when we return, we're going to be bringing out Paper X and OPTIC to the stage. Stick with us.
Jangan ntar. Oh belum. Checking dulu guys, masih belum guys.
Mereka ngerti bahasa Indo, ngerti. Mereka ngerti bahasa Indo, tapi nggak jago-jago banget kayaknya bahasa Indonya, ya kan?
Jagoan dia kayak
apa sih? Jagoan dia daripada gue juga kayak. Redco, why you do that, man? Oh my god, is so rude ya. Nggak jelas itu orang anjas.
Indonya nih apa lancar.
Nice Redco, nice. It's okay bro. Dramain aja bro, Jangan dia buat Twitter kayak cuma buat ngeflame lu doang deh Redco, I think. Terus, never mind lah. Nggak tahu, nggak datang. Del, ini dia udah delete tweetnya dia ya? I think. Enggak, gue ngeliat nggak ada cuman kayak pas dia nge-reply Redco doang kayak thanks I'm chill. Dia mbak gue ban lu yang gue ban anjay, kan yang punya YouTube gue ya. Maksudnya yang punya YouTube ini channel gue. Itu Google Translate enggak. Dia sangat-sangat mengerti bahasa Indonesia tapi enggak full.
Welcome back, everybody. This is the moment you have all been waiting for. It's time to bring out Paper X and OPTIC and give them a warm welcome to the Copenhagen stage.
Wow, ini dia bro. Ini dia entry-nya ya. Apakah Ron menjadi ADG?
Kayaknya enggak sih, dia anaknya jaim banget tuh.
Nah, ini ya bacot doang nih ya, toxic tapi.
Jing, ini loh, Jason. Si Jason masuk lagi. Aduh.
Enteson. Itu mah jadi klip son.
Anjir, per second. Udah lu tanya.
Anjir. Gokil boleh juga.
Masukin ke kantong cucu.
Boleh juga lu. Ton.
Dubai, bahasanya Dubai.
Boleh juga Jason ya.
Jaring gua.
Buang tuh masker kocak lu.
Let's go, come Indo ya. Yeay, anjir mind free. Anjas. Jaim banget, jaim.
Kan ada suaranya, gue nyadar tuh ada suaranya.
Iya, dari tadi. Si Jing ada ya?
Aduh, kan ini dia nih. Tai lo benke lo, ada aja lo.
Coba kalau nge-plexet kan juga kasih.
Anjing, gue gak bisa ketawa anjing. Maskernya diambil. Anjing merusak suasana anjing. Capek tuh internet babi emang ya.
Well, this is the defending champions versus the
Anjing
challengers.
ada aja
Both
loh.
of them, they proved themselves already here in Copenhagen. But the question is, can they do this in front of that crowd?
Yes,
the crowd is such a
wanna
factor
just
that we
see
really
the
haven't
Brex of
been
that,
taking into
bro.
account as much now. I think they're on the side.
Aji
of
susah
Benkai
banget tuh
now.
jalan
It's
tuh kayak.
it's just I've been waiting for this moment for quite.
Orang lagi ngomongin ini ya tuh.
The big thing is,
Dia
well,
minta
is that
tolong
these players just
bukain
set
dulu dong.
history. They're the first players to ever walk out in front of a crowd
Kan,
in
susah,
Valorant
kan?
Esports Masters history, and that is something they can walk away with pride, regardless of the outcome of this match. I'm excited for them, but there's two
Soalnya baru
completely
pertama kali
different
kan
stories to
Niki.
tell here, as you said.
Mungkin nanti
Yinsu.
kedepannya bakal
It's the
seru sih.
defending champion.
Bahaya,
It's
no
what
dia,
you
bro.
want to take that throne, and I'm excited to see who comes out on top.
I will say that a lot of people were confused as to why Benkai wore a T-Rex onesie last time. I just want to clarify, Paper Rex.
Oh,
Rex.
Jersey. They got like T-Rex
Get
fossils.
it?
They got
Yeah,
fossils
there
on
we
the
go.
jersey.
Nanti
Nearly
kita
as
kemana
old-
Del?
yeah,
Lihat
nearly as
Del.
old as Golden Boy, I think.
Wih, orang
What's up there?
tipu saya.
He's just catching straight. But Jess, you said you
Wih, orang terus
posed a great question here.
Biar kayak gitu, ntar
Paper
main
Rex,
track
they
paling
are the
kencang.
challengers. Optic, they've done this
Ntar
before.
track,
All
gua
of
paling
these
kencang.
players have played in front of a crowd before. They have experience. You know, FNS, he's not going to be phased by any of that noise
I
on the
highly
hands
doubt
on
it. Joyo
Paper
udah
Rex.
tapi
So
seru.
the question is,
Soalnya
can
Jepang
Paper Rex really kind of compete
komunitasnya-
up to all of that experience?
I think Benkai made a statement once that, you know, they
Komunitasnya
operate
gede
under a lot
banget.
of momentum,
Makanya
and when things
audiensnya
start to
seru.
pull away from them, they panic a little bit, and they love
Yang
having
Jason
fun.
keren
So I hope
tadi.
they continue that fun having,
Walaupun
because
yang
that's what's
pertamanya
really
kayak-
given the momentum to them on a lot of the rounds. That'll be the
Itu
key
dia
thing
pakai
here. If
set apa
Optic
tuh,
takes
Del?
an
Info apa
early
tuh?
start, that's where we will see the formidable and the mental strategic
Dari-
play that comes out of Paper Rex.
Absolutely.
Itu kalau kayak
And I
gitu
think
kita
for
sendiri
Paper
yang
Rex as
bawa
well, it's
kan?
the furthest the team has really ever made it.
Yeah.
In this upper bracket, they've made it
Harusnya
so
kita
far
sendiri
now,
sih yang bawa.
and it's not an elimination game. It's important to remind people of that. This is the upper finals. So much on the line. Don't get me wrong. If you make it all the way, you win this one. You go into the
Look
finals,
at
which
my
is a big
secret
deal.
lab
You get
of
extra
Sosem,
bands. I mean,
bro.
in terms of the boons that you're blessed with when you head into that, it
My
is
secret
an
lab
enormous factor to consider. But these guys, I think they can perform without that pressure on their shoulders. They made it so far in this tournament while still playing a stellar game
Let's
and a
go,
leveled up
Paparazzi.
game as well over the course of it.
But also, Jing's not here. Jing
It's
did
the
not get to
sunproof
do the
headset from-
catwalk. He's going to be playing from the hotel. And at this point, Brent, he is their star player. Do you think that's going to affect the team at all?
There's a possibility, but honestly, I thought it might have affected them prior to it. A lot of these guys were playing from the hotel prior. It seemed to not affect them there. They were still playing even with two of them on the stage.
Ada yang donate,
So
bro.
I think moving forwards, these guys, they're ready for this. They're ready for this
Oh, Shure
challenge
emang
that's
enak ya,
approaching
banyak yang
them
bilang
right now,
bagus
which
sih,
is
tapi I don't
Yeah.
know.
Optic Gaming, the defending
Apa?
champions.
We're
Dia
into
juga
the Prime
kenal.
Gaming
Shure.
Age select here, and it looks
Iya,
like
emang
Paper Rex
bagus.
have opted to run the
Bagus ya,
Astra
harganya
Race
berapa?
Fake Comp, which they've
Apa,
done before,
Mike?
and they've gone with the Jet
Irfan,
Racer.
Irfan.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
something that
earphone-nya
Brent
gua nggak
has
tahu.
pointed out, and I rightfully agree with it. If you're going up against the
Kayaknya
Neon,
sih kalau
that is the
enak
tip of the
aja
spear. How do you block the tip of the
KW,
spear?
bapak
You
lu
gotta slow
KW.
that baby down.
Absolutely,
Ini
this
gua
comp is
kursi
very
dari
good at
Riot
slowing down the
official
kind of
yang kirim
Neon,
gue,
composition that
anjing.
Optic like to play. It's
Let's
when you have a
go,
comp
Bilang
Paper
kok awal
Rex.
sebelum
like you
ini loh
guys
ya.
mentioned, like they sometimes pull out the Rainer and the Jets, but they usually do that against teams.
Oh,
coy.
With jet-based
Apa?
compositions. This
Katakan
time it's all
Niki,
about trying to
jangan mau
slow
kalah
down these
pamer Secret
compositions
Lab,
that
beli
Optic
sendiri
have
lebih
time and
puas
time
katanya.
again.
I also want to keep everyone to keep an eye
Hah?
on the controllers
Oh.
because we have
Ah,
Marved versus Mind Free
Oh,
here.
Two
The
M's.
two
Iyalah.
big M's of the tournament.
Beli
I
sendiri
love
lah.
M&Ms personally.
Tapi kalau
I've never
dikirimin
seen
sama
a
Valorant mau
M&Ms,
lah.
But that's an M&M I can definitely sink my teeth into.
Gue juga beli sendiri kan Niki
Mind-free. I
kemarin,
see Marv
cuman
is one
karena
of the
gue
best
dikasih
players in
jadi
the
gue
world,
jual.
but She's
Hahaha,
I mean, I can't disagree with that. These guys are so talented on either side. It's going to be interesting to see how
Iya,
Optic are
sejutaan,
going to perform as
sejutaan.
well when they are being, I'm not going to say directly
Oh,
counter
let's try
because I've
ya.
also
Gue
I've
ini
got questions
pakai
about how
earphone
Paper Rex are
dari
going to perform with this
iPhone juga
composition
enak sih.
that they don't run as often on Haven.
Midnix,
I mean,
welcome to
I'm not saying they're
membership.
gonna be unprepared,
Halo.
But in terms of just the official experience, they played a Jet Rainer a lot more than they do this specific composition that they are playing. And there's poor Jing, you know, he's going to be playing from the hotel room, but like I said
He's
previously,
gonna drop 30.
he might, honestly, he
He's
might.
gonna.
He might like the
genuinely
quietness of it. He'd be like, you know, I love this. I can just sit here, I can just boom
Yeah.
back in, I do all of my things I need to. But to quell your sort of fears here, Brent, the 3 times that they have run this composition, they've won every single time. I know it's
Ugh.
regionally, I know they are the kings of their region, but maybe the Paper Rex fans can feel a little bit more rest assured that there has been success with this composition.
I think the important thing here
Open
is if
dulu
you
guys,
look at the rest of the
mapnya
maps we're
Optic.
going to, Brent, Optic, they have to win here. They have to.
They have to.
I would say I would completely agree with that. I think if you go into bind as well, Paper X should be favored there. And now I don't know what that notebook says.
Nulis apa itu dia?
Apa tadi guys?
JJ
Gokil kali ya? Apa ya?
Yeah, take and go kill.
Oh, per second JJ gokil gitu kali.
But his Haven map is going
Taktiknya.
to be, I think, a big indicator of which direction the series is going to go over.
Well, the
Guys,
players are in
aduh,
the server
dia
and it's
cepet
time
banget
to
hilangnya
turn
anjir.
this over to your casters for today. Give a warm welcome to Doug and Bola.
Thank you so much, Insu, for the first
Rame
time in
anjir
VCT
lumayan.
International history, Copenhagen. You look
Kurang
beautiful
sih
tonight.
crowdnya.
We've been waiting
Ya
for
ini kan
this
karena
season
baru,
for a
nah.
long time.
Tapi ini lumayan anjir.
Days since the game has been released, and this is what we all were waiting for, a crowd match, finally.
Let's go.
Ayo guys, nonton ya.
Sabar guys.
Kuis. Oh, lil.
Talked about their pace, we
Kuis.
talked about their tempo, but look at that ball, it's actually OPTIC who's taking
Kuis
space.
tutup dada ya, tutup ya.
Very fast up Elan, but
Mana ya?
still the same thing for Paper Rex. And it's a shot from Ye. Almost gets to it, he does.
First blood, second blood, going in favor of the North American World Champions, but Paper X able to counter back.
Anjing mereka udah nge-push B, rame banget.
Sitting down too long as Jing tries to reposition, tries to take the space and get the spike back down.
Jason timing kah?
Heard Benkai say we are chaos, and
Nice,
these are the types of moments they really like where they can work the map, spread deep, but right now it's a tall task.
The thing is, you have two options against Chaos. You can try to weather you, or you can fight Chaos with Chaos, and that's exactly what OPTIC is doing. Victor already gets another.
Nice try. It's okay. Nice try.
Oke. Yo, ayo.
And Paper Rex has been phenomenal in pistol rounds this tournament so far. They've won 7 of 8.
Nanti gue kalau udah ada
Udah ini
Banyakin gaya Marv ya anjing tibek-tibek tai lu.
Ya karena ini tadi tidur lemes kan.
lemes.
On the rounds that they've been
Iya, biasanya gue kayak gitu kan.
the non-gun rounds, and
Belum habis gamenya udah
this tournament's
lemes.
definitely
Enggak,
been
ini tuh
a
agak sih ya.
change.
Karena first half udah kayak diem gitu nanti tiba-tiba.
Banyakin tembakin mayat anjing.
Champs.
Teori merem, jangan nggak berlaku. Emang laki aja tuh Paper Rex.
To lift back-to-back trophies, but they have to get past the chaos personified that is Paper Rex. No force here for them. It seems like they're going light.
Dapat nih Jason nih. Aduh.
Ai.
Telat.
Temp there.
Aduh, Benkai.
He's got the judge locking down garage.
Great shot out from Forsaken.
Kan gue udah bilang kan dapat satu kan pasti kan.
Anjing. He's gonna get a shot in a second and he delivers.
The fuck, so good ya
On the
Jason.
pistol round, or the eco round for them too. This is crazy, but look in the corner.
Ya nggak apa-apa. Tolol ini.
Able to trade him off with the smoke
Langsung
from
nembak
Marv as well.
tolol
He can
anjing.
out the side and maybe make this manageable.
Yeah, actually make it a really good timing here as he's crept into window. They're walking
Ah,
right
ya,
into
ya,
it. Still
ya.
at the judge.
Alay.
Not able to get the third, but Benkai weak.
And they flip this around, but the guns now. If
Si Benkai di sini juga bukannya pakai VT ya?
Enggak.
Specters on the other side. Jing! A little too
Menang
much
sini.
space taken.
Aduh.
Benkai gets the wall up.
Menang. Ayo.
And now with that
Aduh.
team, Judge
Ya,
plays
nggak
ball
jadi.
forward,
Enten.
try taking some space. Marv extinguishes
Alay.
it. He's gonna get the defuse. It was dicey, but OPTIC get the
Takut
second ball.
pakai
That was more than
auto
dicey.
gun. Pakainya
Those first two
shotgun
shots
pocah.
from Forsaken were so crispy. But thankfully, Finesse and Marv, they clean it up. And we do get a conversion on the anti-eco, which in the
Udah
past, it hasn't
ketar-ketir
been
tuh
great
gara-gara
for OPTIC.
Jason.
This tournament, it has been better, like I just said. And we talk about the comps for a second as well. The Des was talking about this was maybe a counter pick, and I would tend to agree because Paper Rex, typically they run the Reyna, they run the double duelist essentially on this map, and we saw that at Masters Reykjavik. But whenever they go up against Neon Comp, they actually run a Sage.
Kok lama banget sih time-nya? Kenapa sih tadi ya?
Jing trying to go fast.
Buset
I'm
dah.
pretty sure he hit his
Bisa
head
gitu anjing dia.
there at the very top.
Still got the jump though.
Bisa lewat anjing.
He just wants to get all the way in that position to force them off of long, force any
Ayo
travelers
lo.
off as well, and that boombot does just that.
Banyakin ngepick.
Yay with another great shot.
Oh, he's got the tour de force.
He's in trouble. He's got the tour de force, and you're right. It's up close and personal. He's able to land it first. The second just around the corner. No challenge coming through yet. As Divide backs up, slows the round down. Spike still sitting on A long.
And both Forsaken and Jing gone.
Mind Freak is taking so much space across the middle.
Gila, Aaron sang lurker cuy.
He's been insane in moments like this. Super clutch.
Banyakin megang burung
And
anjing.
that's exactly why he finds the gaps and still going to abuse it. They're not necessarily committing off of this divide.
Bella di atas kanan putar ya.
Oke, tarik ya. Kok kayak pada cuek gitu ya Maron ya? Padahal kan Maron kan doyannya kan kayak ngelak gitu kan. Anjing, kayak nggak peduli kan.
Hai.
Hai bro.
In some ways,
Mana? Enggak, jangan anjir. Aku lagi dengerin yang Inggris, cuy.
Ya,
ini
there's
ada
one chamber LTH, just lose.
So they're not really getting
Oh, kita
surrounded
nontonnya
like
semua
it
dari
looks
nap.
like
Aku
from
dari nap.
OPTIC's perspective.
Iya.
Nap nontonnya Inggris apa yang Indo?
Inggris.
Di Twitch.
Iya. Menang gak sini? Sumpah menang, Cuk. Ada. Wih, menang kan gue udah bilang.
Seru banget tuh ya suara crowdnya itu loh.
Aron.
Iya.
Udah menang.
Pengen nge-kelas aja, kocak lu Marvet.
And that's a 2v4 for Paper Rex.
Gue belum edit.
To cancel the bonus from OPTIC. And Yay even started off with the
nge-kelas,
kill.
yang nge-kelas aja lu, babi.
Shut down the hit on
Udah
A.
jadi lu seret kok ya menang, Cuk.
And that exactly was the situation OPTIC wanted to go through at the beginning of the round.
Soalnya timingnya dia bagus, dia ngerti kapan harus ngelok kagak sih Del.
Touched on it. This guy is playing at an absurd
Nggak
level
kecepat,
for what
nggak
we saw in
kelamaan.
his international debut. Nowhere near that level. He is way above it.
Iya.
And early aggression into A. Victor's already worked his way half down long.
Gila, ini seru banget.
Udah denger gak sih kayaknya?
It seems like Paper
Sama.
can make it the timing he does.
Awareness ya kakak. Aduh jing.
And look at Marv, he's going pushing. There's someone on the other
Banyakin
side.
nge-push, masukin tuh smoke, tai.
Nice.
Ambil tuh sniper, anjing lu finish.
Marah-marah nggak? Lu dukung mana? Kacau, masa marah?
There's a couple of smokes in garage and
Paper Rex lah, masih nanya anjir.
Jangan marah dong, ditembus smoke-nya. Bagus, tembus terus.
Iya bagus, makanya biarin aja, banyak gaya tuh. Banyakin tiba-tiba pegang tuh burung krisis anjing. Pegang burung mulu, kocak beliau ini.
And I think already,
kalau nggak dipegangin lepas ntar
Paper Rex
bro.
is hitting OPTIC with so much out of the prep work that would have been expected from OPTIC coming into this, right? They know they have these two comps. They know they play the double duelist. That one's aggressive.
Oh udah Jason dia.
The Paper Rex comp here though looks
Anjing,
on
dia
the
mau coba,
surface
Cok.
to be slow, to be controlled.
Bro.
Dia mau coba cok. Yolo ditinggal.
Leon is all the way in.
No way.
Oh my
Dapet
goodness.
gak sih? Enggak dapet ya?
No way.
There's just not enough time. But such
Mau
a
nyoba
cool attack
aja. Ada Aaron no. Pengen banget loh.
Pikiran juga sih bisa kabur juga kan.
You don't leave the spike again, not like
Kan
that.
ada tarikan.
Those two opening kills from Paper Rex though. Definitely not something OPTIC.
Nge-ninja
expected.
jadi
They're gonna have to
tinja
try to
lu ya.
Figure out a way to stop it. Finesse
Kalau
set.
ngeliat orang lagi main kayak
Every
gini jadi
team
pengen
has
main tau gak sih Del?
tells. But for the most of teams who play Paper Rex, you're not able to find them. At least on the international stage. The only team
Seru
who
banget
really
ya,
worked them
gila.
was Zeta, and now it's still a very
Paper
close
Rex.
game.
Sabar ya,
Very
guys,
difficult.
sabar.
No matter what, OPTIC here, a very light buy. Obviously, the two weapons they saved.
Aduh, kena ya?
Aduh.
Ya.
Mampus. Ripik.
And off of that, Paper Rex are able to waltz her way into C for free.
Udah tahu berlima Ripik.
And you've got Victor who may hit a timing. He's got the rifle. But
Victor mau ngapain?
Aduh, Ram.
Rex mainnya cepet kok Del. Dia tipikalnya bukan yang kayak main lama-lama gitu.
Dia
The wall in garage, the slow with the
sama
C's
ini bagus lah.
on spawn as well. There was an intense
Terus mereka kalau main lama juga nggak berlima-lima tau gak sih Del? Jadi kayak satu orang
Nih,
masih kayak make up
call-nya bunuh main trick dulu aja nih di belakang nih. Mati lo semua berdua ya.
Dia bisa nge-flick gitu
Ah,
aja.
sini lu.
Still stunned up, somehow still gets that kill.
I mean, he's stunned and he's jumping up the stairs.
Paper Rex menang
That
gak
is
sih
just
anjing nih?
ridiculous, but exactly what you expect.
Copenhagen tuh
Menang, iya.
juara ya.
That's the thing you were saying too earlier. But, you know,
Anjing
you
keren
mentioned
banget.
Finesse's quote about how every team has tells.
Dari yang
The tricky
Aran
thing
jawabnya
about
kayak
Paper
udah lah
Rex
gue nggak peduli mau main menang apa kagak yang penting gue main aja.
They pivot so much, man.
Top 4 anjing.
Every round they come in with a plan, but
No, I think buat tim do research. Nonton
the
dulu
plan
gitu
is
ya maksudnya.
almost to adapt.
Kita lagi counter strat gitu kan apa ya? Kayak Paper
And
Rex.
that's such a nice dichotomy. Finesse, who loves to play with the information. Paper Rex, who love to play with the information that they force from the other team. But then from there, it's a mind game all the way.
Tapi mereka pick stage di sini.
Good
keren
time to
sih.
check in on a few ultimates. Paper Rex has 3 of 5. Divine Jing also dangerously close to
Dia udah minum
having
obat
theirs.
belum ya? Lupa dah gue.
While you've got a pseudo-similar situation on the side of
Ya,
OPTIC and
udah lihat
Victor
kan,
Finesse.
Nah, la 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 la.
Full armor on the side of OPTIC.
But no op for Ye.
Yeah.
And that is such
Top 3 kah? Oh iya, top 3.
No way. They already smoked this off early.
Mapnya apa
The
aja sih,
trip is too
Haven?
far away. Forsaken is deep in B right
Bye.
now. And once again, Ye is
Bete
caught.
lu ya.
2-0 nggak sih?
Gila anjir Jason. Temennya di mana? Dia udah di mana? Kocak.
Maybe poke it A, get Ye to rotate.
Itu di smoke tadi ya? Tadi di smoke ya?
Iya, iya.
Prowler doesn't spot it.
Sabar.
He's all the way through A link.
Sabar.
Aduh, Victoria dicek dong.
Nggak bakal dicek tadi soalnya udah kena prowler tau gak sih?
Mampus bingung kan? Son kanan.
Number still in favor of Paper X as a spike makes its way through. Crashies.
Nice.
Back, no.
Apa sih observernya tadi?
Anjing, what the fuck?
Gue bingung loh sama observernya tadi.
Ya Aaron.
Oh ya IP bisanya pakai AWP doang nembak itu ya miss anjing.
1v2 against Divine Forsaken.
Both went hell. This is so good.
Dia kena cross, cowok. Crosshair dia dipakai 1000 orang
lagi.
lagi.
Kena cok ntar kalau main di Persija kayak dia dikatain dah.
Bodoh amat.
They heard the TP, so he's
Crosshair
expecting
dia
them to peek.
dipakai
He's up top.
100.000 orang, cowok. Jadi bau.
Ya banyakin pegang tuh bola-bola hitam.
Bola-bola.
But man, well played.
15 sekarang.
That was so well played. There was an opportunity there though. Crashies.
Kanap kan itu
Who was
depan B.
stuck A long, and then Ye walking out as well. But
karena lagi main ngelan gak sih?
one flank was better than the other.
Iya, betul.
If that flash connected,
Itu smoke-nya smoke ambil, cuy.
maybe there was an opportunity, but Forsaken rips them apart.
Smoke
And
lama.
that was so fast.
Nggak di-smoke-in emang.
Immediately spotting that
Kok cuek
trip
banget, cuek
at the
begitu.
top of B placing.
Ya kan nggak dijaga karena ada trap.
So you can smoke it off like you're gonna do it into B.
Tapi gamblingnya lagi dapet liat tuh.
Maybe a little
Mereka
something
ke
fast coming out of
rame-rame.
Optic down too long. That's exactly it. There's a paranoia. The dash goes through. Ult online for Victor, but there's no one home.
Oh, Victoria
Oh,
nggak
menawar
push.
dia.
They have players watching from top window.
Aron. Ya Allah, Aron.
Value, man, that's so far away. How does
Tenang. Ada res sama naman.
Interesting spot. The Prowler is so
Apa
good.
tuh? Tembak tuh. Wah, hitam tuh pala ya.
Thunder, so far away. Rez comes through.
Aduh.
Nyiram pakai itu bisa lu bunuh tadi padahal kan. Abi
And they find
LW.
themselves with the numbers advantage yet again.
And that was a wall bang from Benkai too. But do they expect another push? This one from A lobby. The trip is down, so there's no way they know.
Let's go.
Flankers getting flanked upon flanks.
Chamber
Weapon upgraded for Crashies as he continues his voyage.
Finesse has a
Okay,
rolling
jangan
hook. He could definitely invest it here.
Is he gonna use it? Steps right up. Early bit of utility.
Nanda marah-marah mulu,
Crashies
ya
is
kan,
there.
nggak tahu.
He's been spotted. Divide.
Pegang tuh burung.
First, the flash swings through. Finesse can't get in on the action quickly enough, and he has nothing but a sheriff.
Tapnya bener Del, nggak terlalu kedengeran di sini Del, gara-gara ada penonton ya. Orkesternya juga. Tapi gue kayak di USG main ya, itu suara caster juga masuk cok. Iya.
Gives Crashies away. He's so weak. Even off the flash, he's not able to find anything.
Apa tuh ding pandal? Wah nipu.
Kayak misalkan nih Del waktu di USG Del, gue inget banget Del. Gue main 1v1 tuh. Terus ada momen kayak viewersnya tuh teriak-teriak, jadi kan gue mikirnya kayak, anjing apa deket ya, ngerti gak sih?
5 in a row for Paper Rex where it really doesn't feel like
Kayak
Optic.
gitu cok.
Anjing. Nipu anjing vandal ngeding cok.
Ini kayak deket nih gitu. Jadi gue kayak,
Ada vandal ngeding ya. Kocak beliau.
Kenapa Bel?
Panik panik.
Actual game-nya.
Optik panik nggak? Panik lah.
Nama game aslinya yang ada di Copenhagen, di stream ke YouTube atau stream ke Twitch ada delay nggak? Harusnya enggak ya, soalnya ulang kan?
Ada gak sih seharusnya 3 menit gitu gak sih? 3 menit.
Tapi kan lan.
Ngantuk nih kurang ngopi nih kayak nih krisis nih.
Tapi nggak ada delay ya Del. Maksudnya delay kayak nggak lama.
Sama streamnya.
Kalau sama streamnya iya ada delay, tapi kalau orang nge-cache kan nggak ada delay.
But Haven is the map that they were straying away from at the beginning
Gila
of the
Alex,
tournament.
bukunya isi
Because of their
catatan
losses
semua
in
cok
NA.
keren banget.
Because of their loss to XZ.
The best coach.
And it was very similar situations on their first half defensively. Struggling.
Dulu pakai set berapa kan
Right
di
now,
USG 2.
definitely looking the same type of way. Unless
Earphone
Optic
gue
right here
minjem sama
have the
Adrian.
timeout, which they've been great at,
Headsetnya dari USG.
especially in playoffs.
Harusnya delay sama yang di stream.
Makan lah.
But it has to start here.
Well, you're going to have EA with the tour de force and then guns the rest of the way. You're absolutely right. It has to start here, Abala. You're going to have to deal with 3 ultimates on the side of Paper X2, including Jing's Showstopper.
Victor loves to go for these early info peaks with the speed that he gets from the high gear.
Ini ada crowd, ada.
But he doesn't even, so that does speak. Oh, what is that?
Oh.
The satchel up! That's against Ye!
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Ini mukanya pakai saget kayak gitu kan tujuannya kan.
Itu pernah dipakai soalnya pas di rank.
Itu dia pernah dipakai ya. Sebelumnya pernah dipakai.
Gimana weh sama Pepper juga?
Iya.
Kayaknya pas lagi di VCT yang apa gak sih?
Enggak, kayaknya lagi rank ya.
Gua tahu, gua nggak tahu.
Apa pernah masuk klip kalau nggak salah?
Itu komunikasi lewat Discord. Biasanya tim speak sih nggak tahu dah.
Number of shenanigans here. They're just putting the cosmic divide down to.
Ya kali in game anjing emang ya.
A lot of teams will.
Enggak lah bercanda.
But OPTIC decide not to. And
Gue percaya gitu kan anjing.
a lot of utility.
TeamSpeak
The Seize is gone. The nade is gone.
Iya.
The slow is
Lain
gone.
call.
What the fuck what is it?
Lain grup anjing.
Lain grup.
Keren banget.
The thing is, they don't have a ton of
Habis
time.
tanyanya aneh, mana kita tahu anjir.
While this prowler's
Kita
going
yang main.
along right now.
Marah-marah nggak biasanya kalau LAN gitu biasanya dia pakai TeamSpeak.
So they're not worried about it. That's why they stack this site.
Wah, mati.
Mana Jing?
Wih, nice. Aduh, anjing.
There's the rolling thunder that we've been waiting for.
Pantingannya apaan tuh?
15 seconds left. They don't have time for a plan B. They have to go forward. And the green wall does not relent. OPTIC get to 3.
Nipu nih observernya tai.
That's out of the timeout.
Apa yang dilihat coba?
BG Kacau udah sehat?
Belum bang, belum sehat. Udah mendingan tapi.
Ridiculous Jing boost right here.
Nggak, gue nggak mau nge-jing.
Doesn't find Yang.
Itu sayang banget
Jing tanda bengong dikit gak sih? Kalau nggak bengong dia kayak bunuh gak sih?
That short trademark and then the stack because of it is wonderful.
Tembakan terakhir mantul tuh.
Pelernya asar cok.
The response is going to be definitely less.
Oke, mau ambil coklat
This
bentar.
setup that OPTIC is putting on, but they should know that there was 2 beginning the round.
Victor spotting that haunt early on. Roomba clearing out garage.
Yanto mana
You
Yanto?
see the barrage of
Makasih
bullets
Yanto.
follow shortly after. And there it is.
Mampus
Open
Marv.
up again in favor.
Gila, memang udah menyatu dengan badannya anjing res. Si Jing.
Iya, bukannya gila banget tau. Dia
Flash for
loaded
Victor.
Mampus cabut.
And Jing wants to punish.
Oh no!
He's actually insane. Victor stops it. Hands of Ye, forsaken his way.
He smells it.
Tuh, dicek nggak ya? Dicek nggak ya? Dicek.
Ya.
Ya.
Gak kena, mampus.
Victor gets the kill.
Still
in play for Ye.
Nice
Padahal
Benkai.
jangan pada ngatin Optic kenapa? Karmanya ke Peprex
Short, the wall goes up again. Is Benkai trying to get the high ground? He's gonna spy Ye. He's gonna land
Nice
the shot.
banget,
He's gonna get the kill.
Wah, nice banget cuy.
That's the second to 1v1. Crashies.
Bingung cuy observer.
Aduh, nggak ada expect tuh.
Crashies swinging around the corner.
Aduh, nggak ada expect sumpah. Susah nih.
Just on the other side.
Ya banyak. Nembak apa lu krisis tai lu ya, banyakin bacot tuh.
Mampus, di flick mampus.
Banyakin tengil anjing, bocil. Bocil tengil tuh, lihat tuh. Banyakan T-back. Nembak geter kocak.
Iya, nggak taruh gelas kaca guys.
So the confidence was building after the round win, but
Gila, rusuh banget. Kita
Apa,
seru
teman?
banget sumpah.
hating himself. And he's great in those situations.
Ayo,
Actually, one of the best 1v1
Kalau
players
Indonesia ada
today.
Papstom seru sih, Papstom. Papstom gak sih?
Prediksi BRP BG Kacau.
2-0. Astaga, nabrak.
Resgat.
Kayak gue kemarin.
Kayak model anjing tapi aduh kasih.
Susah kan karena
Di
gue udah
pertama
bilang.
Through the gravity well.
Karena saya susah anjing. Gue udah bilang.
Perhaps
Lagi bisa
able
gagal
to
dari
delay
lagi.
just a tad. Forsaken has already worked his way around.
Anda penyemangat
Yeah,
ya.
it was actually Ye who
Wah,
was still on
Forsaken.
site.
Wah.
Forsaken cleans him
Apa
up.
sih observernya,
Forsaken
weh?
gets 3.
Mau lihat kali 3 killnya.
Au anjing observer.
Sampai triple kill udah dilihat per second. Matanya dijing mulu. Juling.
Marah-marah cu.
BG Kacau santai dong.
kasih.
Ikut ketek bau kencur.
Ace. Udah sorti doang.
Thank you donasinya.
Ace. Seru banget aja.
Pecahan 4 second.
Dan pencapaian oke katanya.
Dapat PS gak sih sumpah? Oh dia jadi ini. Let's go.
Oh.
Gila best teammate ever Cuk, anjing.
Gila bro.
Buat Jason.
Dikasih keren
Apex
emang ya.
menang anjing kok Copenhagen. Oh my god.
Chamber.
Nah gini dong, giliran replay aja ditunjukin kocak observer tai.
Pemarah semua nih viewer.
He's up at 14 and 6 now with that round.
I mean, they fed it to him on a silver platter too. What a good guy.
Silver platter, wih, bagus banget.
Pakai lagi nih.
Guns back in the hands of OPTIC. You see on the timeline, other than round 8, it's been all paper Rex. OPTIC feel like
Dia mau pakai lagi. Dapat sih kali ini sih, sumpah dapat kali ini. Aduh, nggak kelihatan anjing. Wallet kurang ke kanan.
But it also gives ideas of him hiding there with no information from OPTIC where he peeks later.
Wallnya kurang ke kanan.
Crashies use a trailblazer there to clear out long, see if anyone was coming.
Mau nge-pick, ya nge-pick aja pakai flash. Ah, kocak, nggak ada orang.
They could follow up with a flash with Victor stuns, but they don't.
Yay with the op.
AWP, ay bisa ya kocak.
His angles are just so solid. He's up to
Yeay, ini bukan eramu lagi, yeay.
Ah, lihat tuh A-nya tuh jebol kan.
Kedengeran ya rotasinya mereka lari emang.
Enggak, di walkin emang. Lagi dia kan habis ngecek A tuh. Bisa cabut.
Timing dapat anjing.
Tapi kedengeran itu dia.
Oh.
Nice bang, gila. First banget cok, firstnya sakit banget.
Spec dong kakak.
OBSERVER magang.
Iya anjing, observernya magang.
Biasa deh, siapa sih nama lu Bel? Bel karena lagi LAN nggak kedengeran ada crowd.
Udah heboh duluan ya.
Aduh coklatnya tiba-tiba habis anjing.
Dan Aaron tuh.
Itu kan makan coklat sih.
Gimana? Gue happy habisnya.
Absolutely right, and it's all about delay. We talked about what this composition was built for. It is delay, but can you delay long enough? Can you keep OPTIC back? Benkai in so much trouble. You know what you doing?
It's okay, it's okay. Yey nggak bisa nembak. Ron, santai Ron. Gak ada waktu, nice. Belum, enggak
Enggak sih, insecure duluan tadi, padahal Aaron belum keluar anjing.
And as we get to the dying breaths of this half,
gila Pak.
OPTIC is in such a massive deficit. A good attempt from Ye, but surely they can't let Forsaken walk into the site.
Dia ngapain lepas ya? Padahal itu gambling banget anjing.
Dia bisa setengahin dulu nggak sih?
Iya, cuman namanya pressure kan.
The vibe's good all around for Paper
Ini
Rex.
pressure nih gila sih.
Flirting with the 9-3 half.
Deg-degan cuy pasti.
Iya cuy. Losing lagi dia.
First game lagi, ya kan?
Spotty pie for
Lihat tuh.
Iya dapat.
That seems to be okay. Victor
Ed.
gets first with the Guardian. Ye gets a second.
Yeay.
Wall down mid. Spam the first.
Hanya di retake mulu anjing sama si OPTIC nggak pernah berani mau lawan Peprex anjing.
Iya, ada Breeze juga. Mas Sky
Padahal dia
tai.
ada Breeze, ada Sky ya, tapi nggak berani
Ada Neon.
kontrolannya cu.
Hari-hari anjing retake terus tuh.
Hari-hari hanya di retake cu. Terlalu respect anjing. Takut dia sama Peprex.
Takut aja kocak.
Itu takut dilompatin deh.
Banyakin main burung, tai lu mampus lu.
Wah enggak.
Mungkin enggak cek, aduh. Santai, ini dia momennya. This is the moment. Davai bos.
Ini dia sang hantu guys.
Kalinya negatif. Habis kok hantu ya. Setan.
Hantu dari Malaysia guys.
And then this here a backbreaker as the half ends.
Dulu saya
main dari mana sih?
Sekarang saya jadi hantu.
Main di ini ya.
Yang kemarin.
We were all so low. Finesse just a classic too.
We talk about
Ini dia hantu nih.
We talk about Benkai, Jing, but Divai is having himself a day. Let's head down to the desk, see what they think about that.
Wow, what a half of Valorant that is, Divai. But I do want to talk about Ye versus Forsaken. I think
Nyala John bro.
both of these guys. and they're just showing up, going back and forth between them.
Two heavy hitters going at it in this match right now, and honestly, it hasn't really, I'm not going to say it hasn't been a difference maker, but it hasn't been a primary factor for which PaperX have been winning a lot of these rounds, but it's just been so cool to watch.
Tapi itu aneh deh, OPTIC mereka udah satu lawan 3 OPTIC sendiri dah.
EA is putting up here 17 kills in the half versus
bisa double pick.
I mean, if you look at the round differential as well, you just can't even expect that Ye is trying his best. He's got the backpack on. He knows as a chambermaid what his role is to do on this map. And they are just battering him, even though he's putting up such huge numbers. Forsaken on the other side, though, how is he behind enemy lines every time I look at the minimap?
And this is what you're
Ini
going to watch out for.
bukan dapa,
If there are
guys.
holes in your defensive protocol,
Kalau
they are
dapat,
going to be
gue,
exploiting it all the time. Forsaken was getting so much value on these lurks in the mid-rounding, finding openings, getting the first kills for his team, and he sets up PaperX for these 4v5 post-plants every single time, of which
Resis kalau nembak orang nggak ngeliat dia baru kena anjing. Kalau depan nggak ada yang kena.
It's funny you talk about post player because there's another guy I got to give a little bit of a nod to, other than Devi's perfect clutch.
Toxic yang nomor 1.
Flank control that he has as a solo player. OPTIC are putting multiple members on this, and Mindfreak is weathering that storm. It's an unbelievable feat.
Yeah, and I gotta say, you move into the next half for OPTIC, the things that were going wrong for you, at this point, you know, Forsaken's not gonna be lurking on the defense side.
Sure.
Well, I say that,
They're gonna push.
You might end up seeing it, but even still, it's not stuff that you can take from that first half of what to adjust into the next one.
Absolutely.
Because the sides are swapping around, and they're gonna be playing this more defensive side of comp. How OPTIC deal with this is gonna be super intriguing, because if they end up losing this map, the rest of the series might be looking incredibly one-sided.
Gotta remember, OPTIC's map pick, as you said, if they lose it, there are big questions to be had.
Yeah, we have a quick tech pause here. Something is going on the side of PaperX. We're going to try and sort that out as quickly as we can. But I got to say, how uncharacteristic is this of OPTIC to be losing those clutches? They lost a 3v1.
Right.
When was the last time we seen OPTIC in that position?
Yeah, they've just been a little bit sloppy, I think, when it comes to these retakes. It's clear that that's their game plan. They're often playing offside for the retake situations, but you can't do that against this composition. If you're given
Peringatan tuh jidat anjing kedinginan kah? Demam panggung guys.
Gak boleh gitu. Kacau lu parah banget anjing. Kacau sih parah.
Kacau lagi nabung karma aja biarin deh.
Iya weh parah.
Coy, ini kan kita lagi jadi netizen kocak. Bebas lah berpendapat.
Iya weh jarang-jarang ya jadi.
Iya biasa dihujat mulu anjing.
Biasa gua buka terus anjing.
Iya biasanya dihujat, sekarang ngehujat orang enak.
Kursinya sih pendek banget cuy.
They've won 82% of their attacking rounds and a mere 40% of their defensive rounds on this map. So if there was a half for them to come back on, this is one of their strongest attacking maps.
Entertain Kak Niki, entertain ya, aman ya, entertain.
Them to be able to do so.
But also Victor, he's going to have to show up on the attack side, Bren. I know it's been
Entertain Kak
the
Niki, aman aman aman.
but I think if they want a chance in this, he's got to do something here.
Yeah, it's
Dua kacamata aja nih OPTIC tai.
But honestly, a lot of
Gak usah.
incredibly contingent on that guy playing really well. Victor having a good game on the Neon or the Jet, whatever they're putting him on the.
Ya ini karma buat chat toxic, dia suka merendahin orang. Iya, kita bacotin aja timnya kocak. Masuk Discord gue bentar. Abar. Kenapa nih jagung anjing?
Second in terms of the scoreboard for his team right now as well. He is putting up big numbers, but I don't want to single him out as an individual that needs to, step up, because I think he has been playing well in the first half.
Woi, Ape.
Down to the more game plan.
Ape anjing.
Lu nonton anak keberak ya?
Enggak. Gue izin.
Kok bisa?
Izin lah.
Kalau gua nobar sama lu bisa.
Apa lu mau nobarnya lewat mana, kocak?
Lewat gua.
Ya bisa-bisa aja lu, coba aja. Udah.
Coba kena takedown maksud bentar gua monyet.
Coba aja udah, aman.
Coba gimana caranya?
Ya share screen aja anjing yang Indo.
Share screen yang Indo. Oh, yang gua nonton dulu gitu.
Ya bebas. Nih nonton dari Discord
gitu.
Mau.
Ya udah, nonton dari Discord aja, nonton dari Discord.
Bentar ya. Gua harus.
Ya.
Gua enggak ada nitro anjing, server lu ada nitro enggak sih, tai?
Enggak ada, server miskin ini.
Anjing enggak ada akhlaknya, tai.
Oke lu gua, ya gua.
Duh, gua enggak ada nitro anjing.
Muka lu tuh nitro. Katak kiri muka kayak Ramji.
Mau gabung sama grill enggak, Gung?
Kuy.
Oh bisa aja lu kalau grillnya kenceng lu ya. Ai.
Grill. Ya elah gong.
Bisa aja lu. Di field war nanti mau lu. Ai.
Si Pro sama siapa sih?
Wonderful stuff.
Gong. Sorry ya 4 win streak gua tadi. Sorry ya kalau Persija kalau kick lu ya.
We talked about the false sense of security.
Gimana sih isi itu guys? Ini jelas gak? Coba lihat.
Coba.
And then he also
lumayan.
Aman kan?
Naga kon, anjing.
Kan dari Discord. Menurut lu kalau mau nonton kayak gini bilang gua lu izin ke one up. Lu mendadak mana bisa anjing, hah?
Tapi gua harus pakai judul juga kan? Nobar gitu.
Iya, sama ada itu tanda officialnya.
Oh. Gila, Perek jago juara, Perek nih, sumpah. Dota kok, Cok. Sumpah, kena take down masuk box sih GG, Cok.
Ya udah, besok.
Nanti aja kok. That's it, kocak dulu.
Ya udah nanti, sabar nobar dulu kocak. Ini Perek juara nih. Bye.
Ya udah, juara. Itu semifinal itu.
Final upper.
Oh, final upper. Habis itu masuk final ya?
Iya.
Menang lah, Fnatic kayak kalah, jing.
Iya.
Mampus
lu. Pegang tuh pala anjing ya, Fines. Pegang tuh pala banyakin main burung Krisis. Banyakin bacotin orang set anjing kok bacotin orang kerjanya. Main dulu coba.
Anjing siapa yang berani ngeras garas anjing kalau ada slownya Sage cu.
Habisin tuh time out. Pegang tuh pala, pegang tuh dagu anjing.
11 to 3 is definitely not where they expected to be on their map pick.
No, absolutely not. I mean, the Digi system coming into this was OPTIC or top of the world.
Yeah.
Right? There's nobody who can hold a flame to them. Yeah. But they've just been like a swiftly fading shadow since they got
Ini
into
OPTIC isi playernya ada yang bekas mantan CSGO gak sih, Cok?
Siapa? Ya si Ye.
Player OPTIC. Iya kalau Ye gue tahu.
Nesis enggak cupu.
We saw it last tournament too and it shook the world.
Ines cupu.
And it's former
netizen ya.
Divine figures actually of OPTIC on Bind. They looked so good on that map, but
Victor
it's
cupu.
crazy to think that
Maedo yang bagus.
go in there.
Gue juga pengen jadi kaca tau gak sih? Cuman gue takut kena karma cok anjing lah.
I mean, knowing what's on the other side.
Kita tuh kayak gini karmanya set, udah santai aja, ambil positifnya aja. Karma set itu course-nya banyak bacot anjing.
Oh jadi kita ngebales karmanya.
Iya, udah anggap aja begitu. Jadi mumpung hari ini jangan keterusan, hari ini aja. Kalau keterusan berarti emang lu dendam. Ntar lu yang kena karma. Hari ini aja cukup.
Yang ini baca kenapa sih, Cok?
Gak ada, dia dulu kan yang Sersia kan berapa kali di underestimate gitu.
Underestimate kayak apa? Contohin dong.
Ya mereka menangnya hoki atau apa
di Twitter ya.
Iya. Di interview malah.
Emang nih. Dongo anjing, kocai banyak bacot.
Banyakin tuh. Ambil tisu tuh, lap tuh. Nih gua kasih tisu nih, Krisis anjing tuh. Lap tuh jidat lu, keringetan semua isi ya. Ini tisu nih, tisu. Lap dulu tuh keringet. Nembak kayak nggak kena anjing.
Udah lu sih cu, anjing. Tadi pas lagi interview makanya kayak happy banget. Rambut nih. Ya masa happy sih nggak mungkin lah ya. Sekali kalah happy anjing mukanya goblok.
Controller div. Controller nicknya M div. Marv Manfred div. Freak nih bos, bestie kita.
For PaperX so far, it seems like they're trying to put OPTIC away. Looks like we're out of this tech pause again.
Iya nih anjing posnya lama banget.
Let's take this moment to reground
Taktik
ourselves
pos
on what's going on here. We'll take a look at economy.
Banyakin tuh ya.
Looks like a spotty buy as far as armor goes, but for OPTIC they will have full guns while PaperX they're going to be padding up the bank.
Lah tisu gue penuh ingus karena gue sakit. Lah ini tisu dia penuh keringet karena demam panggung anjing. Banyakin lari-lari Victor. Belok kiri kanan tuh. Kiri kanan.
Aaron main di smoke sendiri, Cok.
Oh, kebaca kan?
Del, lihat deh Del. Aaron pinter banget Del.
Gila loh.
Now Victor's left in this 1v3. The Prowler in his face. He gets his first, not able to get the second.
Mau menang, ya menang aja kocak.
Victor falls, Paper Rex, map point.
And I don't know if OPTIC has a fighting chance
Katanya alis lu mirip Shinchan
for this map.
Bawaan dari lahir.
12-3
Gila weh, dia boleh-boleh.
is one of the biggest beatings
Makan tuh, banyak tuh kolam bola anjing tuh. Yang pernah main di bola tuh, lihat tuh tadi di garage di Sia kayak mandi bola anjing.
Anjing udah pakai Odin cuy. Anjing dah, ini siapa sih Dava ya?
Parah coba Dava ya.
We've got an Odin on deck too for Devi, and Ye is sitting in the window. If he shows himself, he's dead.
Ini main track-nya udah ngopi, udah nggak perlu.
Banyakin ngepick anjing.
Parah banget anjing. Menurut gua.
Astaga.
Definisi parah, Cok.
Udah kedetek tiga-tiganya. Mau kemana? Mau diupload kemana? Twitter kah? Rata udah 3-13. Victor nge-clutch. Tak mungkin anjing. Gua uninstall.
Dikasih 3 di map sendiri.
Victor nge-clutch, uninstall Valorant. Gila anjing, Paperex bro.
If that's not a statement going into buying bola, I don't know what is.
Yeah, and they certainly showed up in front of the crowd to start things off.
View anjing untuk Paperex.
And
Del, are you ready to Berlin, Del?
OPTIC is faced on an international stage. And it is so difficult from here. The path only gets harder. The Death said this is a must-win map. And obviously, I don't think that they think that way, but boy, oh boy.
But low key, I mean,
Keren coy.
I mean, we
Jago
had
banget anjing.
clutches, we had aces, we had everything Paper X just in full form here.
Tuh, yang ini nih, heal.
And for whatever reason, it just seems like OPTIC like to do it the hard way. They
banyak
start off tournaments very
loncat-loncat.
slow. Now they're starting this off very slow, but yeah, obviously that's not the path you want
They
to take.
will gear.
Not at all.
Right,
and you wondered if Bind was going to be in the map pool coming into this, if OPTIC was
Let's go, one more, bro.
Icebox. And I do think that the argument from their perspective
Ini
was
biasanya
a hard
break
one
berapa
for
lama
them
ya,
to
bro?
accept.
Sure.
But everybody, I think,
5
believes
menit.
that maybe they should take that off. Maybe they should challenge them on Icebox or Breeze instead.
It is very
Nesnya pusing. Abis ini apa sih
to
Bind
like
ya?
take that
Bind.
fight head on. We'll see what happens
ini
on
lebih
Bind
mantep lagi
on the
nih.
other side of this break. We'll be right back.
Kenapa Aaron bisa taruh smoke di situ ya anjing tadi? Apa guys? Penasaran gua. Apakah si siapa namanya? Kayaknya udah pernah dipakai dah.
Bisa kasih initiate sesuatu.
Udah pernah dipakai nggak sih?
Menurut gua dari beberapa win. Ini sumpah adanya sis dan sekarang Victor bermain kuat.
Cok.
Apa?
Kacau kemana sih?
Hah? Apa?
Gue nyesel udah upgrade PC sekarang, Cok. Sekarang PC pada murah-murah anjing harganya.
Kalau nggak upgrade PC sekarang lu kemarin pasti mainnya nggak enak pasti. Gak ada yang nyesel, kocak.
Tapi kayak bedanya tuh, maksudnya pas gue beli tuh kayak cuma beda berapa bulan tau gak sih?
Mending gue beli VGA ini seminggu habis itu udah jadi berapa anjir, rugi, kocak.
Cuman ya udahlah ya.
Udahlah, emang ya udah jalannya, bro. Sabar ya. Ini kayaknya si apa namanya? OPTIC gak pernah pakai dah.
Gue juga bingung.
Nanya gue lucu dah. Bang, itu mainnya di podium kan, MC-nya di mana dah? Apa nggak
Namun
kedengaran
Victor
sama player
akankah
kah?
adanya sis dan Wombo yang dikeluarkan facial
Bukan Bang, Cok.
OPTIC melawan ini, bos. Thank you donasi ya. Optik jualan kacamata aja anjing. Tuh krisis tuh jadi.
Selamat datang di Optik.
Oh, jualan tuh kacamata kocak, kocak.
Saya lagi cari kacamata dan lensa blue nih.
Selamat pagi Pak Krisis, saya mau cari kacamata. Bisa nggak yang anti radiasi? Ada nggak?
Kita ada yang harganya ekonomis Kak. Frame paket plus lensa harga 310.000. Tapi dengan Kakak menambah 3
kacamata anti biar nggak kelihatan kalau nangis tetesan air mata bisa nggak? Ada nggak kacamatanya itu?
Tapi sekarang ada combo wombo yang apabila ingin bisa untuk memperkecil gap point. Tapi sekarang ada combo wombo.
Udah tahu deh. Anjir ini berarti udah pernah dipakai sama Optik kan ini.
Yang dikeluarkan.
Dia udah pakai 2 star sih ini. Hanya nggak diambil pasti diinfoin. Dia udah taruh sini 1 sisa 1 star. Ini gokil loh Aron loh. Anjing temen gue pinter banget cok.
Namun Victor akankah? Oh no. Oh, Benkai bisa dapetin 2. Ini dia Nebula. Mindfreak berhasil mendapatkan kill juga Marv yang harus
banget beli gua anjing.
Sudah tidak diketahui.
Bangga gitu gua sama Aron anjing. Sumpah. Gila nggak sia-sia gua kenal dia dulu cok. Gitu cok.
On the international stage, have you been swayed?
I'm not yet a paper girl. I still wear the green with pride. I still think that there is possibilities, and this isn't a knockout match, so the copium is really strong.
Pasti udah kebaca cuma.
They've never lost in the rematches.
It's a possibility, so I'm hanging on that. Plus the fact that outside of that, we have to give a huge props to Paper Rex. That performance was unworldly. The kind of thing to come into a map they haven't played on this international stage yet and say, that's all right, you can pick it, but we're ready on it, is unreal. Plus, a bit of a shout out to the man Divine as well. God, they were all stepping up.
This round in particular is one that I wanted to break down because this was honestly just highlighted how well they've done to counter-strike what they were doing. Victor's lurk from mid here, we didn't see many rounds on it, but Mindfreak places smoke and splits up the C site laterally. You often see it the other way around, but they were just more than ready for exactly how Optic are going to be playing this one. More than ready to return with the fire, the trades are instantaneous, Benkai's anchoring down, Garage all the time. They came into this map with an incredibly strong game plan of how Optic were going to play. And it's
cuma dapat pistol ya? Si Nets nge-tweet anjing katanya anjay.
7% anjing kill 18. Ini krisis kill 3 headshotnya 18 anjing ujung jempol ditembak sama dia nih bangsat.
Mending OPTIC DUREK Jaya Jaya Jaya.
Optik Durek yoi Optik Durek Jaya 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 bro. Ini belum guys, masih sementara ya. Ini krisis anjing kill 3 headshot 18%. Jempol kaki ditembak nih sama dia anjing. Ada headshotnya babi emang.
ready and here to play. They have counter-stratted, and now we're going into their home territory and bind. I mean, what else are we going to see?
Yeah, before we move on to that, let's check out this Verizon high-speed moment of the match. Of course,
Lantan
Divide,
represent.
look at him here.
Did you know he had 100% impact rating? Between the kills, the assists, survival trades, etc. I mean, that's a metric we use to work out whether or not a player is having impacts 100% of the rounds. Every single round in that map, he had an impact. And this was one of his biggest. I didn't expect this clutch to go this way. Optic, they're a tight team. They play off of each other. The trades, the triangulation, the crossfiring. That is some of the fundamentals that Optic play.
Hai semua, kali ini kita akan membahas alat-alat optik. Mari belajar.
Suara krisis kayak ini. Siapa nih guys?
Mata kita dapat melihat secara jelas terhadap benda pada berbagai jarak karena memiliki daya akomodasi. Daya akomodasi adalah kemampuan mata untuk mengubah jarak fokus lensa mata agar benda yang dilihat tepat jatuh di retina. Akan tetapi, mata tetap memiliki
Gak kuat gua nih
keterbatasan
kalau
jarak
sampai
pandang.
untung aja gua nobar cuma matchnya Paper X doang anjing. Gua udah mau
Against OPTIC
capek
as well.
nih
I
mulut
think we
gua.
forget like the opponent that they have they're going up against. You mentioned this already, Brent, but we're heading on to Bind now, and this is where people usually say it's a free win.
Let's go Bind, let's go Bind 2-0
We might
Bind.
just give
Let's
them
go.
that win here.
I think that they are
2-0 2-0 2-0.
They have so many cool looks
Bantai
when they play
obok-obok.
Eurocom. It's
Akhirnya dia
incredibly hard
obok-obok.
to prepare for because they are so willing to do off-the-cuff plays, stuff that revolves around the TPs, and honestly, Forsaken and Jing, we've been talking loads and loads and loads about
Bentar
them.
guys, kencing dulu guys ya.
Kinda on PaperX that makes this team
Minum.
so
Udah.
dominant on this map. It's their ability to set Forsaken up for great
Ludah
things
gua
when
juga udah rasa air putih ya. Apa ya? Banyakin counter strike, banyakin senyum jualan kacamata lu bentar lagi ya. Bentar lagi pulang dari sini jualan kacamata lu. Guys, kacamata di ini apa nama tokonya guys? Di Resis orang mana sih? Resis orang mana guys?
Enggak, kok masih ada fanatik sama FPS.
Orang New York, orang US, orang US. Apa nama toko kacamata ya? Ada yang tahu nggak?
Today earlier this morning when I saw him, and he said to me, "Our win condition today
Arkan
is
dulu.
not worrying about PaperX." He was like, we just have to do what we do because the second you alter your game plan specifically, just worrying about the Yoru, and then he feels like that's when you lose.
I think he's honestly on the right track in terms of mentality because you cannot really prepare for this Eurocom. They will pull out plays that they have never done before in competitive history. They will combo their utility in ways you cannot prepare for, and that is the biggest key I think that OPTIC have, and the biggest trait that they have moving into this series is that experience and being able to adapt on the fly. That's what they're going to lean into now when we're heading into Bind, and I kind of agree with Ched's mentality. If they want to play their own game and kind of ignore that style, I think you can't get sidetracked by that to a degree. You of course have to be worried about it, but you can't let it command your entire presence in the server.
I think they will have to be incredibly reactive. In fact, they're going to have to be one of the best reactive teams that we've seen throughout this entire tournament. And reacting whilst also implementing your own plan, that is a high level amount of gameplay that you will only see on a stage like this. So this is the kind of thing that OPTIC need to put up. This is unreal.
Vanessa's just speaking a million miles
Bener kan
an
Del
hour.
katanya.
That's what happens when Daddy calls. You know that, right? You know that. I will say though, OPTIC, they are a Masters winner. It's the same
Bella,
roster.
kenapa?
They haven't changed anything. These guys, they have what it takes to win.
Bella, kenapa
Chess,
guys?
As we head into the Prime Gaming Agent Select, what would you say?
Tambahan hadiah giveaway untuk 1 orang.
Are we talking about
Lagunya
OPTIC
kayak
here?
Stranger Things dah,
I
anjing.
think it's reacting to what they see and being tighter. I think they weren't tight enough on map number 1. Their fundamentals, I said, is something that they're
Apa tadi
very
tuh?
good at, but they themselves were
Apa tadi
not
tuh
able
guys?
to display it. And
Welcome to membership Sakio.
is that what we're seeing here?
The PaperX
Bang Donatur, apa tadi tuh?
This is, I believe they run this again, but my memory is lacking, so I can't remember if they played it too much in officials.
Tambahan
But
hadiah
it's different
giveaway untuk
profiles.
1 orang.
Yeah,
It's so
PaperX,
smart.
PaperX do this. I mean, honestly, even FPX did it when they were running their Euros so much.
Gua nggak
so they
janji
get easy
ya.
to prepare for, but this throws a wrench into things because now if OPTIC have
Bang Donatur ini 150.000 Bang Donatur. 150.000 nih.
Firstly, if PaperX think they're prepared,
Bang
but they haven't.
kalau
They've already given away their ace up their
150.000
sleeve. They may have been able
atau
to
berapa
give away
nih?
one of their biggest win conditions on this map.
Tolong dijawab ya Bang Donatur.
What is happening? What is this? They're going for the top controller.
Welcome to membership Gavin.
I'm a little bit worried for OPTIC, but at the
Kan
same
jadi
time, I feel
Chambermain
like
cuy.
nobody wants
Cuy,
to play
finalnya
against
ini
Yoru.
gak sih?
This could be a good opportunity for OPTIC to take this map now.
Finalnya
Now that
Fnatic
they're playing
lawan.
against something.
Tanya dulu cuy, tanya dulu cuy.
Prep for even if you know it's coming because it's so
Kok dia nggak pakai Yoru ya?
But this is a comp they
Nggak mau
understand. This
ketahuan.
is a comp that people have played against them before.
Enggak, udah basi. Udah beda strat deh sekarang.
Udah ada strat baru ya?
Iya.
150.000 nih ya. Sabar guys, konfirmasi dulu sama Bang Donatur ya.
Anjing, ada lagi.
Kalau 150.000 ntar ditambahin, tenang.
That was the win condition for them on their attacking side. So maybe on the defensive,
Musuhnya
getting
kayak
intel,
udah
being able to
pelajarin 3 hari 3
respond
malam
very
gitu
quickly
kan.
was. But I think
Ternyata
on the
dia
attacking side, they'll
ganti
be safe
meta.
and set with Jing.
Anjing ya.
Iya pasti udah dibacain.
Iya untuk 1 orang pemenang.
Seeing those agents,
Jadi gocap. Oke, aman ya. Kita main ya.
No div com for this team.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a little disappointed that we're not getting it.
I am super disappointed, but I'm also in agreement that it throws out the
Kayak?
range and the breadth that
Tuh, gua tambahin ya, guys.
Mejanya luar biasa. Amin.
I mean, the whole thing with trying to
Bang Donatur, tapi boleh nggak gini? Kalau like-nya 1000 dulu baru ditambahin untuk hadiah pemenangnya. Aman ya. Ini like-nya dikit nih.
Kan lu buat gua
kalau like-nya dikit, udahlah buat aku aja lah itu uangnya.
Lah tuh kayak lah.
Cuy main cuy, fokus coy. Anjir, fokus guys. Banyakin.
Gak usah pakai Yoro udah dibelepak-belepuk lu babi.
Wah anjing ini tukang jual kacamata bisa on fire gini anjing. Oke guys.
The power of frenzy anjing. Frenzy kill lah.
Itu mix rebel ya.
Bisa-bisanya bunuh 3 tukang kacamata anjing. Oke banget.
Nanski, I think you take over, Davai, you play Fate, why?
And this is the situation.
Why? Tell me why.
Always get scared of with OPTIC. As soon as they lose, man.
Santai, ini baru
Chip on their
baru
shoulder.
pistol. Tadi cuma ada pistol. Pistol anti eco sama bonus tuh.
Blok itu mah wallnya ini.
Biru sih dapetnya enggak deh.
No buy up here from Paper X. See the utility across showers.
A lot early spent.
Yeah.
Tahan apa gue maunya dia pakai Yoro deh.
Trailblazer through spots both outside of bathroom. So Marv will.
Bukan jago di bacot lu.
Whether they want to set up a nade play.
Two here, it's well done.
Yay to receive in lamps too while they worry about Forsaken.
He's gonna teleport away.
Anjing Jason TP-nya kayak Oda bangsat. Dikasih utility skill TP bisa buat jauh gaming ya kan, TP cuma 1 senti anjing.
Yang penting cabut.
Aduh, chamber main.
Rotated off of B. If Finesse is fast enough, he'll be able to cut off the TP.
Wah, Aron mau ditompok pakai ini. Ya Allah.
Okay. Yay with the shorty at the end cleans things up. His OPTIC up the
Responnya lama juga sih Yay, temennya ditembakin.
Anjas. Parah. Parah ya dia berarti ya.
Parah.
Itu Aronnya aja yang terlalu instant headshot.
Orang dia jiggle apa? Counter strike.
Tolol emang ya anjing.
But it is different.
8-0 record loh. Masa iya kalah sama OPTIC nih? Toko kacamata.
Itu Crisis udah mau jadi jualan kacamata tuh di US anjir. Kalau kalah ini.
Kita wujudkan lah ya mimpinya buka bisnis.
Sponsor mau donate. Anda.
Aing jadinya ngomongnya anjing. Anjing dari neraka versus anjing dari surga.
Info gather while Paper X tests the water towards A short. Trying to sneak the way up around the utility as the rifle wall goes down. No challenge had yet.
Geli-geli nyoy.
Trying to find Victor there after the boom bot.
Yeah. He tucks into the smoke, bang high on the tap. The nade comes through. No plant yet. No easy way.
Mereka kan nggak ada yang berani ngincer aku ya, Aron kan sendirian mulu ya.
You hold, son.
You hold. There he comes. Crashes one.
Ya Allah, Crisis banyak itu nembak satu. Ya.
Wah, si Ye gila, DS-nya kenceng banget cok, what the fuck.
It's okay. Oke bro.
Masa iya kalah coba.
Risky decision there with 13 HP from Ye. Hold on to it, but he has been phenomenal. 18 kills in the first game. That was a fast one. But Finesse only had a judge there too, so I'm not sure how fast he would have been able to recover the weapon if Ye fell here. Ooh,
apa itu anjing?
Mukanya kayak Stewie dah anjing nih orang. Siapa sih namanya?
Gantengan Stewie lah.
Stewie nggak main Valo ya? Masih aja main CS, goblok udah mati.
Main Valo kocak.
Emang Stewie main Valo?
Halo dia.
Main ranked ya, ready.
Main ranked terus dia.
Maksudnya as a team, cu.
Ya enggak, kan lagi mencari.
Seekers for Crashies to re-clear. Marv 2 finds the opener on Mind Freak.
Kalau Iko ayah kencang tuh ya, Crashies.
Really great re-clear for OPTIC with that molly. The smoke coming up at the same time. Crashies has spotted nobody's sand, so Victor and Marv are on notice.
Waduh.
Ada dapet pas Victor cuy.
Great response, but Forsaken.
Anjing sih sampai banget.
Ya, alay. Dan nih bocil alay.
As you hear just gunfire erupt across the site. Ye's there to welcome Forsaken, Divai, and Benkai follow suit.
Waduh, jadi 4-0 guys.
OPTIC 4-0.
Oke. Aman.
Does this feel a little bit like something we've seen here, Doug?
Yes, it does. I'm getting deja vu flashbacks.
We were here 4 days. No, what is it? 5 days ago since we've seen these teams play.
Nggak Yoru dia.
Emang klik cere sama Wardell.
They got stomp map 1 and then stomp back on map 2.
Nih gue lihat tuh chatnya.
Apa nggak Yoru? Nggak tahu sih. Mereka yang main.
Figure out how to plug the gaps like they did on Haven.
Yeah, it is early, but you can kind of feel it, right? It's like it's a thickening in the air before a storm. OPTIC are in a position here.
Alex ini emang pintar banget ya. Kayak pintar banget gitu loh.
Typically the storm is Forsaken walking into the site, right? And without Yoru, this map is so impossible. It's not like Ascent, it's not like Haven, in the sense that you could pull rotations.
Ya Alex itu awalnya jadi player kan ya pertama kali ya gak sih?
Silently. The only place who could do that really is A-Lens.
Ya pas yang di Diek pertama. Pokoknya pas paper Rex
Enggak sih,
baru main
enggak. Dia emang udah coach. Itu Tommy.
Langsung jadi coach ya.
Ya.
Kalau
Dia coach kan dari zaman maksudnya dari CS Paper Rex dulu. Pas pindah ke Loran dia tetap langsung.
Belum kalau di mana ya? Dia Viatrix ada kok. Sumpah. Sumpah demi apa? Kalau bukan suka.
And I will say Jing right now
Viatrix
has not
sponsor lo
gone
ya,
for
Nap?
much
Iya.
fast aggression.
Nanya lagi
example, the double satchel that OPTIC love to do down into
itu kenyataan.
bathrooms. He did do that a lot.
Kenyataan. Bukannya lapak gaming.
In the prior match as well.
Sih,
This time he's really been focused on hookah.
Konflik.
Hey, a big angle.
Gue versus Bani nih ntar. Yo lu molinya kemana tuh?
Garden.
Anjing dia jarang deketnya pakai ADS cok.
Waduh.
OPTIC get 2.
Aduh, bau-bau mereka.
Ya, ke pelintir satu-satu anjir.
Terus Yoru aja ya.
He's already here on the B site.
Tenang.
Ya udah sih, fracture-nya juga menang.
Still flirting around in hookah, but the spike is on the other side of the map. Looks like it's going to join him though. Can Benkai play spoiler?
Bacot aja nih anak-anak OPTIC anjing.
Spots Victor, shots not landing.
Coach lu bacot anjing.
Wall allows him to fall back. Meanwhile, Finesse has pushed himself all the way into Octagon, so Yay has to challenge.
Makan tuh lo Sen.
He gets a second. Finesse was able to take care of Divai, but that was it. Now Jing with 70 HP.
Aduh.
Boleh sakit banget anjing.
Ya Allah. Lagi itu anjir ente.
Main gue yang target gitu kan anjing.
Di stage dingin apa enggak? Dingin sih pasti.
And Marv now has the ult. Victor has his ult too. We've seen so many good trap plays from OPTIC, but yeah, definitely after losing the original kill from Forsaken, which by the way was completely dry all along here. Just running it by himself, playing the TP, playing his anchor. Yeah, he's too fast.
Dia pakai Vandal blub cu.
And really the one bright spot on the first map, you see he's able to continue his antics. But
Just take hookah.
Crashy's playing very well as
Dia
well.
ngomong apa tadi katanya? Just take hookah pokoknya gitu dah.
Happy about this round, or at least the match how it's going so far.
Tour de force through, flash down long towards fountain.
Baru kok jadi gini, santai bro.
Santai, baru 5-0 bro. Santai.
5-0 banyak sih.
Santai.
Victor has no way out of this.
He's
gonna go forward and he gets one with the showstopper. Tries to get the second and he does.
Terlalu maksa gak sih dia ngambil hookah udah tahu.
Karena Victor ini biasa aja. Victor ini pemain yang biasa aja nih.
Into trap plays.
Sebenarnya yang oke tuh di Marv sama
anjing apaan tuh?
Tembakan ini orang aneh emang nih orang tua emang ya.
Tembak mati anjing sumpah enggak bohong gua. Oke gak sih tadi? Iya oke.
Oke cok.
Padahal kayak pemain-pemain OPTIC pemain-pemain biasa aja anjing. Gue emosi nih. Ayo.
Finesse is getting 3Ks, OPTIC get to 6. We
Apa iya guys? Apa iya?
On the side of PaperX before. I mean, come on.
Apa iya?
They thought they had Victor dead to rights with that nade.
Masa kalah sama
Molly as
Crisis.
well, which would instantly killed him.
Sama Victor.
And then Finesse as well.
Hoki, cok.
Who set up the
Anjing demam panggung apa anjing, tadi dia jago sih. Gara-gara cuy.
And it's 6-0.
Orang kalau demam panggung tuh biasanya di game pertama anjing, bukan game kedua.
Jing has a showstopper.
Harusnya Yoru aja ya.
And he has that stinger in hand. We hear Tour Force come through Forsaken once again.
Aduh, nggak dibantuin, pecahin. Mati.
Elbow spotted.
Kecolong satu-satu nih guys.
Surprised they actually walk into that knowing he wasn't on an angle here on long. Forsaken got deep up there before he TP'd. And they walk into it.
Yeah, he's still concealed. They don't know he's here.
Teleport's ready.
How do they even clear?
I don't know that you do. The one real thing they have here is
Ulti kah? Ulti di flash nih anjing bawa-bawanya nih.
They haven't even taken hookah because of the alarm bot that's there.
Boh.
Now they know the ops there.
Waduh.
Cheeky little swing out from PaperX, not to get the kill, but Yay took a chunk of damage.
I mean, Jing trying to set up Forsaken there with his shoulder peek. Forsaken definitely could have found the value there.
Yay missing the shot. The threat is there. They know that they've lost hookah.
Ken, how do you get through this wall? This is a full fuel Viper wall right now.
Biasalah lagi kalau lagi kalah pasti banyak yang hujat gitu cuk.
Santai aja bro. Aduh. Oke.
Nothing really you can do here in Dubai with the clean one. But Marv.
Temot.
OPTIC 7.
Makan dulu, makan.
Ih, suara lu kok kayak Doraemon cuk.
This is a
Anjing lu.
phenomenal
Apa?
response.
Suara lu tadi pas ngomong temot gitu kayak Doraemon demi Allah.
Anjing bisa Doraemon kak babi. Temot.
Iya. Doraemon anjing.
You know I like quoting famous philosophers.
I do. People have no clue.
Oh no, but this one will resonate. Hear me out.
Kena bungkus yuk anjing
lah.
lah.
Marshawn Lynch, who said everyone has a plan until they get punched in the mouth. PaperX had a plan.
Aduh, gamblingnya mereka lagi dapet ya kan, mereka ke A, musuhnya juga nge-stack di A.
Gua perih anjing di itu semua lu bang.
So other players are gonna be able to join. OPTIC cannot chew off more here, and they won't. All they'll net themselves is one amazing ultimate here. The Seekers on this map. Some rotations come through.
Aduh, rada susah gak sih anjing?
They're certainly missing.
Aduh, dia main di situ. Ke-detect gak ya?
And they're not going to be able to clear Yay off this angle. And there it is, Jing falls. The pivotal instrument towards this B hit that consistently comes in for PaperX.
Nggak kena itu ya? Apa kena sih? Oh, kena ya? Aron yang entry cu.
PRX just funnel out, they push their way out, they push their way forward. And now they have an orbital strike of their own. Crashies and Victor on the other side. Victor gets one with an aid of all things.
Aduh, Aron mati gak sih nih feeling gua? Aduh, Aron mati. Nggak jadi.
Victor's gonna have to do it himself and he cannot. PaperX are on the board.
Entry Brimstone nih bos.
Para dukung PaperX yuk. Keren dah.
But it's still a long path ahead. One round here on their attacking side. A place where they cause so much problems over and over. Right now, OPTIC seems to be completely happy with what they're throwing at them. I do think that PaperX on that round, they were in a position that I certainly did not expect them to be able to win, especially after that orbital strike. I felt like 3 players were mollied in the middle of that. So
ada bang, halo Kaniki.
They've got 2 players boosted up on elevation here, and they haven't hit this A site in quite a while.
Bel, lu nge-casting itu ya turnamen NBA juga ya, Bel?
Ha! Astagfirullah, ada aja headshot. Headshot gitu nembaknya anjing. Mampus lu. Banyakin.
Demons exercise. This Paper X look to put together a beautiful round.
2 lawan 4 yuk.
Poples nih, poples.
I mean, they have money for
Lagi
days,
fokus
so
oke,
sure.
maaf. Gue udah marah-marahin kan. Low seven.
Oh, tukang kacamata nih, last nih. Tukang kacamata, Son. Sikat, Son. Ya.
They smell blood in the water.
Gara-gara Phantom itu.
Iya.
Aduh.
Gotten two. Time not on his side though, and you still have to deal with the Viper Spin.
Mau coba ya coba aja.
Mind Freak cleans him up.
Coba
Paper X
aja,
get the second.
coba.
Benkai low. W Gaming here, full force.
Lu nggak kayak turnamen Nvidia gak sih?
Two, and this is the streak of rounds that is instrumental to success right now. Shut down the momentum, the motivation.
By the way, kok dia bisa main di situ ya?
Di bus.
From OPTIC.
Oh, di bus.
For Marv to shut down the showstopper early. They thought that was a win
Siapa
condition.
juga anjing ya, udah bisa main di situ anjing.
That was a hell of a shot too, man.
Aduh, sendawa.
Timeout coming through for OPTIC. As Paper X have won the last 2 rounds. And perhaps we're flirting with something here where the rounds come in bunches. OPTIC had won 7
tegang banget, tenang. Ini map defender, guys.
That's why you see chat call it here.
Tenang ya, tenang.
As brutal as possible to make the second half comeback impossible. And the things that work there,
Apa ya?
honestly,
Butuh ya ada yang dimakan gitu anjir.
Sama kayak Hui, GeForce ada turnenya lagi, Nafs ada. Besok tuh nobar.
both of those situations, OPTIC got the initial kill. So these are definitely not.
Nggak perlu pakai satchel itu mah. Bus ke atas itu nggak perlu pakai satchel. Easy.
Aku dari baju siang malam jadi nggak pikir baru.
Gila main.
Tapi nggak terbiasa kali pakai.
Oftentimes that is
main
very intended to punish Chambers in this situation. Ye is there at lamps. What a different style we've seen from Paper X so far. So slow in comparison to their typical pace. The fastest easily at this event.
And I mean, even when they've tried going fast, they just haven't found much success. Cheeky little setup.
Pace-nya itu rada ngemis gitu ya.
Takes a little bit of damage.
Walaupun nggak ada orang.
Willing to do that when Ye's on the other side.
Aduh.
They can push through. Jing tried to get on the trade, but it was Crashies who wins that one out.
Waduh, nggak efek dong.
Aduh, dia main sendirian anjing dapat 2.
Recon Phantom, Cok.
It's a 5v3 here for OPTIC, as once again, it seems like their rate of winning out outrageously high number of rounds after a timeout may continue.
Aduh.
Hai. Satu lagi menang nih.
Gak di-expect dari, sumpah.
He gives it away, but he wasn't expecting Forsaken, and now tour de force online.
TP.
They're TPing out too. Mark has no stem here to get back fast, but he will be short. They have the trip up though for Forsaken.
Ayo.
They're trying to storm the gates, but the rotation's amazing. It's a 1v1
kedengeran gak sih stepnya sumpah kedengeran.
Controllers, but the bullets don't come through for Marv as Benkai gets 3.
Kok gak win sih?
Crucial 1v1.
Aku ge.
Masih bisa nge-whip ya, ternyata pro player tingkat master gini.
Caving on the side of OPTIC.
Iyalah cuy anjing, what the fuck. Emang
It was a massive problem for them.
Masalah mereka sesekali gitu.
There's a reason why that
Kalau gue sesering.
went lopsided. Even though they're typically so good. That clutch rounds.
Terus kayak apa namanya POV-nya diliatin kayak nge-wave
7-0. Here's the double satchel for Jing. Slow on the ground, but it's a fast reaction.
Langsung headshot, bro.
All it nets is a trade.
Spray geter gitu.
The Seekers too to make sure they hadn't fully established Shower's control, so they're going to be able to work their way forward into that.
Ye also found Benkai on the other side of the map. Might find Forsaken here too, and he does.
Dude, and it's the little things. Crashies flashes into short right during that. And that's exactly where Paper X are going.
Halo Tarsena,
Off of this,
ayo.
OPTIC with a big numbers advantage. 4v2, Mind Freak.
This is a judge here. Swing with the flash.
Ron, Jafron.
Through.
Waduh.
Finesse with the
Alay anjing.
OPTIC get to 8.
Udah nggak bisa nembak aja, dia pakai jet kuntil.
Is that aggressive?
Tahu apa sih Vines? Lo kira lo keren?
From
Enggak, bego.
Paper X that ends up costing them their OPTIC completely ready for the
Marah-marah,
bathroom aggression. Completely ready
Ente dah.
for both Benkai and Forsaken to try to take some space
Gak apa-apa,
long.
93. Comeback.
And this map definitely
Comeback.
Forsaken. Not finding as much value as they did.
With yours.
Kurs.
Forsaken.
Padahal si Ye dari tadi mainnya cuma di side, tau gak sih anjing? Lo lihat dah.
Kers kah?
Chambernya nggak pernah cari info ya?
Enggak, bukan yang agresif ke sini, baru ini doang tadi dia nge-pick tuh. Udah tadi main di set anjing. Kayaknya oleh Aran bolong gak sih di triple? Anjing sih. Dia pakai
Copenhagen and Brimstone Ops. They have a better duo, and he gets it again.
Shot, Marv gets a second. You see Victor trying to play in a spot where he's able to welcome them, and yay with the tour de force on the other side.
Marv in the middle of all that gets that off, but finally a shot missed. They'll have Victor to back him up though, and it will net the kill, and potentially net the half, and respond right back to Paper X.
Okay, curse guys.
Just on the other side,
Anjing masih dapat ya.
Gaming flawless comes through.
Curse.
Nice.
Okay.
Reset, win.
After the bludgeoning that they took on map 1. Excellent response.
I mean, I'm wondering if all that people talking that Finesse was doing at the beginning of the game was them completely breathing a sigh of relief. After they see no Yoru here, this definitely did not work out for Paper X.
Anjing depan muka tuh.
And this is what I was mentioning. Marv getting out that overstrike in the middle of fighting on both sides. Perfect for Ye to be able to pinch them as they go for the TP.
Iya tai emang.
An excellent response out from OPTIC. Watch the throne because King's kill.
93 cu, Kers ini.
Kers aci patut, apalagi nggak kayak serere nih di Indo.
Thank you very much, Bola and Doug. There it's another 9-3, but this time in the favor of OPTIC. I've got Jess and Brent back here with me. Brent, OPTIC, they have an answer. They have the discipline, and the game plan is working.
Yeah, it's kind of handed them on a plate, I think, because the composition of Paper X playing, it's so clear that they're uncomfortable to a degree. Like, they want to play fast and loose, and when they are controlled, when they're running the double controller, the double smokes, they have to play at a bit of a slower tempo to take map control, and they are struggling because of it. They are struggling so much.
It looked like it took 7 rounds until they were confident enough to take those opening duels, to take space on the map. That being said, the man on your screen right now was one that was denying them a lot of that space. I think OPTIC had a perfect read on the power positions on the map, and this man, we spoke about flashes and the likes of getting Jing in. Conversely, OPTIC had one of the best flashes in the entire server.
Anjing, tukang kacamata jadi jago tuh.
This is my spot, don't come in.
But I loved how hard OPTIC were fighting over this map control. The entire time, Showers was being denied, Hookah was being re-cleared. They were always taking opportunities to essentially punish and play with complete confidence. You've just got flattened on map number 1, and you've come back in, and you're playing with this much confidence, this much gall to be able to take the fight to Paper X. I mean, they are just honestly a world-class and a different team. This is what experience affords you, is opportunities like this to not, just fall quietly into the night. You will fight back tooth and nail, and the fact that it's 9-3 is absurd, but there was adaptations towards the end. Forsaken ended up capitalizing, re-clearing the space, taking it back again as we saw in that final clip. There were attempts by Paper X, but is it too late? Is it too little? Because they are sitting at that 9-3 scoreline.
We did say they're one of those attacking-sided teams, so to go into a half where you might not be comfortable, you don't have the usual composition that you run right on the map. I tend to stray away. I'm going to bring more wearing today. And I have a nice little stack to throw up for everyone if you're aware. OPTIC have won every single map of their opponent so far throughout this tournament. Not just their own map pick, but if their opponent has picked a map, they've won it. 4 of the times that they've gone and they've had to face their opponent's map pick, they've won it. And I think they might make it 5-0.
It's looking like
I think so too, yeah. OPTIC are looking great, taking the fight to Paper X. But Paper X, they got to bounce back here. They have to bounce back. It's not an elimination match. They will have a second chance whoever loses. And I'm going to throw this over back to Doug and Bala to get back into the second half of Vine.
Good luck, Davai. Good luck, Manbrick. Good luck, Ben.
One half in the books, and if you're a fan of OPTIC, you're enjoying the tale that's been told so far. Meanwhile,
gue kayak nepokin dari belakang gitu kan.
Paper people? Yeah, paper people. You're not digging this one.
Oh, the fast double satchel again from Victor. And this has been so successful. There's no brimstone stim here though.
Up.
Here we go.
Goblok ada
Kind of receive.
Oh,
the pinch!
They're just going for it.
Aduh,
Forsaken's there, and once again he gets over on the round. The spike still back showers.
Nice
As there are
banget.
fights all over the site.
Mampus rasanya jadi attacker goblok. Mampus.
Already succumbing a little bit to the aggression that we expect from Paper Rex. They even got to hunt down Long B. And Ye was not able to put it down. So a lot of information here for Paper Rex to work with. And I think at this point, they can just chill. Look at the rotation coming in towards this A side. Jing is already
Ini baik, pengen bersin tapi nggak bersin gimana ya?
Saya bingung.
Finesse so weak too.
Santai, chill. Up.
It's actually Ye who's going first.
Anjing itu one way dari mana, Kak?
Anjing lah curang, anjing headhunter 2 hit.
Well, it doesn't work out for Mind Freak. Crash user shown up too.
Masih ada jing.
It's a 2v2 here.
Aduh!
Certainly not out of the woodworks yet.
Ah!
He's gotten into
Menghilanglah kau satu peluru.
Ya, ketahuan cuy. Kebede.
Force spawn, no.
No, he's not.
Nah, lari dong, udah
All
baik.
the way.
Gak tahu kan?
Dia masih bisa kebe.
Devi has no idea. And the thing is, even if Devi were to go in short right now, Ye would know.
And he can't even hear the spike.
Ketahuan harusnya dia kebe nih. Aduh dia.
There he's scratching his head wondering what the heck happened here.
Goes through the telly again.
Masih ada scan.
Lies as to what's going
Scan
on.
backside nggak ada.
Ah, off angle curang, cok.
CT Davai.
Dia nge-scan bilang.
Up.
And he's not able to, but he does with the clutch.
Bisa-bisanya begitu loh
Ye gets
anjing.
3, OPTIC get 10.
Iya.
Weh, Ye, kontrol tidur aja anjing.
And the pistol round for the
Tadi dia
leaders
udah
this
dapat off
time
angle
too.
tapi dia berani buat ngepick ya anjing,
OPTIC.
keren banget.
Receive the statement, receive the
Lagi
letter
pede
of
nih berarti nih
intent
orang.
from Paper Rex. And they send back a cease and desist.
Bacot yang lain di
Map
carry
that
aja
has been
bacot.
completely undefeated, spotless for Paper Rex right here.
Itu skornya
Look at this.
samaan anjing nggak di carry goblok.
Off the backs
Itu
of that
finesse yang
coach from
bacot.
Ye, Paper Rex is going to say,
Eh,
let's go for a buy here. There's a lot of SMGs here. A Stinger, 2 Spectres.
AMD gak sih?
ay,
Itu kalau headshot sih.
kirain headshot.
Looking to spoil that day. They still have the gun advantage, even with the investment on the side of Paper Rex.
Force by you.
Nggak kena doginya bang. Nembakin hantu anjing.
Preemptively firing the peak there from Ye. Not looking for the Prowler, looking for somebody walking down with it.
Perih. Game.
Oh iya gila jago banget, iya lagi jago anjing sekarang. Kayak Ali Reza.
Deafening. As Paper Rex have no idea what OPTIC want to do here.
Anjing casternya nggak mau bisik-bisik
Go
juga.
about it quiet route. Now you see that flash come through. Counter flash, Prowler trying to find something.
Oh, nice.
And it's Jing
Udah masuk set.
the opener, but Victor
Aja,
has made
nice.
his way in. And Victor not able to get more with it. You see the investment they may have worked out.
Lah, finish, terakhir finish. Ya.
Pasti aduh.
Banyakin tuh ganti-ganti tai.
The Stinger too good.
Force by dia weh.
Paper Rex has been phenomenal after losing their pistol rounds. So far this tournament, before this game they were 2 and 3. A 40% win rate in that round specifically, and that's not one that they could get massive advantages or being able to buy a Vandal or anything like that because of a couple of kills or anything. There's no spike plant money from the defender sides.
This is it, kata si Jason. This is it. Okay, this is it.
Definitely catch OPTIC off guard here.
Maksud tau lucu.
The one way too.
Itu kan keriting.
This is old school tech.
Matiin, nice. Iya nggak tuh gue.
Yeah.
Goes double dipping. Gets a second, third not there.
Nice.
Ayo 24 yuk. Iya.
Nice.
Expected T-hole ya, can in ya. Careful.
Not able to actually read the
Nyasar tuh
situation.
roller anjing nyabun.
That Viper orb was phenomenal.
Apa itu?
Apa lu? PNS udah lu sana kerja aja anjing
For
PNS.
Paper Rex, they just keep up coming up with such cool things. Just immediately dropping the orb as soon as he could. Forsaken, that's an easy kill against actually a complete anti-strat to that wall that is becoming more and more popular. That actually give some space on top of that box to peek from. The typical one that we saw, you know, at Reykjavik and
What is
tournaments
your
prior
name?
was
My name
always
is
covering that box up.
Kumala Sari.
Would you look at that
Makan,
ball? We got a
guys.
little. Oh,
Makan
well, we
apa,
had a
Bel?
little dual op setup.
McD.
He decides to go for the Vandal. Forsaken still has it.
Lu makan sehari berapa kali, Bel?
No one there.
Ini baru 2 kali.
Victor, they're gonna get the flash.
Biasanya berapa?
Mind Freak
2 kali juga.
Aron!
escape, but
Les, wah.
gets the one anyways.
Jing, Lang, and Wade and Hookah again.
Aduh!
The most deceptive.
Si Jing lagi
Yeah,
nggak hoki
swings
dah.
around anyway.
Satu lagi.
Forsaken with the op. Had a shot at the collapse, which is just the first sleight of hand, not on his side.
Aduh.
Di spam
Built
si
Benkai, who's
anjing,
left outnumbered in a
pistolnya Chamber
1v3.
kekintil lah.
Anjing itu bisa
See you do this one.
collateral piercing shot itu anjir.
Aduh, dibalas Iko ya. Ini mereka Iko apa, Bay?
Bye.
So far away.
Iko
Those little
3 ya
dinosaur
Allah.
arms that he walked out with, causing serious problems here. As he swings around, and well, he's greeted by the firing squad.
Walau lari udah
courtesy
keren
of
cok
OPTIC.
anjing.
11-5 and
Iya, hampir dapat.
Maaf ya.
Tapi lu merasa gak sih kalau mereka Euro menang-menang aja, coy?
hand for Paper X like we saw from OPTIC in the first map. But still,
Aduh.
long path Jing there too. Definitely should have gotten that kill on the A.
Dia ADS mulu dah. Kayak main PUBG anjing.
Unlocked. Yay, displaying some confidence.
Emang anak PUBG kan?
Oh iya.
The most unassuming of
Nggak
the
tahu.
Yeah. Usually he's like, I mean, that was lucky.
Mana tahu dia main PUBG.
Dia pro player CS dulu deh, tapi bukan tier
Interesting
1.
buy here out.
Iya.
Kalau has that short course, well, he had it. As he just gets dropped instantly.
Aduh, menurut gua kalau Euro menang deh. Kalau menurut kalian dia nggak?
Secrets through Benkai with Roomba in his
Nah,
face.
juga sih sama aja gak sih kayak
As Victor
Chamber
won
juga
with
make up play
nade,
juga
as
gak
he's
sih?
going up
Maksudnya sama
top,
gak
he's going
sih?
deeper, he's looking for more.
Kalau dia
Viper's
bisa
pit
lebih. Enggak,
Palang
menurut gua
kayak
Euronya
palang.
si
to conceal anything that's happening
Euronya
on the
si
site.
Jason itu pakai line up, coy. Line up-nya banget anjir.
The
Kayak
amount
mungkin
of
dia
bullets on
kayak
that
takut
spawn
ke
door,
baca
the
kali
pipes
soalnya dari
exit,
kemarin pakai Euro terus kan.
ridiculous to deal with.
Iya kali ya.
And it forces you
Jadi
to be
game-
peeking
gamenya
when they're
limited.
walking out of bathroom. So that's just easy kills to clean up for OPTIC.
Ya udahlah.
Oke.
Si Jing juga lagi nggak dapet sih dari tadi gue liat mati terus ya. Lagi
They're
unluko
going to
men.
let him get to match point, but for good reason. If they lost players here, it would have been basically map.
Yang ngomel ya ada semutu.
Economy
Enggak,
obviously
itu
not
bercanda
good,
bro.
but we see Mind Freak with only 900
Kenapa?
credits. Yeah, he's gonna bring in the orbital
Enggak
strike
itu.
in the next round.
Kayaknya main salah sendiri buat top.
Good swing.
And the nice thing is now that Showstopper's online
It's okay,
too.
nice try bro.
For Jinx, now you see 2 key ultimates online here.
Sure.
Match point.
As we get up to match point here for OPTIC.
Udah ketahuan anjir.
The narrative that we had coming into
Dasar
this
ke
map
situ
was
terus.
there's no way OPTIC come back against the comp, against a team as good at this map as Paper Rex. It looks like the decision to switch away from
Gua udah baca.
prep so far that they've been playing at
Yang
this
ngomel di
tournament.
ADS mulu.
Definitely
Main
costing
Valor
them.
tuh jangan pakai ADS, blok. Sebel gua.
One more chance here for
Baru-baru
Paper
aja blok.
Rex. One more opportunity to keep this map alive. And look at the space they've taken, the hunt to find something through that smoke
Emang
potentially,
kenapa
but
kalau
it
gua
doesn't
ngoceh?
find anything. So they go
Live-live gue,
explode. And
masalah.
a gap for Benkai too here in the wall.
Do they check it? Wall goes down.
Aduh, emang
Gue
ya.
pikir dulu, blok.
Right in the face. Now the nade there, Benkai, nowhere to go. Nothing is safe.
Aduh si Benkai.
Banyakin mirip-mirip terus ya.
But he could get leaked out from U-Haul. As the challenge orbital strike comes through, we mentioned that ult at the beginning of the round.
Biasa dapat banyak cucu, kecuali mereka TP.
Do they rotate back into his lap?
Love the way that Mind Freak is playing this.
He's just waiting. Patiently, he gets a big kill.
Tembakannya keren banget lu liat gak sih?
Now knowledge of where the spike is, the molly to cut
Itu
things
susah cok
off.
kayak gitu
And
sumpah.
Forsaken can strike at any point here too. Because information right now is only that Mind Freak's on the
Bye.
flank, but he gets a
Pick
little
anak CS tuh
greedy
kayak gitu
and
tuh, anjing,
Crashes
Aaron.
finds something too.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
Aduh jadi kalah anjing.
It's falling
Jason
apart.
kenapa nggak maju sih dari tadi sih?
But
Sengaja.
brings it right back. It's now Marv in a 1v2. Benkai weak.
Mau tidur di Siulan dia.
Forsaken light armor.
Does he know?
He may.
Casino.
Staring right at it.
Casino.
Averts his gaze.
Ditandain. Fake info temennya. Bagus lah.
Gila disiplin
How does
banget.
Marv do this? That's how Paper X get to 6.
Great round for Paper X on a number of levels. The one weapon was enough. Save from the last round.
Bella, jangan
And the push
marah,
immediately down low B.
marah.
OPTIC was not set up.
Kalau
to
nggak
receive.
marah bukan Bella.
And also, we have to keep in mind, Marked is all the way deep at them, so he spots that pocket, but Benkai specifically was playing there to counter the Victor double satchel.
Ayo, kalau 12-12 keren sih.
They won't go for it. They're going to go for the trap play with the Molly elbow. And the double satchel.
Elbow.
All the way down for seconds here, though.
Oh, short, but the rest of the fight is happening
Whoa!
on the other side of the map. And he manages to get one with the showstopper. OPTIC just get dismantled, but Ye somehow gets 2 with the tour de force. Hasn't equalized the round quite yet.
Trip just went off, and he also hears the Prowler duck, so he knows exactly where both of these players are.
Ini last main boss cuy.
And he receives the spike immediately, so a lot of time, a lot of
Satu A satu
space
B
for him to
anjir.
punish Divide here, who will be in a 1v1.
Kan CD kayak kenceng ya. Del, si Ye.
1 and 9 for him.
Ye nggak low sense dia, lumayan
Oh
tuh.
dia long sense. Mau cari gerakin mouse kali ya.
Mentioned that 1v1. Divide playing an elbow, Ye quietly sneaking his way forward. Benkai still on the other side of the map. As he has so many options before him.
Nggak bakal ketemu gak sih? Nggak bakal.
Taunya ada yang teriak ya. Huka gitu ya.
Enggak, pasti kalau kayak masih gitu langsung kayak sus gak sih playernya.
Pick Davai.
BB CC 5 lagi bro, let's go bro.
And what started a few rounds ago now for Paper X looks certainly real.
Makan tuh fire.
Again, aggression against aggression. OPTIC want to go for that double satchel up long. But the classic Paper X, this time they actually add Jing to the mix, which just works so well with the showstopper. The haunt in that smoke provides so much value. And they're going to go for it again.
Enggak lah,
And
itu
even
mah
here,
lu yang ikut ntar anjing.
Divide might still send that same exact message.
Pakai terus tuh ya taktiknya.
Beli satu skin lah, berapa sih 2000-an kan?
Oh malah ke situ, jadi dia nggak bisa mundur ya.
Natron, aduh, disokiran.
Wow! Dengan Phantom membungkus manusia.
Dibungkus ya. Gila nih orang pede banget gitu. Wow. Inikah?
They're not done with bind.
Not at all.
Abis ini Iko gak sih? Mereka gak ada duit ya?
Mungkin sering ke B ya, tai.
Gak ada duit bro, gak ada duit.
Kalau kesaran lu sering marah juga gak Bel? Enggak. Malah lu bikin candu, bisa aja lu.
Bener-bener setengah, gue bener-bener napas. Tenang.
Gue marah aja. Ini pokoknya kalau sampai comeback gue giveaway
He joins the stage for the first time this tournament.
Buat 1 orang.
And ends up popping off.
He has been a scoundrel this entire series.
Bisa beli 1 skin
Again, you know, we mentioned it
macam
on the
Elder
first
Flame
map.
gitu.
We talk
Berarti
so much about these other
2000-3000
players on the side of Paper X, and well, for good reason, right? Like you've got a star-studded lineup over there, but Divide, he's putting everyone on notice.
Yeah, at least in these important moments.
A
couple of clutch situations or anti-clutch situations, you can call them. That 2 versus 1 for him.
Halo.
He's only at 8 and 17, but massive impact. And on the
dia
first round, his stats definitely reflected that impact. This time, not so much.
Mazie.
Mind Freak, 18 and 16.
That's crazy. It means Divide
BWLAE kayak ini.
But man, you talk about impact, you're absolutely right.
And there's even more than that. Obviously, you got the 4K but the fade Prowler shuts down the actual push from Victor there, who's trying to go around the corner with an op of his own.
Forsaken juga sih.
Iya, they're gonna tuck.
Nyakin kena.
Ya si Jing yang mati cok unlucky man sumpah nggak bohong itu.
Itu ambil lari nggak sih?
Itu lagi.
Itu udah bisa masuk. Ya.
Udah masuk.
Nice.
Gila Ron sendirian cok TP what the fuck.
Looking to be one of the cleanest rounds.
Hol guys.
Expect.
Cok siaran berani banget ya TP sendirian ya?
Berani.
Oh nice.
Karena yang bunuh tak saat.
Showers itu karena tadi mereka mau jepitnya deh.
Mau jepit ya.
Tapi dia kayak nggak takut.
Anjing.
Masih ada di belakang.
Kocak lo beliau.
Oh iya cosplay Pikachu lupa cok.
All smiles for the PaperX fans.
Besok deh. Nggak gue bilang
They put together now 4 in a row. They've come from 5.
Nama lu Nanda bukan Kaco jangan nyaut.
Still 3 match points to go.
Tahu nih.
Apa sih
Important
babi?
to build the bank.
Makanya comeback dulu nih PaperX.
So no matter what happens in the round,
Dia menang di sini bisa loh.
money
Jadi 11-12.
to take on the push, but look at this.
Iya.
Chicken might actually go
WL
for
ini.
a peek in the TP. To challenge EA.
WL boleh nih bawa.
No, he's gonna get out of there for sure.
Masa iya kena lagi ya? Ya.
Oh, Jing kasihan Jing sumpah.
Not a good start here for PaperX.
Nah lagi loh.
Mati mulu deh Cok. Kasihan dah.
Kena gitu lagi loh masalahnya. Bisa oke lah, masih COVID juga pusing kayaknya.
Lagi parah-parahnya COVID-nya ya.
Iya lagi naik kemarin gue pas ke UGD aja banyak yang COVID anjing.
It's Forsaken. Why not? Crash, he's unaware the scene is
there.
That might
Nice.
be enough, but no, it's not.
Katanya si Jing yang lebih parah gejalanya dari yang lain.
Large chunk of it taken out, still has it. That's mind freak sort right there. And
Jing gak kenapa ya, mungkin karena gak lagi sakit juga kali. Jadi gak bisa perform.
Tadi map 1 aman-aman aja nih.
Emang lagi iya. Imba kemarin gak sih?
Aduh.
30 seconds left.
That looks so
I think
close.
he knows. Look at him, the crosshair.
Oh!
Yes, it's good.
Tembakan geter cu anjing.
But again, finesse in showers, the leader for the doctor.
Aduh.
He's finessing his way into A, and he does.
Nice try bro, itu kalau dapat keren banget
Turns around, destroys Forsaken.
Aduh, nggak ada di cancel ya.
3v3 here, operator still in the
Ulti
hand.
lagi.
Rotations now start to show up for PaperX. Time not on their side.
Dipakai sama Aaron tadi cancelnya. Biasa jadi sekarang sih kah? Lagi?
Is that the finishing blow? There's a showstopper.
It's popped early.
PaperX so patient. Stalwart in the face of what's before him.
Aduh, ngeselin nih kayaknya.
Gitu banget
And they move right into Ye. This third
Molly nih.
foregone conclusion here as Benkai gets into half. He's
Ente.
Finesse does it at the end. 13-9 responses. We're headed to map 3. We're headed to Fracture.
Udah hampir tuh comebacknya.
A phenomenal response from OPTIC. But even in the face of a crushing defeat, PaperX
Anjing, mirip
with a nice little comeback there. After what looked like they're going to be fully in despair. The first map.
And the truth is, like, that doesn't go their way by a hair.
No.
It really
Bro, mau
doesn't.
DM dulu gak bro?
Easily could have gone the other way, but ultimately, as you were saying, it's a fake comeback.
Oke guys, masih ada map 3.
Berapa?
So many important moments throughout the entire map. And that one definitely got us.
Jola bro.
Tinggi banget loh padahal.
Masih ada 3 map bro, santai napa?
Hey, specifically too.
Hah, BO5?
We came into this.
Ada 3 kan?
We came into this tournament with him in the
Cuma masih ada
conversation,
1 map lagi.
and he was the conversation about best player in the world. And at the beginning of the tournament, he definitely didn't have the best player in the world performance.
Jangan dibawa kontrol optik. Terus pesangannya jago banget sih.
The crazy thing though is PaperX come into this as a potential favorite, and Jing quietly sneaks into the conversation. So far on Haven, he was really good, but map 2 definitely struggled a little bit. We're gonna have to see Fracture where he is. Insane.
He struggled. PaperX struggled. Break on the other side of this one, friends. Don't go far. Fracture's next.
VCT.
Udah masih menanyakan why not Yoru. Kalau sampai di fracture Yoru sih berarti mereka nggak mau kalah. Buka kartu. sejauh ini, tapi Paper X masih pakai kartu-kartu yang di APAC.
Cingan bandar kurang udut kah? Siapa udut? Ntar guys, kencing dulu guys.
Optik tuh padahal kayak apa ya?
Aduh. Gak bisa makan apa aja.
What a response from OPTIC. They take down PaperX on their map pick of a bind. I'm Yingsu and I'm back here with Jess and Bren. That is the OPTIC we know and love. That is the OPTIC we needed to see in this series.
Yeah, I mean, they almost let it slip a little bit towards the end of the second half. They like to troll, a little bit of a fake comeback. But no, they ended up sealing it away. And I think a large part of it was down to the fact that PaperX are playing a bit of a slower comp and a bit of a slower tempo to it. And it's something that OPTIC are very familiar with. Regionally, a lot of the time, controller, it's incredibly popular.
Sama.
It really did, I think, give them an in. And they were playing with just complete confidence.
It's like they knew parts of the map to pick and prod.
Duh, halo yes kecil.
They just knew the game plan before they'd even jumped in, which probably goes to the whole prep argument of, you know,
pilek, kayak lagi pilek, batuk-batuk, gak tahu mau makan apa tapi gila Aaron jago banget cuy. Aaron lagi wangi banget.
Unbelievable stat to be able to hold as a team like this.
Do you feel like it was a mistake for PaperX to change that? Yes.
Dia udah diterima, oke Bang YS kecil, mantap.
Yeah, I think the Euro is, you can't really prep for it too much, but this particular round as well, Jess, you highlighted a really interesting question.
Watch this round. If I don't show you who's what team, would you have guessed after what Victor does now, which team is this? Do you think this is Jing? Yeah, I think this is Jing. I think this is Jing. I think this is PaperX. The fact that they can give PaperX a taste of their own medicine in attacking strategy is nice. It wasn't as formidably fast as we know Jing to be, but it gave me flashes of what PaperX was known to be great at when it comes to fight. And now, well, it's Optic's playground now.
Lulusan dari One Up. Iya, One Up the best.
Know what OPTIC are going to be doing in terms of their preparation, how they're going to be turning it back, because the Fracture's been
One Up
road to
One Up jadi ini dong. Observer champion, pas champion.
Fracture as a map in this pool. But one play in particular I really wanted to highlight is Ye, because this guy, we said it, we got a little bit of a listen in. He said he's locked in.
Pasti Jason turun headshotnya.
He looks great today. I think Jing's been a bit quiet, but Ye has been having the performance of his life. A lot of people criticized him in the beginning of this tournament. I don't think that anybody is criticizing him right now.
No, I mean the guy is just on fire right now, and honestly, it's a dangerous.
Aaron gede mulu headshotnya sumpah.
Moving forwards, this kind of
36, 43.
World Championship caliber, which we already know. These guys have achieved in the past.
Yeah, I think Ye being on the tip top of his game is great. There's also another player we have to highlight if we're speaking about Fracture. Victor, Going to be another linchpin of their attacking and defensive strategy, of course. It's just going to be the whole game plan for OPTIC now. They know they can do it on the best playground of Paper X. They can wipe away that fear a little bit. Now they go into a bit more of an even playing ground. Yes, the DRX result worries me a little bit.
Last map nih, last map of the day, guys.
This is a brand new
Pengen makan ya, tapi nggak bisa makan sembarangan, nggak ada makanan.
How even is this playground though? I mean, I know we want to ignore what happened against DRX, but it feels like we can't really.
No, I mean, honestly, I think Paper X are a team they're going to be probably coming into this next one with a lot of confidence. They started off this map with not a lot of confidence, which was surprising. They were really uneager to trade each other out, take risks and make plays as well in the early portions of Bind.
Minyak,
heavily. They're going to be coming in with a bit of a
bahaya
mindset now. I mean, that has to be a core takeaway. And for OPTIC, I don't know. My brain's empty. My head's empty. I got no thoughts.
Isn't it always empty though, Brent?
It's always empty. Yeah, I'm absolutely
Nanti
the
yang
best
ada
team,
ini
and
loh.
I'll defend that title to my dying breath.
Batuk
Yeah,
gua.
I don't really know what to expect from this team
Bengek
because
gua
they've
ntar.
been so up and down on Fracture recently.
Bengek ntar. Ntar malam tidur bengek.
The OPTIC let through Bind and Fracture, but after seeing Bind, they have a plan.
Hello guys,
They have a plan.
hello guys.
Look, you can look at the stats, and I'm usually, you know me, I'm a stats heavy girl. I will go back and I will say, well, they've only ever lost once on this map. They have a perfect international record.
Besok gue mau Nvidia GeForce.
Should win through and through, but I don't think the stats barely
BTR siapa aja ya line up ya sekarang ya? Gue tadi nggak nonton dah.
You've got an OPTIC that have won their opponent's map pick.
Ya, habis PPRS emang off kok gua.
Besok ada Nvidia, satu dari RF, dua dari Hype Digital, tiga dari BTR, empat dari Dewa United. Cuman gue nggak tahu BTR line up sekarang siapa aja. Iya, silakan.
Lu main di Nvidia?
Enggak, gue nobar.
Bikin itu lohan gua. Aduh, nggak ngerti lagi bikinnya.
Nobar tuh asik sih sambil nonton, ngobrol.
Iya, tapi kayak powernya tuh kayak harus ada tau gak sih? Kalau nobar tuh capek tau gak? Emang enggak? Oh ya lu udah biasa lah ya caster anjing gitu.
So, I mean, when we get into the later, I think it limited him too much personally. Yes, because normally he's playing the Raze and normally he's hyper aggressive and he's able to set up a lot of
tambahan Hanif doang, gantinya Cude. Oh iya.
To me, it speaks that they are
Cude
playing with
kira-kira pindah kemana tau
into
gak?
this with confidence, which was I think one of the things that were massively lacking at the start of Bind. They found it towards the end of the series, but it's too late. No one afforded a buffer. You didn't have any more opportunities to give, any more rounds to give. It was a bit of a comeback, but it was a fake comeback.
I know you said the lack of confidence on the side of Paper X, but I feel like Forsaken has been the consistency on that team today, where I haven't seen any of that.
Oh, berarti besok visi masih lama, masih anak-anak lama ya.
But Forsaken versus Victor, this is going to be really spicy.
Yes, I'm looking forward
to
it.
Cude udah nggak ada.
Whatever ends up happening as well, it's as well.
Siapa sih anak-anak yang lama selain Cude?
Victor performing well. Jesse brought it up earlier. I think it is a huge part for OPTIC having success on maps is when Victor feels comfortable and is popping off. So far, it's been a little bit tempered in this series, I would say.
This particular map, Victor does have to have a big showing. That is his role. That is the agent upon which is trusted upon him, and to make the space, to take the space. We saw on Bind, they know the power positions on the map that are expected that PRX are going to take. If they want to stop them at the door and they want to keep up this whole attitude of these are the power positions, we own them, you can't get in without a lot of I think they have a very clear understanding that PaperX uses momentum in the early round to the mid round based off those positions on the map. If they keep holding
Sayo di mana? BTR ya?
I really think Fracture's a map where it's very difficult to regain that space. Once you have it, it's rather yours, and that is where the momentum comes the mid to late round. I'd like to see how OPTIC adapts to that.
I mean, of course, winning this gets you a spot in the grand final on Sunday. It also means that you will get 2 bans, not just 1 ban, but 2 on that day, and that is a massive advantage if you look at the fact that Fnatic and FPX are the 2 teams you're going to have to face, and they have weaknesses. So you can force them onto their weaknesses, so this is a really, really important map here.
I think having that advantage is why, even though we say this is not a knockout game, the stakes for me couldn't be higher. If I was one of the
berarti
coaches
masih ada VCT Copenhagen juga kan ya, Bel?
This is the match we got to win because
masih
always
kan malam juga kan?
a leg up in the final.
Anjing berarti gue nobar 2 kali. Oke.
Besok lawan mereka
Again, Brent, you mentioned you don't want to see
gue sabokin lah ya live besok.
Do you think that's going to be the change that's going to make a difference?
Yeah, I think putting Jing back on the Raze
Raffi main di high. Seriusan? Emang iya?
Serius?
Well, he heard you.
Gue pikir cuma ini. Gue pikir masih pasti fight.
Itu biji doang.
But they have two versions of it depending on what they're up against. But Jing is going to be playing the Raze, which I am a huge fan of. It goes back to that confidence-driven composition.
Map 3.
Oke, berarti nobar
Team
terus.
like OPTIC,
Berarti
they've
nobar
not
terus.
let their foot off the gas despite the fact that they got absolutely flattened.
Doang tapi
I like it. I think it will go towards that confidence level you're speaking about. I think this last map is going to be that
Sabar,
area
gue
where they
tanyain
have to
dulu, gue
obviously
disuruh
crashes on
nobar
the
itu pas
KO.
yang mana
Spoke about
ya?
him being the clutch master, the power position holder. He is going to be a
Terus
linchpin
siapa yang
just
diganti dong?
beside the Neon of Victor. I'm wondering whether or not it's going to be a Neon head-to-head kind of thing. Do we come back at halftime, we say, look at this, look what they're able to do. I'd like
Ntar gue
to
tanya
see
dulu
that,
sama orang
but I
yang
think
videonya.
that
Gue
there's
nobar
so
yang
many
mana?
key stakeholders in both of these teams around the map that I'm
Masuk
yet to
lambe
be
dan
fully
nap.
solved.
Yeah, it's definitely something to keep an eye on.
Lambe Valo tuh kurang guys.
And I love as well that we're really
Kurang
just retelling
greget
the stakes
menurut
of this
gue
one.
lambe
You win this
Valo
one, you go
tuh.
to the
Mana sih
finals.
lambe Valo?
You get 2 map bans as well. If you end up winning this one, it is a hyper important match.
Iya,
Potentially
kayaknya
one of the most important ones
lambe
of
Valo
both of these
sih
players
butuh
on each side's careers.
But also
press
the lower
kencang-kencang
bracket
buat
is
nyari
way
gosip
too
tau gak
scary.
sih?
I don't
Biar
think
kayak
you
skin
want to
Indo
be
tuh seru
dropping
aja
down there to
jangan
face
drama.
FPX or
Terus ada
Fnatic, and
skill
also
free
that
segala
also
Kau
gives
lupa
you an extra
sangka
day
menu
when the
Jingle
upper
bareng
bracket team
FNS
That's
jadinya
so
map
itu
2
semua.
engine
People
mirip
forget that
Fun.
if you have an entire 24 hours to work with,
Nah, dia kan
players
pacaran
at this
Sorry. Teori itu kah?
that is a
Teori itu kah?
time to be able to work with to prep
Itu
for one of
kayak
two
omongan gue
opponents,
kayak
and maybe you
gitu
could
banget
just
lah
prep
ya.
for both
Kayak
heaps of
kenal
time.
banget
So
anjing.
let's see who's able to snag that by its tail.
Let's see
Kalau
indeed
banyak
as
di
we
bench
head into the
padahal
final
Milka,
map with your casters, Dog and Bob.
Nika, jago dah.
Thank you so much, Sue. Gird your loins. Hang on to your butts. We're headed to Fracture. And what a perfect place to decide who wins this series. I mean, Ball, you talk about fast versus fast. You talk about OPTIC being the ones who pioneered the Neon on this map. It just doesn't get any better.
I mean, this matchup already was so interesting.
Let's go.
Involved. And right away, look at PaperX. They want to go fast against OPTIC here. And yeah, he's got a great setup on top of the box. High-low with Marv.
Color me shocked. They wanted to go fast. Divide with a great trade. You see Jing tries to get up top and just drop down instantly. Mind Freak not able to find more than one.
Buset, dah perangnya cepet banget.
Benkai is two. He drops yes, there's
Oh!
Benkai with nothing in health. He's able to get those two
Men.
again.
Anjing. Itu kagak nyampe semenit anjing udah mati semua tuh.
Maksudnya kapan ke VCT?
Squeezed on that south side. The spawn, they never left it. That's the type of pace and aggression you expect from PaperX.
Ini sumpah kalau bridge-nya nggak mati tuh susah tuh tadi Benkai anjing.
Honestly felt like at the end of that round I was like, oh, he got a couple kills.
Ada barcode-nya di jersey cu anjing. Keren banget.
It's going to be interesting to watch Divide playing the chamber here up against Ye.
They're both set up again.
Apa sih,
South
Jarjit?
side crunch.
Nggak cantik banget Bella, nggak salah emang Aaron. What the fuck?
Three of them. Victor
Oh.
wasn't hit and he was a sitting duck anyway.
Hoki aja anjing.
Agresif dua Ron anjing. Hoki, what the fuck?
Hoki anjing.
Even when they
Hoki tai.
Oke. Completely failed around for
Iya, gue
PaperX
dengernya
after it
Puki
looked
dah,
like
gue
a
kayak udah turu dah.
fantastic one. Crash will get the spike down.
Gue dengernya Puki cu.
Player, shots not landing, the flash as he swings around.
Lempar semua anjing, sekalian harga dirinya juga kau lempar deh.
Let's go.
Gue kayak pengen buat bandrek dulu dah. Let's go. Kaniki daripada komen-komen itu kita nobar di Discord sini.
Iya Kaniki, sumpah. Kaniki loh. Bukannya masuk Discord ya Nap ya? Anjing Nap cuek babi.
And they just commit to continue pushing.
Lu ya.
That's going to be super important because as you saw, 2 players from PaperX were just coming right behind them in halls. And this is going to be a super interesting game if we stay on the south side default that OPTIC is playing. And it looks like we are.
Mate, I'm not going to lay out of you. I don't care if we stay there, if we go somewhere else. I just want that pace the entire time.
Well, PaperX is the
Inteh
first
dulu
one to
guys.
renege on the contract.
Luhan kok.
Because they're going after this north side crunch this time. And it could cost them because OPTIC.
Oh lari aja kocak.
The classic B executed. They're going to be stuck in arcade. There's a lot of space still possible here for OPTIC.
Ini mah gambling anjir.
The fast lane, the flashes as Victor tries to find space, and he does. He's made his way up to tower. Unscathed so far, but the challenge just on the other side. He swings out. Oh,
Ya Allah tim kill.
That's the danger.
Tembak tuh teman anjing.
OPTIC have a chance at this. Marv is weak. He gets into 1v1 and Marv gas in his veins as he gets three.
Keeps crashes up too as we go into the next.
Ente, teman dibunuh. Gak bisa bunuh musuh, bunuh teman anjing lu. Ines.
Gua habis buat bandrek.
Right back into it. Look at this from Mark. The second shot.
Oh, the third. God. All of them.
And it's calm. It's
Nggak punya duit,
the
nggak punya
same
duit,
type
nggak punya
of
duit.
aggressive energy from OPTIC after they got run down on it. They will swap. Still no presence on the north side, but they want to go fast to punish Beck or Mindfreak here.
And it's actually Ye who welcomes that aggression. Victor takes a bit of his own into the lap of Mindfreak
Sampai bandrek guys.
and dismisses him.
Bandrek apaan kan?
Kayak jahe gitu bro. Yang ada di puncak-puncak. Nggak pernah minum lo ya?
Nggak pernah.
What the fuck, enak banget Del, sumpah.
This is the type of
Jahe kayak dibuat teh gitu Del, jadi kayak di dada lu panas-panas gitu.
Oh, Bandrek kayak brand gitu.
Sebutan nama minum aja bukan brand. Kasian banget tuh Del, nggak tahu. Enak banget.
5 targets on the other side. Can he even find one?
They're already saving. Bai just wants to find something with the tour de force.
I know he's not even gonna get a chance. It doesn't look like.
I mean, he will if he just opens up the door. Knock knock.
Aduh, nggak ada expect diri.
Nothing. Clean round out from OPTIC. They weathered the aggression coming to them from the western side of the map.
Ini Del, kalau badan lu yang gak enak badan, minum gini langsung enak kan. STMJ Del, cobain STMJ apa?
And Ye, who's been phenomenal
Madu
all
jahe.
long.
Apa? Sute?
Susu teh, madu jahe.
Oh, susu teh madu jahe. Oh.
On OPTIC now.
Macam itu juga.
Minuman di puncak juga tuh. Enggak sih.
As soon as he got that
Kayak,
up online,
nggak tahu
he
dah.
finds himself a kill.
Susu teh apa susu telur ya? Gue lupa deh.
Forsaken's still not done.
Pakai telur gitu
The
cok.
weapons that they have, they're gonna go for it a little bit more.
Anjing bener-bener ente. Anjing ngapain sih begitu? Ya namanya manusia nggak bisa 100% konsisten bro. Lagi sakit juga kan dia COVID.
But look at the space taken now. Victor's already in their spawn. He's pushed up.
Telur madu jahe.
Nobody
Ya
else
telur
on this
tuh
B
katanya.
site.
Marv just joined the northern side off of the road,
Iya.
so they've made their
Tapi
intentions
kalau
very clear. They
bandrek
have
nggak gitu
lead
Del.
control. They should be able to get the spike down, but they want to fight.
Just a great flash setup.
Pemainnya biasa aja loh padahal anjing.
This is dangerous though. Forsaken's picked up an op. His ult did run out though.
Kesel gue ngeliatnya, cok.
Maybe he can find something.
Biasa ya Bel.
No armor on two. Paper Rex.
Incernya pala nggak tuh anjing? Serem nggak lu?
AWP pakai, aduh.
Dia ngantuk banget ya
Kayaknya
anjing.
si Jing udah kena mental gak sih Del? Anjing tembakannya udah gitu cok.
Biasanya nggak pernah gitu cok.
Kena pressure.
Iya kena pressure, lagi sakit
Ya.
juga kan mungkin.
Nas kali. Hah?
Lagi COVID, terus tambah lagi mainnya kayak gini. Pasti kena
Kenapa
pressure.
Jing? Kenapa Jing? Ente Jing.
Slip his way in. The tap is there, and that should extinguish things.
They can fight the
Hap,
cross though here.
hap,
They make this
hap.
expensive, and they will.
Aduh.
Good shot from Mindfreak. And Forsaken did escape with the op.
Si Jing nembaknya aneh banget.
Still.
Del katanya gini Del, yang satu nggak tahu bandrek, yang satu nggak tahu STMJ.
Lagi
nggak enak body, is okay.
Iya lagi enak badan cok. Emang lo pikir badan genak itu main kayak gini gampang anjing, kagak cok.
Nggak enak anjir pasti.
Victor, nembakin orang sakit gue seneng-seneng banget cok.
Iya tai lu
Namanya orang
ya.
sakit tai.
Victor.
Iya nggak sih cok, anjing cok, ini orang
Iya,
cok.
bacotin Bel, mana Bel? Bacotin Bel, mana Bel?
Nembakin orang sakit biasa aja anjing, kalau lagi sehat mah abis pala lu.
Bela nih bos, senggong dol.
Kesel cok.
That allows them some flexibility
Ayo
because right now
cok, bisa
OPTIC is a brick wall.
Teset tuh nggak, tes teh nggak?
Apa?
Teh, susu teh ya namanya.
But a lead nonetheless for OPTIC. You see Forsaken on your screen. Now for Ness trying to talk through how they're going to
Telur susu teh. Teh susu telur ya. Tes itu teh susu telur oh, nggak tahu bang.
Benkai has his rolling thunder, Mindfreak 1 point away from the Viper's pit, so they have some
Ngapain juga telur dijadiin teh anjing?
counter some of what's been going on, but you're right, it hasn't felt like Paper Rex have had the flexibility.
Jai.
to weather what Optic is throwing.
Suara Bella kayak suara Nona. Iya tau gak sih Bel, suara lu mirip banget sama Nona Berlin tau gak?
Iya weh, banyak yang bilang weh.
Gue manggil dia Nona Berlin. Cuma bedanya tuh kalau lu tuh lebih ke arah ngebas gitu, dia tuh kayak gimana ya?
Kan kemarin aja pergi bareng kan?
Iya.
Iya, Nona Berlin dibilang bacot cuy. Nona Bella, Nona.
Boh, line up gua nih.
Line up molinya bukan buat delay,
ya kan?
Anjing buat setup cuy.
Mau salah line up teh babi lah. Belum gua anjing. Bacot. Kesel banget gue. Mampus. Udah ulti gak bisa maju. Ultinya siapa itu? Oh, ultinya Bengka, ya Allah Tuhan. Kenapa malah?
Lu tipe marah-marah, lihat dulu yang bener anjing. Udah marah-marah sama. Udah marah-marah.
Kena gocek kuy. Gak boleh gini dong, kena gocek nih gue jadinya, ganti view. Gue pikir tuh
salahin lagi.
Pengen tag cepet.
Bela.
Aduh, Jason bau-bau. Ya. Aduh.
Victor, turun deh.
Aduh, cuek aja tuh sama Benkai ya. Cuek sama Benkai.
Cuek.
Ini menang gara-gara mode cuek cuy anjing musuhnya.
Bang.
Aduh anjing gua pemeler kan hidung gua.
2v3 here.
Oh kemana, Mar?
Let's go, Jing.
Kayaknya gue bacot banget gara-gara abis minum frutinya ini deh. McD cuy.
Miles per hour.
They just slow down to crawl. They're not even moving. Lagi nobarnya bacot apalagi lu main bareng, lu cobain dah main bareng sama Bella deh.
Mana ada gue positif
Lu kemarin ada janji ya pengen main bareng sama kita ya, terus nggak nongol anjing.
Emang iya, ayo weh.
Main role play more anjing.
Iya weh, kan udah bukan pro player. Gak apa-apa main role play.
Iya sih.
Kalau
pro player jangan main ya, jangan main RP ya.
Jangan kebanyakan, secukupnya aja. Utamain kerjaan lo. Aduh, Jing, lu kenapa woi? Aduh. Kenapa main sendiri-sendiri? Minta bantu tuh sama Papa Bengkai. Ente. Ada punya bapak kok nggak di ini. Nggak diajak. Jangan main sendiri.
That smoke might fade though. Bengkai might be able to do massive damage.
Celup tehnya.
Tetangga main lu kayaknya kesel sama lu sih.
Gue udah di rumah weh.
Udah di rumah.
Oh mampus Victor, bengong.
Trying to take care of them both, and he does. A 2v2 here.
Hah?
Ayo dong.
Itu
dia tuh yang main.
Forsaken does too.
Let's go.
Wow. And near airport.
Hey, you can get yourself on the desk over there with that sign.
Mindfreak carries the Viper's fit in the next round.
Mindfreak, itu controller tip bro. 1v1 tanpa utility, berani deh. Coba sini deh, be.
Yes, almost brings it back, but definitely a miscalculation. That smoke fading right as they take their eyes off of it, right as they decide
Let's go,
capitalize on the hit.
Dava itu mood banget gak sih? Rambutnya lucu dah.
Iya, rambutnya dia menurut gue, enggak sih, rambutnya yang kemarin tuh yang pas lagi VCT yang apa tuh menurut gue cocok.
Yang mana tuh?
Jadi rambutnya kayak jamur gitu ya, kayak gini menurut gue cocok sama style dia sih, kayak lucu gitu, kayak Nobita Kun tau gak?
Iya. Dia lucu banget, dia kalau kamu juga lucu banget.
And a reminder
Agak
too,
kok betah dah.
this is the upper bracket final.
Emang Bella pacaran sama
Irfan pakai Logitech.
Pacar Ono, pacar ini,
G333.
Bella ini pacarnya banyak anjing, playgirl anjing.
Playgirl.
Gue gak ngerti ya antara dia friendly atau playgirl atau emang
Friendly fire anjing.
namanya juga hard fire kan, tukang membakar api sih. Aduh yang parah dong kok.
Bisa Jing.
If you're Optic going up against them in a
Oh,
rematch too, I mean,
parah lu, gue bilangin Ferrari lu, gue bilangin Aunty Ferrari lu, anjing dia bilang, Aunty, Discaster telling Jing is anjing, oh my god, Aunty.
Aku lagi mode netizen Aunty.
Oh boy.
Tapi tumben banget sih main Freak pakai Viper.
Memang pakai Viper kocak.
Viper goblok.
Oh bukan Brimstone ya dia?
Si Caster dongo anjing lo.
Bukan dia Brimstone di sini.
Dia kalau di fracture ini pakai Viper, cu.
Lupa gue cu.
Gila, padahal dia nembak di tali, lu kabur.
Son kabur, jalan-jalan lagi, Son kabur. Kok jadi Wilson sih? Kok jadi Wilson? Ini dia angle jahanam, bro. Angle jahanam.
Ya di
mau pimen.
Kok jadi Wilson?
Nice.
Kok jadi Wilson ya? Lo lagi terbayang-bayang mau Wilson ya?
Kagak, Cok.
A crazy
Kok jadi
round.
Wilson sih?
Just
Gue kebanyakan lagi
just a crazy round. Hey, read the fact, and this is the first time that OPTIC has done that, leaving Ye alone up on the top. The north side.
Viewers gue kayak udah gak peduli gitu sama lu tuh gak sih?
And then this is just absurd.
Kenapa ya? Aduh.
Buset dah itu stun kemana itu?
And then as well, look at this
Ke
smoke
angkasa
here from
juga.
Benkai on the right. This is actually pretty
Angkasa.
free smoke that he's putting out at the beginning of the round.
Mukanya biasa saja, gak tale luar biasa. Lupa pale-pale.
Tune into Paper X HQ. In Singapore.
Indonesia kapan nih ada nobar kayak gitu nih? Jason mau
going
dugak anjing. Anjing.
Ini dia baru Jing yang
Marbs Molly. A consolation
Allah.
prize.
Ya Allah bisa mati dua enggak?
Sebenarnya mati sama Molly kan.
Dua-duanya mati sama Molly kocak dia.
Padahal tadi kayak si Jing dulu gak sih?
Iya.
Ini Jing habis dikerok guys.
Chamber deh, cepetan tibek. Kurang nih tibeknya.
Starting to build up a lead here.
Tibeknya jangan malu-malu.
Ucua, soalnya senior dia nggak berani tibek senior.
So many times.
Enggak takut karma kayaknya. Kalau di situ instan kayaknya deh.
Meski kalau video seperti itu ada just di flaring.
Kok kita kan mode netizen, jadi nggak tahu. Buset dah stunnya 4 orang kena cuy.
Katanya di watch party Paper X ada flaring sama Josh. Oh my god, di mana?
Sebenarnya tuh ada mon.
Keren banget cuy. Josh flaring Singapura Pride. Singapura X Indonesia anjas. Dua negara toksik. Davai, let's go jadi hantu Davai. Tunjukkan hantunya.
Dulu aku jadi Mark menjadi hantu, mampus kau.
He's isolated now, but look at finesse. He's all the way on the other side.
And he's gonna do it quietly yet again.
Jing, let's go Jing, you can do it man. Kill. No.
Ini orang ada sih.
Di kaburnya ke belakang.
Ya, ini lagi.
Ya udah ini mah mati sih.
Ya, nggak tahu ya. Ya, jangan underestimate ya. Ya.
Mati lu.
Ya.
Gila deh gue. Wah enggak lu yang toxic. Kok gitu sih? Nggak apa-apa, toxic itu good, you know.
This was a close game. All of a sudden, that scoreline that we saw in the first map possible. As we go into the last 2 rounds here, still. OPTIC need to bring this back to 7-5 to make this close because a 9-3 is very difficult to do when you go off to that defensive side against the pace.
Jadi kapan kursi lu mau dikirim?
Lu bayar 30 juta ya?
Oh serius? Gue beli nih.
Wih, ngeri bro.
Ini limited edition bro, hanya orang-orang tertentu yang boleh.
Itu nggak bisa dibeli.
Lu kalau sandekan duduk karena nggak keterima, pantat lu bolong sumpah.
Kan emang udah bolong anjir. Ini punya lubang pantat.
Yang boleh dudukin tuh hanya gua, Crosshair.
Anjir, ini kenapa bahas black hole anjing? Geter. Ya geter aja kocak. Geter aja.
Gila, teriak loh.
Lah dia ulti mana bro? Ulti City bro. Aduh, main flash lagi yang kena anjing. Benkai, let's go.
They're also looking for Benkai, and Benkai is able to get another 4v3 here in favor of Paper Rex. And it's gone from bad to worse.
Pakai Benkai.
Snatch it back. No.
Benkai di mana-mana weh.
Mati kamu Benkai.
Nah, geter aja.
Ya dan anak kecil nggak tidur cu. Anak kecil nonton anjing.
Di sana jam berapa kocak?
Oh iya. Sorry,
anak kecil nggak tidur.
Sekolah anjing.
Napski ngantuk.
Berarti dia sekolah sih. Wah, dia bolos anjing, what the fuck. Ini harus sih. Dia sekolah anjing, bilangin bego emak cuy.
Dancing around, up the rope, down the rope, up the rope. And that's himself 3 kills.
Gue kayaknya main jamnya Copenhagen sama Indonesia kan. Ya udah, ada counternya, berarti dia nggak sekolah anjing, goblok.
Nggak mau salah ya.
Iya, ada counternya, dia nggak sekolah berarti. Counter frame. Waduh, kau mau kemana, James? Gila.
Forsaken, he's only able to get one, but the molly after the crash keeps him back for now.
Nice movement, guys.
Swing in favor of Paper Rex. Crashing. Oh, it's Benkai again. Heart still beating, still.
Gila, pendukungnya Paper Rex, woi.
Kayak bahasa, cuy.
9-3 half for Paper Rex.
Gila, pendukungnya Paper Rex semua anjing di situ.
Kayak panas dah di sana dah.
So many
lopsided
hangat ya, lembab gitu ya.
And this time, there is no chance for OPTIC to just wait for the next map. This time,
panas gak sih di situ pada keringetan, cuy.
They've got to come back all the way.
Gila nih seru banget. Gila nih kan seru banget.
How deep is the playbook? How strong is the mental? We'll find out at the other side. It's halftime break. Yinsu.
Ngantuk.
Doug! We get nice 3 halves today. I feel like it's curse at this point. I know the nice 3 curse comes in, but so far it does feel like the team that gets the buy round in the
Bel, rambut tuh nggak lu giniin Bel pas lagi nge-cash Bel.
Enggak, weh, malu banget gue, gila.
Kenapa cok anjing, gue mau sih kayak gitu. Ntar gue kalau main gue kayak gitu udah kuncirin. Serius, kalau gue main di Berlin. Iya, bener ya? Iya, gue janji kalau main di Berlin gue kuncir kayak gitu sumpah.
Oke, klik dulu.
Gak pernah goblok sehari udah cukup lah anjing. Gue janji di sini kalau ASLS lolos ke Berlin gue kuncir tuh kayak di caster anjing. Gue gak tau siapa yang bisa kuncirin, gue kuncirinnya kayak gitu.
Banyak yang kuncirin.
Gak bisa cok, ASLS gak ada yang kuncirin.
Iya, waktunya lu butuh ini gak sih kayak manager gitu kan?
Oh gila.
Waktunya kayak butuh helping hand gitu gak sih?
Butuh mood booster sih lu boleh masuk sih.
Oh ya, butuh mood booster kan? Iya lu kalau berat gitu koper deh gue bawain, ya kan? Lu butuh kunciran lah, gue banyak. Yang di Shopee lu mau yang apa? Mau Korea, mau Jepang bisa.
But I mean, heading into the next one, I think for OPTIC to stand a chance, listen, I'm not gonna single out any player in particular.
Sebenarnya gue pengen sih nyoba-nyoba kayak nge-cash pakai baju-baju apa ya, kayak cosplay Viper gitu. Kan lucu-lucu tuh. Cosplay jadi kayak pakai baju yang
Obviously starts the pistol round, but a difficult tall order I think when you're playing into Paper Rex, who are not slowing down.
Nggak, tiba-tiba pas gue misalkan emang lolos ya, terus gue lupa kan.
What I will say is that OPTIC, they have responded already in the series. They do have a chance to respond here because they have to if they want to lock in the grand finals today. Doug and Bola, I'm very, very excited for this.
Waduh, parah Kak Niki. Bella beli di tempat lain.
Paper Rex
bukan di toko hijau, parah banget.
Unwavering in the face of greatness, in the face of history.
Ke toko hijau harus sponsorin gue dulu dong.
Minum.
Gue sih belinya di Shopee. Gue sih belinya di Shopee. Pipi. Nah tuh, mampus. Sponsor gue dulu lah, baru gue.
Gue turunin ke bawah di anjing.
Parah itu. Di Depok.
Gue langsung di disconnect sih sama Kaco.
Apaan?
Nggak apa sih. Kaco dari tadi kayak pusing gitu kan. Cewek pada bacot cuy.
Bikin teh bro.
Aduh, gue capek.
Victor still with 2 though. He does it as well.
Waduh, line up dong. Oh, enggak ada.
Hijau banget cuy. Line up apa anjing? Ngelempar TV-nya ya anjing.
Round device nowhere near, so this defuse is coming through. The round is over.
Just want the kill.
1v1 dong, nah gitu dong.
And they will clean it up, but that round already shows a little bit of deficiencies that OPTIC might be able to take advantage of because what is it?
No smoke on Hall. Tentram damai dah. Ngomong apa sih gue?
Easily. And Victor and Finesse did, well, a pretty good job at delaying for Ye so that they could fight in a crossfire like this. Victor with the first two, and then Ye as they're trying
Halo juga, Feli.
No smoke here.
Langsung Adiswan anjing gerak lah. Apa?
Lu buat member di YouTube gitu harus kayak buat video gitu gak kayak
Enggak.
Gantung. Kalau pengen niat buat video ya?
Ya.
Oh. Gue pengen buat member sih.
Bikin lah.
Bentar.
Wah anjing, flash apa tuh?
Bang Kaca ngerti ya, ternyata. Sama kayak gue tadi dia juga.
Ya.
Aduh, jangan tak kabur ya guys ya.
Ya Allah, apa tuh molinya man? Itu moli apa? Itu moli apa? Itu moli apa? Nggak lihat, kocak lu beliau, Mar, anjing.
Mexico it's okay bro.
Ayo Jing.
Geter kah? Moli.
A Paper Rex victory here would mean such a difficult road for
member when nanti lah ya awal bulan kayaknya.
Aman guys, aman ayo masih bisa deh.
Awal bulan guys.
Apa ya? Ada trackin apa sih?
Gak tahu gue juga.
Paper Rex enggak?
OPTIC gitu.
Oh iya.
Bacot
tuh tai.
Bacot lu. Coba sini buat di Indo anjing gue teriakin. Paper Rex. Paper Rex.
Bacot tuh orang-orang ya anjing.
Run.
No. Mampus, ada terus.
Teriakin tuh lu. Wow.
Mampus sampai spawn tuh mampus.
Di kandang sobat. Nice banget sih. Disangkanya si Jing cabut ya?
Iya, disangkanya dia udah ini anjir. Turun.
Nice. Emang gue Paper Rex itu
Oh ini udah kebaca banget sih. Victor selalu datang dari B-main cok. Bener-bener selalu anjing.
Victor
selalu dia selalu dari B-main anjir. Ketahuan udah tungguin aja begitu. Mampus. Gak pernah berubah Victor kalau
nice bro.
Paper Rex banyak fansnya di luar soalnya mereka tim yang humble juga gak sih?
Gameplay paling beda, paling seru untuk ditonton. Bener ngeteh ya nih, biar aman. Tenggorokan. Lari. Anjing lari ya pegang senjata kocak. Buset dah sampai muter-muter.
Hoki.
Meninggal kau.
Aduh.
Meninggal.
Gacor bros.
Apalagi Aran sih paling humble.
Lebih ke arah cuek gitu sih beliau.
Ini David TP sih anjing sih. Iya, ini lagi. NS.
Menurut gue yang paling humble tuh Jason sih.
Iya sih.
Solid utility there from Paper Rex, but OPTIC as
well.
Lokotre. Saving there, not going.
Lo kontrol.
Ini kenapa viewer lu si Joe Stark ngamuk? OPTIC nangis tuh anjing. Pakai K. Pakai K
aja lagi viewers gua.
Lucu banget. Yang cawak banget siapa sih itu maksudnya? Yang lawak. Perex nggak pernah menang episode round. Tadi menang di First enggak dong. Thank you, semut.
Ivana.
Let's go.
You'll have to attempt to be again. You mentioned the operator. Seems like that's what he is going to be bringing into this next round. Opt to call a timeout.
Gigit kuku silakan makan kalau lapar tuh makan tuh kuku.
Parah sih.
Wih,
Enaknya
ten
punya
support
meja segede
Paper
gini.
X. Of course. Banyak pro player di sana yang dukung Paper X sih. Keren banget.
And they've already
Biasa
made
kalau ke
history,
Master ada
but
aja streamer
they're
ya aja
so
kayak nge-stream
close
kemarin Jonas sekarang
to making history even more. A grand finals appearance for an SCA team. This mix of
Biasa orang
Singaporean
jago,
and
cuy.
Indonesian players on the side of
Gue kalau
Paper
pengen
X,
ngajak orang
doing
kan
what
orang
has
nggak ada
never
yang
been
mengenal
done
gue ya.
Mau nap, ayo nap, main
here
nap.
in Valorant and beyond.
Lu nobarnya sampai game ini, apa game 2? Fnatic lawan
Iya.
FX.
Kayaknya iya.
Who's the catalyst?
Gue satu
Gue
game
nggak boleh
aja dah.
begadang.
Is there a catalyst for Optic?
Kalau CT sih,
Operator in hand, shot delivered.
Lu satu game apa 2 game?
These
Tadi
fast
kata lu 2 game.
arcade, can they cross?
Bo, jebol ini udah. Aduh.
Timingnya sudah
Waduh.
Another he does.
Oh,
We asked who the catalyst
nekat
was.
kau pengen bunuh kau.
Let me introduce you to Ye.
Kok bisa pas banget anjir wallnya situ.
Bawah.
Up top. No idea. There's someone literally right behind him, but Mind Freak's able to clean him
Gila
up.
dia ulti dari tower enak gak sih?
Winnable round
Jing,
for
Jing
Paper
udah
Ulti
di sini
enak sih.
menang. Nah,
Showstopper, and here it goes. She goes up top.
Bo, mati,
Lands
nice.
shots onto Victor 2v2.
Ih,
Here's gonna get a shot.
dua. Nice,
Pass on the
Evan.
swing, James.
Nice.
On the deliver.
Dia kalau menang harus S
Ye
ini.
once again
ambil
alone.
spike,
He's already
keren
gotten
dulu,
3
ya
on the
kan?
round.
Masih ada wall.
He's gonna
Bisa
have
nih.
Udah dapet sih.
Bisa banget.
Just
Sabar.
to get
sabar dia tunggu
Optic to
wall.
6.
Sabar. Wait. My wall. Let's go.
Kepikiran, Cok. Iya, kepikiran, Cok.
He wants to eat.
Enggak. Dia enggak kak.
Itu ke awal kepikiran
Spike
ya.
plant, he's coming back.
Balik lagi tapi.
Has to go for this. He's got the tour
Aduh,
to
ini
force
masih
next
serem
round,
sih.
so
Tapi
Aram
dia
posisinya bagus sih sebenarnya sih, kecuali dia orang gila dah kayak ngecek
saving
sampai
play
segitu ya
here
dah.
possible from Ye.
dia no armor sih.
Tapi dia pasti ngecek ke Jen gak sih harusnya?
Again, no armor.
Iya sih, dia harusnya cek kiri patah.
Ih, kelihatan itu. Tadi ada tangannya.
Nice, bro.
Hantu ya
Operator
anjing.
does not
Hantu
sing.
kali ya.
Paper Rex.
Hantu kali ya.
Series point.
Weh, anak kecil, sekolah weh.
Ada yang tidur.
Aduh, fuck tidur
Ye has
anjing.
been finding massive
Match seseru
values
ini dia
against the
tidur, what the
stars, but this
fuck?
time,
Ngantuk bro, abis begadang.
Jing
Gila, 2 lawan
is
4
able to
coy.
find value of his own,
Ada ulti soalnya anjing possible ya.
even though Ye's been shutting him down on
Terus pas
prior
banget
maps.
toksinnya di A. Di B maksudnya.
And that
Ih,
was definitely
lu pada
an
suka
overplay
salah
of
gak sih?
finesse in so
Set
many
yang lebih
Optic
gede
players.
dipanggilnya A.
It was a
Iya.
2 versus 3.
Salah dah tuh, B maksudnya.
Let's go.
You want to play? Let's play.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do it again this time with the Tour de Force. You hear both of them have been used. Bankai has the Rolling Thunder. You hear the Orbital Strike. All of it dumped at once. Can
Sorry,
Forsaken
Bray,
find
udah di
anything with
canteen.
the ult? A broken by for Paper Rex. Do all of that.
Mau ngapain finesse?
Perhaps Forsaken can find the value. No. Ness cleans him up. Victor trying to find more.
Let's go.
4v3 in favor of Optic.
And they can't go to A. Ye is there. And they've got no wall. They got no wall on this side either. As
Aron mati lagi.
Forsaken have fallen, so it has to be just utility, has to be divide taking point.
Apa sih? Kok mereka bilang no wall tapi main freaknya udah mati? Apa dah?
In fact, they're the ones smoked off.
Iya, gak ada.
Aduh.
Hey.
I already hit that, but Deviant's that one.
Wah,
A
GG.
menace on the chamber as Jing does it too. Crashes and Ye left alone. And it's all on to Ye.
Santai, chill.
Oh, to keep Fracture
Dia
alive.
ngasih reverse dong.
The star
Buat
from
satu moderator yang beruntung.
alone
Waduh.
in space. That's unoccupied
Moderator
by
dapat kah?
anyone else.
Flashes, falls. Could have been a moment there for Ye if he made the read.
Let's go.
Read though, falling all the way
Let's
back.
go.
The crowd feeling it.
Udah, GG.
Ye outnumbered. It's not gonna happen.
Let's go, Papares Grand Final, bro.
Grand final!
And Paper Rex's story is not done yet.
Bangun cek orang yang tidur tadi.
Anjing GG cuy.
Grand final! Woo! Ini bagus ya kalau misalkan Peprex menang. Berarti slot di APAC tuh nambah 1.
In fact, Doug, I
Karena
would say
menang
it's
5
just
versus 2
beginning.
auto masuk ke champion harusnya.
A first
Kalau
for
masih sama
SCA,
kayak
a grand finals appearance here for Paper Rex.
That's so good man, Peprex.
And they've taken down
Gokil coy.
Oh my god.
Optic.
very good man.
Oh my god.
An
Memang
unbelievable
Copenhagen
touchdown for them.
tempatnya mereka kayaknya nih.
As we get to see them
Satu match lagi anjir.
Dia bisa nembak pun
bind and
bisa
Fracture in the
menang
grand
sih.
finals, where they have been slaughtering opponents left and right. Minus today on Bind,
Lagunya
of
ini
course.
cocok banget sih buat Apex sih sumpah.
Gokil.
Tapi music production Valorant tuh keren banget ya.
Iya. Cocok gitu kan lagunya.
Iya hype banget. Si Dapat lucu banget.
Tembak apa dong?
Tembak apa dong?
And still, this is hard to say, but still probably some people
Gila si
first
Benkai
time
sampai
watching
kayak
Paper
gemeter
Rex,
gitu
I'm
liat
sure
gak
they're
sih?
making fans
Gokil anjir.
over and over with their style, their bombasticity.
Oh my god, keren banget Cok.
Gila keren cuy.
How do you not love those
I'm
guys?
so
And
proud,
Benkai walked out
man.
in a dinosaur costume, man. What are we talking about? And the performance that
Kami
he had
para
on that map.
para Indonesia, Malaysia, Singapura sangat bangga.
They take their bow and we wait for 2 days.
Kombinasi 3 negara untuk melawan satu negara.
3 negara menjadi satu yaitu Beprex.
Bineka Tunggal Ika.
Adik-adik. This series
Beda-beda tapi tetap satu. Ngomong gue langsung kayak unboxing dah sih nih unboxing nih.
Benkai in this last map, a monster.
Wah anjir. Final cuy.
Monster on this map too.
On Chamber. 17-8 performance out of him.
Gokil.
Saatnya kita
Probably one of the greatest showmen in all of Valorant.
Apak.
And well,
Ingetin Aaron kalau juara dia mau selebrasi siu. Aman itu mah, ntar gue kasih tahu.
a fair challenge.
Oke.
Rising ya berarti
Paper
ya.
Rex, they
Keren.
destroy OPTIC. They look so good. They weather what's thrown their way and they march on.
Kuat.
Now you have to decide who the MVP is. Again, the
Oh
Inzo and
my
MVP vote
god,
right
Beprex
there.
menang keren banget.
Divide, Forsaken, it's not ball.
Gila loh.
Divide, Forsaken, Benkai, or Mind Freak. You have plenty of options. Only one of them can win.
Pijing udah disebut Cok, anjing parah banget sama casternya Cok.
I don't know. Does that work that way?
Oh iya, kok itu MVP-nya nggak ada itu sih?
I guess we'll find out. Either way,
Kok
go
cuma
vote.
4?
This is such a close
In
race
zone.
for me. I mean, Forsaken was a monster the entire time too. Benkai in the final map came up, but they stomped him. So I kind of think that I would throw in Divide to the hat. I know he's not on the list, but that guy was a monster on that one. He started the
Merinding
momentum
cuy,
for
sumpah
Paper Rex.
cuy.
Just drop the replies in the tweets if you don't believe.
Tapi
Again,
kayak-
Paper Rex take down
kayak
OPTIC.
sekarang tuh gue udah
And
percaya
we
banget.
are headed to break.
Paper Rex bisa
We'll be right
juara,
back.
anjir.
Iya, gue juga feeling pas dia kemarin menang lawan Fnatic.
Tapi emang bukan fanatik yang tolol, Cok. Emang
Iya,
bikin apa?
Peperex yang jago.
Iya, Cok. Sama-sama gua.
Nge-outplay. Baca APAC not small region. Banyakin ngecengin APAC anjing ya.
Red Bull Campus Clutch is back.
Cok, lu cuma nonton sampai Peperex doang ya?
Iya. Udah aduh,
Iya, gue juga, weh. Thank you guys.
banyak.
Udah nobar.
Belum sembuh total, udah begadang nanti.
Aduh.
Drop.
Thank you udah
Is.
nobar, teman-teman.
Ntar malah story atap lagi kan. Gak bisa live lagi guys. Sakit anjing.
Gue cepet dulu ya,
anjing.
guys. Thank you.
Yo, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Lu gitu doang. Oke.
Lu mau main?
bye-bye. Enggak, gue pengen unboxing.
Oh, kan? Ya udah.
Stream deck.
Thank you guys. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Sabar cuy. Kita ini dulu cuy. Ini jago banget cuy, Peperex.
Ya udah guys, kita unboxing dulu guys. Mumpung teman-teman kita juga udah pada udahan. Ini dia.
Adios muchachos. Anjay, Susanto Legasi. Ngeri loh. Engkonya pasti gini nih perasaannya tuh. Anjir, bisa nih katanya nih. Waktunya turun nih. Waktunya turun kah? Eskuret. Valorant. Gok. Terlalu gila emang Peperex guys. Bagi-bagi deh. Jadi gimana nih? Berapa Aron? Aron kok Aron sih? Jason 33 ya. Faktornya berapa? 20. 33 ya guys ya, 33. Aaron tetap paling tinggi loh. Turu nih kan, 2 Kanada. 33. Lala. 33 guys ya. Berapa tadi? Bisa ada 0,5. Gimana caranya 33,5 tuh gimana? Hah? 33,5. 33,3 gimana coba? Oh, masuk ya, masuk ya. Masuk. Mana? Masukin. Penting 33 guys. Komanya bodo amat lah ya. Ya, orangnya itu aja deh yang menang. Ya. Ada interview nggak? Bubar kah itu optik anjir. Wih, rame guys. Berapa pemenang nih ya? Lupa. Berarti 5 pemenang hadiah ada apa? Voucher tokped. 1 orang GoPay. Oke? Berarti total 6. GoPay paling terakhir. Tokped dulu ya. Voucher tokped dulu. Gue mau masuk nominasi quiz scam Mas sponsor. Ini isinya banyak loh yang menang. Ada doge, coba tuh bayangin ada doge. Bisa ada doge coba anjing. Oke guys, gas ya. Gue udah harus apa biar cepet-cepet istirahat cuy. Anjing mata gue udah perih. Ayo kita putar ya. 1, 2, 3. Thomas ada nggak Thomas? Thomas ada nggak? Ada nggak cuy? Thomas Lebel. Mana Thomas. Thomas. Oh ini nih Thomas ini kah? Prayoga. Oh iya. Oke. Coba DM. Thomas Prayoga coba DM. Untuk memastikan. Aku Thomas. Thomas sponsor kah? Sabar, dicek dulu ya. Mana Thomas? Thomas 30 detik lagi kalau nggak DM angus ya. Nggak bisa ngomong banyak-banyak nih, kocak. Ini si Thomas kagak ini. Kocak loh beliau loh. Udah nih. Oke. Thomas Prayoga. Thomas titik Prayoga. Benar real guys, real. Real lah. Udah follow, oke. Kirim nama dan nomor HP. Real lah guys ya, real ya, udah. Berarti satu udah. Yang kedua kita rolls, gas. Up. Max Vecna ada kah? Max Vecna. Oh, ada nih. Coba DM, langsung DM. Ditunggu ya semenit. DM. Aran interview.
Today we kinda like don't want to show the Yoru.
Okay.
Because last time we got anti-strat a lot and we learned from it. So yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
You have a bunch of options, which is also just incredibly impressive for a team.
Yep.
The way you guys play, it's as if you don't care about the scoreboard, you don't care about your own individual stats.
Sabar
You
guys.
just full send it. Is that just the mentality of the whole team to just play out there like it's the last game you ever play?
Yeah, actually what you say is like really correct because we have been building this mentality probably like a year. Because last time we get tilted like really easily. So we kind of like built this mentality for almost a year, and it's kind of showed up.
Yeah, I mean, it's playing very well for you guys,
Up,
and
guys.
I love seeing it. Now, I have to
Teman-teman tuh
ask
pada
you
hilang
something,
cuy,
okay?
udah
Because
cabut.
when I
Yaudah
saw
lah
that
ya.
your name was Mind Freak,
Gue kayak mau
okay,
DM
it made
sekali
me
dulu deh
so
sebelum
happy.
cabut dah.
And I need to know, was it inspired by the magician Chris Angel? Was that where the name came from?
Yes.
Yes!
Absolutely true. Yes.
Yes! There it is! Look at you right there! We did it! Oh man, dude. I just want you to know, thank you so much
Meme.
for giving me a
Aaron
justification to suck it desk. All right? That's right. Okay, everyone making fun of me, calling me a boomer, only sometimes. But in any case, though, back to the matchup at hand, or at the very least, you being in the grand finals. This is a historic opportunity for you guys. I mean, how does it feel, man, to just be playing in the grand finals of Masters and potentially winning the whole damn thing?
Actually, like every time we coming to the tournament, we always say to ourselves like, don't expect too much. And this Masters, we hit our goal already, which is like qualified to this Copenhagen and qualified to Champions in Istanbul.
Yeah.
So actually, like this event, we just like trying to have fun like as usual. So that's it.
Yeah. Okay. One last thing. Do you think PaperX might be the best team in the world?
Not yet, maybe.
Not yet, maybe. But who knows? It could be possible. All right, Mind Freak, thank you so much, my friend, for the time. And of course, so much going on over here. We actually wanted to check in with our two casters for our next game. We actually have Mitch and Tom standing by to get us up to speed on what we're going to be seeing next.
Gokil.
That is a great question, actually. Are PaperX the best team in the world?
Anjing bisa-bisanya Ben kayak.
Most certainly. I have a question for you though.
Yes.
Where's Tom gone? He was supposed to be up here. You were playing a second ago.
No, it
what's
wasn't.
going on?
That was Tom. I mean.
Oh, that was Tom down there.
Yeah. We let him go. Like we took him out.
No, I'm sorry. Top of the scoreboard. That wasn't Tom. Okay,
it was definitely him playing.
I know
yeah,
what was happening. This is the guy. That's the guy. All right.
No.
You're supposed to be me.
Anjing lah.
I don't know if I can get that off you right now. We'll get production down here.
Anjing banget lah.
What's happening?
Anjing.
I've just had a really bad day.
Tai banget lo bengkai lo.
It looks like it's been a
Sumpah lah.
pretty rough one. You know,
Ada-ada aja
we're gonna get
skripnya
this
anjing.
sorted out. My God, Tom, let's
Kocak-kocak
toss it off
sumpah.
to a break. We'll be back in a bit in game number 2.
Oke. Kocak. Oke, kita lanjut lagi guys. Tadi Dimas entertain banget anjing, udah ada entertain, jago lagi. Oke, relay yang kedua ya. Seru anjing. Oke. Kirim nama dan nomor HP. Oke, yang ketiga nih guys. Pemenang ketiga. Oke, kita roll langsung ya. 1 2 3, lanjut. Anjing keren. Bisa gitu ya? Hah? Burik kah? Perut beduk anjing. Perut beduk ada nggak? Satu menit. Perut beduk anjir. 56 ya. Ada cuy ini. Perut beduk cuy. Coba DM. Perut beduk DM sekarang. Ditunggu. Gue ingetin sekali lagi buat kalian yang kemarin itu ada menang apa namanya, yang voucher tokped. Kalian tunggu aja, nggak mungkin nipu. Oke, kalian tunggu aja sampai kalian cek di message kah, entah di aplikasi tokped kah. Jangan nanya-nanya terus. Udah untung ya diadain kuis ya. Pada itu kok, pada nyampe semua kok. Mana nih, udah ini belum? Kayak apa ya? Dikasih kuis gratis ya kan? Hadiah gratis tapi desak gitu anjir. Bingung gua. Perut beduk. Perut beduk. Oh ini bener-bener real cuy. Oke. Kirim nama dan nomor. Ini ketiga, berarti 2 lagi ya. 2 lagi sama satu pemenang OVO ya, OVO atau GoPay. Oke, kita shuffle dah 5 kali. 1 2 3 4 5, gas. Ada nggak nih? Ramadhani Yusya. Oh, ada cuy. Coba DM IG sekarang Bang Ramadhani. Bang kok belum masuk ya Bang? Apanya nong belum masuk? berarti besok hari terakhir dong. Ya sih? Ini kan hari ini. Besok. Waduh. Oh. Oh, beda hari ya? Beda hari ya? Oh, grand final beda hari. Beda sendiri. Mana tadi Ramadhani Yus Ramadhani Yuswa sama guys. Ramadan. Oke, real ya, coba cek. Udah full belum? Udah. Kuy. Oke, kirim nama dan nomor HP. Oke guys, ini yang terakhir untuk pemenang voucher Tokopedia, oke? 1, 2, 3. Hap. Oh masa? Hampir redo cok. Visual ada nggak visual? Visual ada nggak visual? Ada cuy. Ada semua cuy. Mantap. DM. Langsung DM IG visual. Buat di data. Ada ya ini hadiah terakhir guys, hadiah terakhir. Tadi moderator ngapain ya? Tadi ya? Moderator ada tadi 150 apa 100.000 ya? Mana Bang Donatur? Hilang lagi Bang Donatur, kocak. Itu ngapain ya? Moderatornya diapain, Cok? Visual __ Bener, real cuy. Udah follow. Mantap. Oke. Ini last pemenang ya, kita shuffle 10 kali. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ini GoPay 150.000. Oke. Kirim. Oke guys ya. Up. Wih, GG kayak ini. Siapa nih? Raihan myself. Nipu anjing ini ya. Myself 7 ada nggak? Myself 7.
Yang 150 RB tadi buat satu moderator yang beruntung.
Oke Bang Donatur, siap. Mana myself anjing? Ada baik. Moderator nggak ada, kocak myself. 30 detik lagi ya. Myself. Mana anjir? Nggak ada. Sabar moderator, sabar habis ini. Belum ada. Myself 7 dia nggak mau hadiah, guys. 10 detik lagi. Moderator hadir. Iya, moderator sabar, nanti di absen dulu. Gak ada cok. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nggak ada ya. Nggak ada ya guys ya. Oke, remove ya. Udah nggak ada ya. Kita shuffle lagi 10 kali. Tuh 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Duar. Siapa yang menang nih? Hap. Wah. Masa nggak jadi lagi dia? Gak rezeki banget cuy. Aditya Yuda ada nggak Aditya Yuda? Aditya Yuda. Oh ada cuy. Member. Mantap member. Let's go. Aditya Yuda langsung DM ya. DM. Ayuda Rat. Real ya. Berarti giveaway kita kali ini udah GG guys ya. GG. Amat. Oke, moderator absen moderator. Moderator yang ada moderator. Moderator ada hadiah dari Bang Donatur 150.000. Anjir langsung hadir cok. Banyak betul moderator ternyata ya. Sabar. Doge. Raka Pradipta. Sponsor. Adiswan. Nyoman. Anjir Nyoman kalau ini datang dia. Yehes juga nih. Babi emang ya. Kalau jarang datang copot nih ya. Erin Andreas. Lagi. Jenong. Siapa lagi guys? Kaniki. Siapa lagi? Bisa ada gemain coba. Udah Doge kocak. Udah nih nggak ada lagi nih. Siapa? Gemain coba bisa ada gemain. Babi. Udah ya nggak ada ya. Spin ya. Shuffle dulu. Aaron suka angka berapa Aaron ya? Aaron nomor 10 kali guys. 10 kali guys. Bisa ada hanya mor coba anjing. Aaron 10. Tuh 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Oke. 1 2 3. Teret. Siapa yang menang nih? Bisa ini orang anjing yang menang. Wah, nggak logis ini orang udah jarang dateng. Dia yang menang emang rezekinya. Tai. Udah jarang nongol, malah dia yang menang loh. Gak ada akhlaknya anjing. WDM. Yes, DM IG. Ditunggu semenit. Soalnya saya mau turu. Ente ya, thank you Bang Donatur. atas tambahan-tambahan hadiahnya. Rp150.000. 150.000 ya 2 orang ya. Anjir, gede juga cuy. 300.000 2 orang. 800.000 giveaway. Gil. Yang aktif siapa, yang dapat siapa? Babi emang. Hah? Coba putar sekali lagi. Skema ini. Apa? Tuh. Mana skema sih? Wah, parah. Yang nyuruh muter lagi. Kasih hadiahnya ke Catherine ya. Kalau enggak main freak marah loh. Ayo. Kalau enggak dicari main freak udah ini dia. Udah jadi miliarder, bro. Miliarder. Ganti rugi siapa yang nyuruh? Muter, kocak beliau. Bukan aku ya nyuruh ya. Aku bisa pin loh. Coba sekali lagi, aku bisa pin loh. Kan aku. Kak Catherine sendiri yang ngomong ya. Coba sekali lagi. Barang bukti ada, aman. Aman. Aman cuy. Aman cuy. Aman terkendali. Ini moderator harus. Ini kalau kita watch party moderator harus kita ini dulu guys. Kita pantau dulu nih. Wah. Nomor HP. Susah ya. Kak Niki sebelum itu aku pakai mantap. Tenang yang pasti hadir mah aman guys.
Sampai jumpa di Watch PARTY selanjutnya.
Mantap Bang Donatur. Thank you Bang Donatur. Ini ada yang nyuruh roll lagi nggak nih? Hah? Jason kenapa? Kenapa cuy? Ayolah tipu gitu doang, kocak nggak apa-apa. Ya Rian Mamat manja. Rian Mamat manja, banyakin ke stream cewek. Babi lu. Banyakin. Final gue bagi door prize earphone. Sabi apa aja ditampung Kak. Di sini serba oke semua, masuk semua. Oke aman ya guys ya, untuk hadiah semuanya udah ya. Jadi ditunggu aja. Thank you yang udah ngikut kuis seru-seruan kita. Yang penting kan kita tujuannya sekarang selalu mendukung tim Paperex. Yang karena ada 2 orang Indonya, oke? Dan emang ya semua isi Paperex sih orangnya seru-seru sih. Jadi walaupun nggak ada perwakilan dari tim Indo kan. Aku kok nggak ada nama tadi di absen, nggak ada Cibray ya. Invi tadi nggak ada, udah habis. Hilang. Udah tutup guys, tutup. Apa cuy? Terima pacar Aaron ditipu-tipu parah. Hah? Kenapa Kak Catherine? Kak Catherine kenapa? Kak Catherine kenapa Kak Catherine? Siapa? Ya aku belum, apanya belum? Oh ini Kak, dalangnya Kak. Kak Catherine. Wah pacar main freak diginiin cuy. Ini dalangnya Kak. Minta hadiahnya sama ini ya. Ini. Terciduk. Terciduk Kak, ini nih Kak Catherine. Nanti laporin aja sama main freak. Kocak. Kak Niki nih Kak Niki. Wah, diam dia dalangnya nyuruh putar sekali lagi. Wah, kacau. Ini dia terciduk dia. Kak Niki langsung kabur cuy. Kak Niki kabur dia. Ini dia. Wah, Kak Niki ternyata. Kak Niki orangnya ternyata terciduk. Emang bahaya kalau bukti chat itu bisa di screenshot, bisa ada buktinya. Kalau dari omongan baru enggak. Ini menang dapat apa nih? Udah tadi yang menang ya Skiel, Invi tadi nggak ada ya, kocak tadi udah di absen moderator. Tadi ada donatur bagi-bagiin untuk para moderator 150.000. Tapi yang menang ya Hes. Bisa gini guys, dapat 200.000 guys. Siapa yang cita-citanya jadi Kak Catherine Andreas? Dapat 200.000 guys ya. Oke guys. Aku juga mau, ada bang sponsor juga loh. Tokped. Buat kalian siapa lagi ya yang nobar ya? Ada lagi nggak sih yang nobar? Tuh yang masih mau nonton silakan nonton. Oh, ini ada nih di Wilson nih. Wilson udah banyak sih emang. Apa lagi ya? Cuman nggak mungkin anjir. Arpi. Ya bisalah ke channelnya Wilson aja ya. Gue istirahat dulu karena anjir gue nggak berani begadang, takut drop lagi gue. Kalau drop lagi GG puyeng pala guys. Nggak bisa ngapa-ngapain cuy. Tuh, itu Kaniki. Gue juga kesel ini Kaniki. Udah dikasih hadiah ya. Malas sibuk nanya terus mana hadiahnya. Padahal gue udah kasih tahu. Sabar, itu bakal sampai. Karena diurusnya setiap hari Sabtu. Bisa ngeyel orang ya. Maunya yang instan terus, kocak. Ikut itu kuis yang lain. Banyak tingkah emang beliau ini. Oke, bye guys, see you next stream. Kapan ya? Ini udah pasti nonton lah kita ya, udah pasti ya, tanggal 24 ya? Tanggal 24 malam. Wih. Oh, minggu malam ya. Oke. Bye guys, bye. Aku Piskes, aku penyabar. Wih, sama Kak Catherine, kita sesama Piskes penyabar. Sama. Oke guys, see you next stream guys. Bye semuanya. Sehat-sehat ya, sehat-sehat. Thank you. Thank you bang sponsor, thank you semuanya. Bye.